Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the NFL draft, and we're going to cover this bad boy. Mike, are you excited about it?
I am excited.
You horned up.
Yeah, it's time. Look, I'm so tired of watching mock drafts. I'm so tired of doing mock drafts. I'm so tired of talking about mock drafts. I'm so tired of talking about what the Chiefs may take at 9. What are they going to do at 29? Hell, what are they going to do at 40? Are they trading up? Are they trading back? Who cares? We're about to watch it tonight. It's going to be great.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of interesting stuff tonight, and I think a lot of people are going to realize how in their own bubble they've been when they start seeing all these random names come off the board in the first round. Or, like Brett Veach said, I think a lot of trades could be going on. So a lot of movement. It's going to be exciting. And, of course, we're all just going to be waiting to see what the Chiefs do. 2 first-round picks is insane, especially with the top 10 picks. So just rumors flying everywhere. And, yeah, welcome in, everybody. Do us a favor, hit the like button real quick. We want to get this going tonight, okay? Hit that like button. Let's get this out to more people. If you're in here, you're not a Chiefs fan, that's completely fine. We're going to be covering every pick, so hang out with us. We won't give you too much shit, okay? We might poke at you a little bit, but that'll be all right. It's all in good fun. Man, what do you think, Mike? What do you think? We gave out our final mock drafts yesterday. You think we're going to be even remotely close to what the Chiefs decided to do?
I have no idea. This has been the weirdest kind of off season. It's been a weird draft, and I'll say it because we do this every single year, but this year felt different from the beginning because every single good player felt like it was a position that wasn't very valuable. And a lot of times these guys want to draft early. They want to draft those positions that are super high, like on the salary cap. So you want quarterbacks, those things cost a lot. You want wide receivers, you want defensive ends. Now, 2 of those right there are on the Chiefs' radar. Tackle is getting up there pretty good. Corner's up there. So, I mean, a lot of things do fit that from the Brett Veach standpoint. That's why I always thought it was kind of weird, and I think that they just went ahead and decided to go ahead and pay a little bit more to a proven running back instead of waiting on Jeremiah Love, because you're going to have to trade up for Jeremiah Love if you wanted him. I think that they're really going to look at something that can be impactful, not only, they want 4 or 5 years of a cheaper contract here. And I think the best way to do it is, to get one of these pass rushers, maybe a wide receiver if you can in the first round, but you got 2 cracks at it. And then the tackle as well. That's why I don't think tackle's off the board. Tackles make a lot of money if you're decent.
So what's the big smoke right now? What's just NFL wide? Like any crazy rumors going on? Any trade rumors right now? Anything like that you've heard lately?
I've heard that Jermod McCoy is maybe, a lot of teams think he's going to have a second surgery, if not within the next couple years on that knee, and that he may be sliding deeper into the first round. And some people said that maybe he could mimic Will Johnson from last year, and he ended up going like 45 or 48 in the second round. So
that would be wild.
It's one of those kind of things. Jermod McCoy's the latest one I'm hearing. And of course, again, I'm going to stick to it. Chris Johnson and Traydon Stukes are the 2 DBs that are flying up boards and all the draft talk.
And Malachi Lawrence is flying up draft boards as well. Could see him in the first round. Huckleberry, been a member for 20 freaking months. Let's freaking go, Huckleberry. Says, damn, boys, that screen graphic is fire.
Let's go.
Glad you like it. We thought we'd have a nice little, just good drafty one. It brings the good vibes, right? Janae said, I told you all that I was joining. Welcome. Glad you're here. Good to see you, Janae. Man, yeah, the wait's finally over, and I think everybody's just excited. I want to take a quick second and just shout out Prize Picks for sponsoring tonight's live stream, by the way, guys. So you can go to the description, click that link. If you don't have Prize Picks, get it. Highly suggested. It's a cool platform. Use that code HMA when you're signing up, and the first $5 you put on there, you will get 50 to play with. So don't miss out on that. Anyway, I think some crazy things could happen tonight for sure. Jay Freezy says, they're saying we're going to trade up to 3 for Reese if the Jets don't take him. I've seen this one a lot with the Chiefs. That's kind of been the rumor I saw today, is everybody's really horny about the Chiefs trade up to get Arvell Reese. I think that's complete smoke. I mean, they could prove me wrong here in an hour, but I just don't see where Arvell Reese fits in our scheme whatsoever.
Yeah. I'm right there with you. Hey, look, I tried to play a thing. It didn't work. So that's why I was sitting there. I was like, what's going on?
I wonder what the hell you're doing.
But yeah, it's I don't know about the Arvell Reese thing. Like, look, if he comes to the Chiefs, fine. I'm going to support it. I don't think he fits very well. I don't think that the Chiefs do things like that and use him properly. I think that Spags would struggle to find uses for him. Again, Joshua Uche couldn't find the field. He goes to Philly, and he's able to get a bunch of sacks and stuff in his year there. We couldn't get Cam Thomas on the field. We couldn't find a way to get B.J. Thompson on the field early. Hell, it was like pulling teeth just to get Ashton Gelati on the field last year at times, and they were having to kick him down inside the defensive tackle. And so you just can't do that. You don't have that option with Arvell Reese. So I don't know if I love the Arvell Reese thing, but it is what it is, I guess.
I've completely got off of the defensive end and first round train. Like, it's too obvious. Everyone thinks it's going to happen. And I just started thinking about it literally like 2 days ago. I'm like, look, man, the Chiefs have never valued edge rusher like that. They're going to try to get a skill player. I don't know. I just have I feel like that's not going to happen. Flapjack, been a member for 9 months, says Kenyon Sadiq time, baby. Let's go. Hey, that's the possibility. Because obviously, if you go to our final mock drafts that we put out last night, if you didn't get to watch the show last night, little pre-draft thing, we did our final mocks, and I said that they're going to try to get Jordan Tyson. I think that the Chiefs are after Jordan Tyson. Just for a slew of different reasons, and I'm not going to get into all that right now. But I personally think that if he doesn't get drafted by the Giants at number 5, I think that Brett Veach will trade up to 6 and take Jordan Tyson. That's what I think that's where I'm at, because I think they need to hit. They're tired of missing on wide receiver, bro. And I think it's like, oh, well, now you can get the best one in the draft, so you don't have to take a shot in the dark in the second round.
Yeah, I'm honestly not on the trade-up train. Look, if you can trade up to 6 and you can get Reuben Bain, I'm fine with it. Anybody else, I don't know if I like it.
And anyway, all that was just to say that Flapjack's not far off, because I think if they can't get Jordan Tyson, that Kenyon Sadiq might be their second option right there. So
at 9, you're not trading up.
Correct.
Yeah, and I think even 9 might be a little early there. And again, tight end is not the Chiefs' most pressing need right now. Even with Kelsey retiring tomorrow, if he did, I still don't know if it's the most pressing need. I think they have a lot of faith in Noah Gray. I don't think our fans do, but I think Andy Reid them totally do. Yeah. I think they have a lot of faith in, maybe Brenningstool comes out of nowhere. I don't have all that.
Yep.
But I'm just going to say, I don't know. There's not many guys there in the first round that, like, it feels that I'm going to be, like, super over the moon about. This is just not a very good draft class.
Yep. Julia says, did y'all see 3rd and Long last season? We absolutely saw it. I know you guys saw it. And everybody in the world saw it, that we need some pass rush. But that doesn't mean anything. Like, it doesn't matter what we think. What I'm going by is that the Chiefs just traditionally don't value edge like that. The one time that they did take them with the first pick they had in the draft was Felix, and it was a ginormous miss. So I feel like I think they might try to stay away from it, get a guy and say around pick 40. I think that could be how they go about this thing. In my opinion,
I still think Bain and Baylor are at the top of their board.
Yeah.
And a lot of people think Reese. I just can't get behind the Reese thing. But look, Reese is. I'm not saying he's not talented.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying he's not good. But Reese as just a put his hand in the dirt and play the edge. That's not him.
If the Chiefs don't trade up, they're not getting any of those 3.
No, I don't think anything.
They're going to be gone.
Yeah, it depends. Maybe Bain
I think the latest Bain goes is Washington.
Possibly, yeah.
So Pono says Tyson's injury prone. Guys, come on. I'm not saying that this is what I would do, Pono. I think this is where the Chiefs' head's at. I think that's what they're going to do. And that's just my opinion, just kind of from where I was thinking about it. Listen to what Brett Veach had to say the other day. Ball Too Well has become a freaking member. Let's
Appreciate
go.
You, brother.
If you'd like to become a member, you can go to join.allchiefedup.com or hit that join button up at the top. $4.99 a month helps the channel big time, so we appreciate all of our members. You guys are freaking awesome.
Rodney in the house. Rodney says McShay on the Netflix, on the TV, and all chiefed up on the phone. Let's
go, baby.
Hey, good company right here with Todd McShay. Steve, Todd McShay, man, he's had some wild takes this offseason, and this goes with another question that I wanted to get to.
Don't hit me with that Trey Dan Stukes at 29 BS.
I don't think he said it, but
Somebody
that
did.
was the question. Was Lego My Ego? He says, "What are your thoughts on trading Stooks? What do you think of our chances to land him?" Look, in my mock draft, I had Stooks at 40. I have heard rumors all day long. Field Yates. There's been several that are starting to get on the Stooks bandwagon, and I told everybody last night, like, listen, when I have this research and I'll get all this, when I'll go do all this, I'm literally pulling from the only like good sources that I know. And so Stooks was a name that's really heating up, and he's been heating up for a while because of that football IQ. He's a Swiss Army knife. So they're saying he could get into the first. I still think that's a little rich, but look, if he did, it wouldn't surprise me. I think if the Chiefs want him, you got to take him at 40. He's not going to last much longer than that.
Yeah, Big Chief, I've been a member for 3 months. Says I'm good with Tyson, Bain, Tate, or Downs. One of those guys will be a Chief by the end of the night. Mark my words. I'm digging it, man. And here's the thing. I actually told Mike we went and had a little pre-draft dinner, a little Mexican food. It was delicious. And I told Mike during that, I was like, this is the first draft in a long time where it's getting ready to start here in just hours. And I literally do not care who the Chiefs take at this point. Like, I don't think there's anyone, like, unless they decide to go like Keldrick Falk at 9, I don't think I could possibly be upset about anything at this point. I'm kind of open to however they see need or see fit to draft. So that's where I'm at with all that. But yeah, it's kind of strange. Normally you got like a guy or two that you're like, they better get this dude. And I'm just really not there this year.
I'm going to throw up a poll right now that asks you guys in the chat right now. Almost 400 already. Like, this is great. Let's keep this going. I want to get over 1,000 tonight.
Hit that like button, baby.
Yeah, like button. Share this. Let's get this going. I want to be over 1,000 tonight. Look, here's the thing. Yeah. I'm going to ask you guys, what is the one position that we take? I'm just going to put our first round pick because I don't know if we're going up or down. What's the one position that you would absolutely just riot if the Chiefs take? And I'm going to ask that one. So I want to know, because there's a lot of opinions out there where they don't want tackle. They don't want, they don't want wide receiver. They don't want this. They don't want that. I want to see what you guys are thinking. So I'm going to get that up really quick.
Yeah, that's awesome. Appreciate everybody that's here. Welcome in. Our usuals, I see y'all out there. We appreciate you. If you're new to the channel, welcome in. If you're a Chiefs fan, why are you here now and not 5 years ago? You've been missing out. If you're not a Chiefs fan, that's cool. Come hang out with us. We're going to cover this entire draft, give our thoughts pick by pick. And like I said earlier, we won't pick on you too much. It's all good. It's all love here. So football fans everywhere, welcome in. Mike, I want to talk about the number 2 pick because when the Raiders draft, we already know they're taking Fernando Mendoza. Without a doubt. They have to. This
would be the craziest smoke of all smokes if they wait this long.
They have had nothing but trouble at the quarterback position since the departure of Derek Carr. And, of course, Derek Carr only had a handful of good years there, and then after that he kind of struggled as well. I think so. There's no doubt about it that they have to go with Fernando Mendoza, who proved that he's the best quarterback in the draft by far. So I think he's the one that comes off the board there. But pick number 2 kind of sets the pace for how the rest of this is going to fall till the Chiefs pick at number 9. And there's a lot of different opinions there. I tend to think that they're going to take Arvell Reese off the board at pick number 2. It makes the most sense for them. It makes the most sense for their defense. And I think Arvell Reese is going to be that second name off the board. But I also wouldn't be surprised to see David Bailey go. Or, there's a lot of different guys that could go there. And then like Arizona picking right after them, they could go for another edge rusher. They could go for Jeremiah Love and just go ahead and get him. I think it's very interesting how the first 3 picks go. And that's with us knowing exactly what's happening at pick 1.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Man, I can't find anything tonight.
You think they're going to go Arvell Reese, though? That was my question that you ignored.
Arvell Reese. Who? Number 2?
Yes, to the Jets.
Yeah, I think it might be Reese because they canceled David Bailey's thing. I don't think they have to throw smoke at number 2. There's no point. Yeah. So I feel like that's probably what they're doing.
Greg Goodwin with the 10 bomb. Let's go, Greg. He said, Mike and Steve, the bad boys of draft coverage. Hell yeah, baby. Says we need to nail this draft. Let's freaking go. Dude, Greg, we do need to nail this draft. After last year's debacle, I think it's very important. Not just for building the team and building the roster the way you want it to be, but also for our psyche, for morale.
Yeah, absolutely.
For not just the Chiefs and the team, but also the fans, because that was a bad way to go out last year. Was not great. 0 stars out of 10. Do not recommend. Let's not do it again next season, baby. Mike, we got a freaking 20 bomb.
Let's go, baby. Drew in the house. He says, we haven't drafted a wide receiver one in years. Jordan Tyson's injuries are not the same recurring injury. We need a receiver that can win off the line. Sign me up for Tyson at 9. Steve, I know you agree. Look, Jordan Tyson, people don't like him because of the injury, but he started gaining a lot more traction towards the end. Here's the thing. Like he said, he had a knee, he had the ACL, MCL, he's had like a collarbone, he's had a hammy. It's like a lot of different things, and a few of them have been pretty big, but I think the biggest has been like the ACL. Everything else has kind of been minor, been like a bone break that'll heal.
Yeah.
Like, I think he's probably fine. I don't see no recurring. Like, I think you're almost more in trouble with like a Jermod McCoy, who teams are saying now may have to have a second surgery on that knee, which means it did not heal properly, or it is healing properly. So I think that you got to maybe throw that out the window a little bit, but it is scary to get a top 10 pick that could be injury prone.
Sure, and everybody's going to say that, but everybody was scared of Xavier Worthy because he's too little. He's going to be injured all the time.
He's been injured a lot.
I'm sure, but it could happen to anybody. You could literally get the healthiest person in the world and them become injury prone as soon as they get into the league. It's just, here's the thing about it, and here's my opinion on Jordan Tyson. When the entire draft season kicked off, and I'll just say draft season as in when the Chiefs were completely out of contention, so all the way back at Christmas time, we're talking about draft. It was a no-brainer to everybody that the number one wide receiver in this draft was Jordan Tyson. He's by far better than everybody else. He's the best route runner in the draft. He's the most athletic. The kid is insane. He's a Justin Jefferson, right? But then as that progressed and we had to talk more and more about the draft and everybody had to talk more and more about the draft, you get off in the weeds. Right?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, well, he's injury prone. Well, he got hurt this year, and that means Carnell Tate's better, and blah, blah, blah. And like all of a sudden you see Jordan Tyson is like a wide receiver 3, 4, 5 in this class, and it was just absurd. And then when you get right back to the draft here, it's like, oh yeah, I forgot. Jordan Tyson is the obvious best receiver in this class.
Look, he is
and
the
he
best.
shot right back to the top, right?
Yeah, he is the best. He's the best route runner in the class.
Yeah.
Again, I'm going to say this. Does he fit the Chiefs the best? I'm not for sure. I think Mekhi Lemon fits the Chiefs a lot. I think Jeremy Bernard fits the Chiefs a lot.
That's if you're going for classic, what the Chiefs normally do with receiver, right?
If you, like, I think Omar Cooper fits the Chiefs. Casey Concepcion fits the Chiefs. If you want to go to round 2 to round 3, I think Antonio Williams is the next best route runner besides Jordan Tyson. And so if you want Jordan Tyson light, you might go with Antonio Williams at 74 if he makes it there. I don't know. Now, is he better than Jordan Tyson? No. And he's got his own injury limits as well. But that's what makes the draft fun. You never really know how it's going.
Right. So, Brett, I'm not really lost in the Tyson hype. I don't think Tyson really has a whole lot of hype. I think, if anything, Tyson had less hype than a lot of the other receivers because he's the obvious number one in this class. And, we were hyping up all these other guys to try to make them right there with him. Is he Justin Jefferson? No, he's absolutely not. Could he be? Potentially.
Right.
He could definitely be up there in that category of receiver. He has all of the traits. And he's an absolute dog. So, I mean, I'm not saying that he's just instantly going to be Justin Jefferson and the greatest thing ever. But I do think out of all these receivers, if you want to get somebody that could potentially get you to that tier, we're talking Jordan Tyson.
Yeah, absolutely. Guys, we appreciate you guys being here with us right now.
Go.
Over 400. We've already got 141 likes on this bad boy. We've got to keep it going. Look, for every 200 likes tonight, I'm going to have Nightbot pick something, and we're going to give something away for every 200 likes we hit.
Let's go.
So hit that like button, share it out. Get people over here watching, have them hit the like button. For every 200, we're going to do a giveaway where you guys will just type hashtag something in the chat. We'll make it up. And then Nightbot's going to give something away to you guys, and we'll send something out to you in the mail because we appreciate you guys being here, and we want to give back to you guys.
I love it. Sam in the house, been a member for 26 freaking months. Appreciate you, Sam. Says, I'm fine with right tackle at 9 if Bain's not available, but I trust the Chiefs, and I'll be okay with Tyson or Lemon also. So I'm kind of open to everything, too, kind of like you, Sam. It's kind of like whatever they think they need to do, let them do it. And a lot of people are not going to be happy if they decide to go offensive tackle at number 9. The reason why is for 2 things. It's not sexy, and number 2, this is a weak tackle class. But that could be why they have to take a tackle at 9 because
that's true.
There's going to be a run of tackles in this first round here that pretty much deplete every draftable one. The rest of them are projects. The rest of them are long shots. But there's only a handful of guys in this draft that is going to come in and be valuable and be contributing in their rookie season. And they're all going to go in the first round tonight. I'd almost bet it. If someone doesn't, it might be like maybe Ionicher or something like that. But I absolutely think you're going to see a bigger run on tackles than you think. So if the Chiefs feel like, hey, if we don't grab our guy at 9, we're just not going to get him, and then we can address whatever else we wanted to at 29 or trade up a little bit, they might go that route, man. Mike, I know you think that they might do it. You said you got this weird gut feeling they could walk away with Caden Proctor after pick 9 and everybody's shit. You know?
Yeah, look, we've heard all year, and for the past, well, not all year, but all draft cycle. This has went back probably 3, 4, 5 weeks. Caden Proctor was starting to be looked at as the number 1 tackle. And look, I don't love Caden Proctor. I don't think he's my number 1 tackle, but he's like 3rd on my list now. He's actually made himself up. He's got up a little bit the more I've watched, because I'm not judging him so much on his faults or his good, but I'm judging him more on intangibles and what I think he could be. So I'm trying to get into that mind frame a little bit more. And he's got what's the guy's name that we had? Orlando Brown? He's kind of got those kind of intangibles a little bit about him, or his size. And so the Chiefs love those big, overbearing size tackles. And so that's why I think Fano, I think he's got too short of arms, and of course he's been getting a lot of steam. But I keep saying that, look, if you don't take a tackle, okay, so look, number one, you've got to think that Brett Veach said tackles fall off at 35. So if you take them at face value that we want a tackle in this draft, he's got to get it with the first 2 picks. If you take one at 9, you have a shot at getting your number 1 tackle, which could be Caden Proctor. It may not. It could be Monroe Freeling for all we know. It could be Fano. Who knows? But you get a shot at your number 1 guy at number 9. Now, if you wait to 29, there is going to be a run. Mark my words, there will be a run on 4 to 5 tackles in the teens.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of...
The Chiefs will have to trade up, and you're now going to lose pick 109. You may lose pick 74, and you're going to go up and get the 5th best tackle. So do you really want that, or do you want the guy you scouted all year and just take him at number 9 and go on and then make your draft from there? I can see the vision if that's what you want to do. I'm not going to be as crazy as everybody else, but I do think Chiefs fans don't like it.
Looking through Chiefs lens only, and the thing about it is there's a lot of teams that need tackle. There's a lot of teams in this draft that need tackle, and I think they see the same thing that everybody else does. Like, I also think they're not going to last long.
Right, and I also think the tackle position, it is weak this year. So you have to get one of your early guys, and even a lot of the tackles that are being, Maui Noah, Spencer Fano,
they're guards,
those guys are probably guards.
They're guards.
Yeah, so you're very limited here. That's why Proctor, I think, might be a sought-after guy. Proctor could go top 10 to 15 in this draft.
Mikey likes stuff with the 5 bomb. Says, super lame, you can't do a live chat on Amazon tablet. Guess you guys are on the laptop and Cole's on the tablet. I prefer my tablet. Hey, man, it is what it is. That's weird the Amazon tablet won't let you do a chat, but hey, hang out with us on that laptop, talk to us. It's going to be awesome, Mikey. We're glad to have you here. It's going to be a good night. Over 500 of y'all in here right now. Hit that like button. Let's get it to over 200. We might be there. If we're not, we're damn close. We'll go ahead and give something away every 200 likes. So
yeah, we're at 196. So just a few more, and we're giving something away immediately.
Yeah, I would love to have over 1,000 of y'all in here all night and just enjoy this draft and have a good conversation. And like I said, get in the chat if you're a lurker and you don't normally talk. Hey, let's make an exception tonight. It's draft night, baby. Get in there. Let's all talk. Have a good time.
Right.
And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. We'll try to interact with you guys as much as possible while still covering the draft and the picks and everything else. And of course, if you're new to the channel, any kind of super chat, we'll 100% make sure we get to that if it's a question or what have you. But we'll try to get to as many of you guys as we can, regardless. But yeah, what were you going to say, Mike?
Right. So we've hit 212. You guys put us over 200. We're going to give something away. So hashtag NFL draft. That's all you got to put in. Hashtag NFL draft. You can do it as much as you want. I'm going to give you 5 minutes. Spam it if you want. I don't care. Throw it in. We're going to pick a winner here in about 5 minutes. So get in as many entries as you want. Keep hitting the like button. Sub the channel if you haven't already. That would help us a long way. We're trying to get to 100K. We're at 55. That's crazy, but we're trying to get to 100. And then the last thing I wanted to say was this. I've ended the poll. What position would you absolutely hate it if the Chiefs took at number 9, Steve? With 52%, it is offensive tackle. So over 50% of Chiefs Kingdom they don't want offensive tackle. So if Caden Proctor were to be taken at number 9, there might be some riots in the streets in KC.
Yeah, I know people are not going to be happy with that. It's whatever. But, I mean, I think a lot of teams are in the same boat. They need a tackle. There's not a lot of good tackles. You might take them earlier than you want. So I mean, it's not just Kansas City. It's a lot of other fan bases are probably going to be mad when they draft Caden Proctor. You know, I mean, it's not just us,
Dude,
guys.
Steve, you know me. If you've been watching us all this time, you know that I've not been the hugest fan of Caden Proctor.
Yep.
I'm coming around on him just a little bit, but like it would still kind of irk me a little bit to know we had to take Caden Proctor at basically a top 10 pick.
Yeah, I
But
don't
the
know.
last time we picked top
I
10,
can't-
we took a serviceable tackle as well. It wasn't like like the greatest tackle ever. We had to take
Like
a
I said,
serviceable tackle.
If that's what they feel like they need to do, we'll trust it. We'll see how this whole draft pans out. I'm going to try to withhold any judgment until they pick every pick.
Yeah,
you
for
know,
sure.
and just see how it all forms. I'm sure they might go outside the box, but it is what it is, man. Guys, hashtag NFL draft if you want to win something. Mike, do you have any idea what you're giving away right now?
I don't. I'm probably just going to do a lot of surprises or something. I may give
Okay,
away
cool.
a hat. I may give away something. It's just
Sure.
you never know what you're going to
random
get.
stuff. Okay, cool. So
Yeah.
if you win tonight, when you win, you'll just give us. You'll email us with your shipping address.
Yeah,
and
just the shipping address is
We'll
all I
do
need.
random giveaways. I think that's kind of cool. It's kind of just like you have no idea what you're going to get.
Yeah.
So I kind of like that. I dig it. But yeah, hashtag NFL draft. I want to shout out the mods, by the way. We have a lot of good mods in here, and I'm not going to try to name all y'all off because we have quite a few. But everyone that's here tonight, I already saw Chiefer doing some work and stuff like that. We appreciate you guys. You guys are always awesome. Tonight, you're probably going to get a lot of those spam things that come in. It's like NFL draft and like spam in the chat. If you don't mind, just trying to get those out of there so we can kind of be as efficient as possible. But definitely appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. We got a 5 bomb from Mikey Like Stuff again. Says, if that came off weird, I was trying to say I prefer you guys on my tablet, so suck it, Cole.
Whoa.
Appreciate the 5.
Hey, no sucking going on.
Cole's catching strays right now, baby.
Hey, don't throw them stray whiners at Cole over in here, okay? We can't have it. No, we appreciate all you guys being here for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
And I understood what you meant, brother. You wanted it on your preference there.
Yeah. Let's go. Drew with another freaking 20 bomb. Drew coming in hot tonight,
Drew, our
guys.
boy today, baby.
Let's go. He says, boys, I'm just looking for impact. Bain, Tyson, Tate. I don't see a tackle worth a top 12 pick. Proctor has focus issues. Don't need another guard. I also like the Chiefs' ability to find corners late. I agree with all that right there. It's just real tricky with the tackle class because, like Brett Veach even expressed it, that once you get past pick 35, you pretty much have none left.
Yeah.
Well, here's another thing. I don't find that 100% true. I think it's 85, 90% true, but I do think there are some guys later in the draft like Markel Bell that could absolutely be a good tackle in the NFL that's not going to be in those top 35 picks. So, I mean, I don't know, but I think for the most part, the bulk of it, the guys that are NFL ready and ready to go right now, they're going to be going pretty quick. Proctor, I know Mike's not a huge fan of Proctor. I just think he has the NFL size, strength, stuff like that. He can move pretty good for a big guy like that. So he kind of reminds me of Marius Mims or somebody like that,
Yeah.
you know, from the last few drafts. Shout out our boy John Hill, been a member for 20 months, says, please don't disappoint us, Veach. I've had a crappy 6 weeks, so I'm ready for the draft to be over. John, I hate that you've had a crappy 6 weeks, brother.
Me too, brother.
I hope the next 6 weeks are more than good enough to make up for all that crap. But we appreciate you being here, and thanks for being a member, man. We got Live La Vida Loca.
Live a la Timmy. Let's go.
Yeah, NFL Draft Trust in Veach. Let's freaking go. Thanks for being a member, Timmy. We got Bout Time, another mod in the house, says draft day anniversary. Let's go.
Let's go.
Baby.
Holding
Let's
it down
go.
in
25
Mississippi.
months. 25 months, Bout Time. Let's go.
Hey, about time. You still got those shoes? Like I went through and I found those shoes. Remember, he won the shoe giveaway. The Kansas
Yep.
City Chiefs Nike shoes we gave away that time. It was awesome.
Yep, underrated chef with the 5 bomb.
Let's go.
Says, let's get Bain at 9 and try to move up early in the 20s to grab a tackle. I'm okay with that. I love that. That's cool. Appreciate the coverage. Let's go Chiefs Kingdom. Hey, we appreciate you being here, man, and thanks for the support with the 5 bomb. That's awesome, brother. But no, I like that idea. I mean, I'm predicting that the Chiefs, I think when I try to read between the lines, I just personally think maybe they've been kind of trying to steer people away from that they want Jordan Tyson or Kenyon Sadiq.
Yeah.
And I think they've been playing into the national media coverage that they have to have defensive end. But if they were to do that and they were to take Bain and then turn around, trade up for a tackle, I'm not going to be mad. Anytime you invest in the trenches in a draft, you can't be too mad about it.
Right. I try to take myself out of it. Like, I don't love Caden Proctor, but the Chiefs.
But it wouldn't be a bad pick.
Look,
Yeah.
they're smarter than I am. If they went through this whole process and they love what they see and they are like, look, this guy could be it for the rest of Patrick Mahomes' career, I'm just going to accept it that they're smarter than me, and I'm just going to try to deal with it. Like, so if they think that they should get them at 9, then that's on them, man. I don't get paid what they pay. I'm just a lowly little YouTube man. But let me tell you something. Michael Wood Small. I said it backwards. Michael Wood Small. He says what's going to happen to Dave Merritt. And if you haven't heard, Dave Merritt got arrested last night. He didn't have bail today. I think it's come out that he's requested public defense.
Yep.
Something happened within the home.
What is a rich person? And I'm not saying that Dave Merritt's rich. Like, I don't know.
Well, he's pretty loaded.
But why do you get public defense? Get somebody better, Dave.
Because I don't think there's anything there. Here's the thing.
Probably
Nobody really
not.
knows what's happened. They said it was some kind of just an argument with his daughter, who I don't know how old she is. I'm assuming she's still living at home. I'm assuming she's still in high school. More than likely with kids these days, she probably got grounded and got her phone taken away. She probably called the police on him with a landline, if she found a landline somewhere. But anyways, the Chiefs, they know about it. I don't know what's going to happen to them. I'm not going to speculate on it too much.
Yeah.
So,
guys, hashtag NFL draft. Hashtag NFL draft. We're getting ready to pick a winner. And if you're just coming in, basically every time we get 200 likes tonight, we're going to give something away. You don't know what that is. They're going to be a kind of a surprise giveaway. So you're going to send us your address. We're going to ship you out something cool. It could be a lot of different things, hats, shirts, whatever we got that we want to send to you. That's what we're going to do.
Dude, I've got a bunch of signed items, too, that if I can find them, I'll get those out to you guys, too.
Yeah, so the more you guys hit that like button when you come in here, the more stuff that's going to get given away. And we got a lot of a night ahead of us. So, I mean, we could have a lot of giveaways by the end of the night. But do us a big favor and just hit that like button. Share this out with your friends, any kind of NFL fans that you know of that might want to have some alternative draft coverage to just what's on TV and have some good conversation. Appreciate all y'all being here so far. You guys are awesome. Started the night off really well. I'm pretty excited. I think it's going to be a good stream and a good draft for the Chiefs. Fat Marine, been a member for a month now, says, I won't be satisfied with this draft if it doesn't excite you guys enough for a self-sack tap.
Hey, Steve, you got so excited because you nailed Jalen Royals as a pick last year that you jumped up, hit yourself in the dinger, and you smacked the sack. And then what did they do? Tendonitis took him out all season. You didn't even get to see him play. So you took a hit to the sack for a tendonitis, dude.
Look, I think what had happened was there was a large subsection of people that kept telling me that I was wrong, that they weren't going to take Jalen Royals. So when they did, I got up to try to do the DX suck it thing, and I accidentally tapped my nut. And that was brutal. That was brutal. But you know what? This year, maybe if I want to tell somebody to suck it, I avoid smacking myself in the balls, and I just do this.
Suck it! Suck it! We got 2 words for you! Suck it!
What we got going on? I heard that purge in the background,
Let's go, baby. Mr. Sexy says,
My Sexy.
with a 1999.
Right.
My Sexy. Okay, that's even less creepy. I'm sorry I made you creepy. Here we go. Long-time viewer, but I'm lazy. And I watch on TV, so never chat. Dude, a lot of people are watching on TV now, and we appreciate the TV watchers for sure. But it is hard to chat. You can't leave comments. You can't do a lot of things on TV. Maybe YouTube will fix that. But it says, love the ACU crew and y'all's content. I appreciate you, brother. Can't stop laughing about Proctor being spoken into existence by Mike. But every time he is like, I don't like his footwork, etc., I love it. Dude, I think I've actually... Steve, I told you, brother, I told Steve today, I said, because the Chiefs do things in spite of anything I say, I'm fully expecting Proctor at number 9 because I've been so hard on him today.
Hey, chill with it. Hey, we appreciate the 20, man. And I'm really excited about this because you've been watching for a long time and you're on here talking now. You normally watch us
I love it, baby.
I'm glad. Like, it's really cool when I see people that's been watching for a while and we finally get to have a little bit of a conversation, as much as we can. But that's awesome. I'm glad you got on here, brother. But yeah, we know a lot of people watch on TV now, and we are like trying to put things into place to make sure that the experience of All Chiefed Up is up to par with TV. So we got some things in the works and some ideas later on and everything. So
yeah, appreciate you, brother. Steve, let's give this thing away.
Let's do
I'm going to
it.
go ahead so everybody can stop spamming the chat now. You don't have to hit hashtag just
Pump
yet.
them brakes, baby. Pump them
we'll
brakes.
do another hashtag. You guys can get back to talking to each other. You fight amongst yourselves. I don't give a rat's ass. Here we go. I'm going to choose a winner. Nightbot's going to choose it. It's going to pop it up when it's done. Appreciate everybody that did that. And if you haven't already, hit that like button. Here we go. We're going to choose a winner. Let's see what happens. Jonathan Hood Shell 4254 is what come up for me. I don't know if you guys can see it in the chat, but that's who's come up. If I can find it here. Here it is. There it is. Jonathan, brother, all allchiefedup@gmail.com. All you got to do is email that, give us your shipping address. I'm going to find something nice for you and ship it out to you. Could be anything. I've got a lot of inventory here. I'll just go through it and go. And at the 400 like mark, we're going to do this again. So
Mike,
keep
we're
hitting
already
that
at
like
300
button.
almost. I think.
Right. 310 almost. So keep liking and sharing. I appreciate it. And congrats, Jonathan. Everybody wish him a congrats in the chat. Appreciate you, Jonathan. Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, man. Allchiefedup@gmail.com. It's just like it's spelled up there without the apostrophe. So allchiefedup@gmail.com. Send that shipping address. We'll get you taken care of. Once again, appreciate everybody being here. You guys are awesome. Going to be a fun draft. We are getting pretty close to it kicking off here in about 12 minutes. I mean, I think like everybody knows that Mendoza's coming first. So, yeah, we got a little bit of time. Real quick, let's get back to the chat. Barbara with the freaking 10 bomb says this is going to be epic. Thanks for the great coverage leading up to tonight. We appreciate you, Barbara. We put a lot of time into the draft this year. Obviously, the Chiefs were kind of out of contention early last season. It gave us a little bit more time. It also got us burnt out on the draft fast. You know, and same with you guys. I know you guys were kind of bored with it too, but here we are, man. And once the draft takes place, a few weeks, you got, rookie mini camp, you got the OTAs, you got all that, and the next thing you know it's camp, and then before, it's just like in a blink of an eye, all of a sudden we're looking at preseason, brother.
Yeah, we're already in phase 1.
Hey, we're so close to getting out of the woods of last season. 2025 was abysmal for the Chiefs, and we want to get away from it and erase it completely. Mikey likes stuff with the 2 bomb. Says, who's self-sack tapping in this draft? I'm going to try to refrain because that wasn't fun. Mike, this guy right here.
So look, at number 9, if somebody were to make me tap a sack, I think I'm going to be very excited. Look, I'm dead serious. A lot of people don't like him because of the arm length. I would be excited for Ruben Bain. I think Ruben Bain helps this defensive line. We need a lot of help. We are depleted. We don't sack the quarterback. We don't give enough pressure. Our corners are exposed. We give up on third. We give up 4th downs over and over. I want a guy that can come in and not only stop the run and please Spags enough to stay on the field and develop himself in the pass rush game, which Felix hasn't been able to do. A lot of guys haven't been able to do it. So I want a guy that's really good at the run first so he can get enough reps that he finally stays on the field long enough to develop that pass rush game. I would be super pumped for Ruben Bain.
Sack that tap. Tap that sack.
Sack that tap.
Sack the tap. Whatever. Huckleberry with the 10 bomb says, I'm wondering if Veach brought up offensive tackle to get someone to trade up and get more picks, top 50 picks. I wouldn't hate it.
It's possible.
So I think Brett Veach absolutely wants as many top 50 picks in this draft as he can get. I still think it's probably not going to be a trade back situation. I mean, that's on the table, but I don't see it in the cards because I think in this draft, the higher you're drafting, the better quality you're getting. It drops off fairly quickly, except for just a couple positions, one of those being cornerback. So that's why I don't really like corner early. You've heard me talking about that, but appreciate the 10, Huckleberry. And then let's see, where did we
Appreciate
leave
you, brother.
off? We got Matthew with the 5 bomb says, would you be upset if they trade back from 9? Kind of convenient that I was just talking about that. I wouldn't be mad about it because, like I said, you want as many top 50 picks as you can get. But if they trade back and they don't land a top tier player, that would probably upset me. If someone drops or they think they can gain a little draft capital and still get their guy, then I'm not mad at it.
Yep, Jonathan, just got your email. Appreciate you sending that out, brother. Yeah, here's where I think if they trade back from 9, I think it could be fun because now you put Kenyon Sadiq in play big time. And I think Kenyon Sadiq would just be a fun guy to end up with because of all of his intangibles. And I think he's a matchup nightmare. And I think Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes can get the best out of this kid. And he is literally one of the most freak athletes that's ever tested in this draft. So I would be excited there. And then it puts you more in the wheelhouse of getting a better tackle at a better spot.
Absolutely. Drew with another freaking 20 bomb.
Drew.
Let's go, Drew.
Baby.
He says, one more, boys, and I'm just going to watch. Second round sleepers, Big Citrus from the Cyclone. Second round, baby. Eats up blocks and would compliment CJ. Thanks, fellas. I'm a fan of Dominic Orange. I think he's a good player. He's a lot of fun to watch. He doesn't offer you much as far as pass rusher, but he does eat up the run pretty well. I think I wouldn't be mad at it. Mike, do you think he could make it into the second round?
Right now, he's the number 80th guy on my big board. So, I mean, you get the top 64 picks. So he's every bit could sneak into the second round. Absolutely. He could sneak in.
Yeah.
If not, he's going early third.
Thanks for the donos, Drew. You're freaking awesome, brother.
Appreciate you,
y'all
brother.
Put some legendaries in the chat for Drew. If you're a member and you have that, put some legendaries in the chat for Drew. Huckleberry with the 2 bomb says, y'all missed my super. We didn't miss it. I think Mike just got out of order a little bit. That's why I went back and I tried to weasel through there. He just skipped a couple on accident.
Did I get out of the order?
You got out of order, bruh.
I don't even.
You were trying to keep me on my toes, but I went back. I caught it.
Oh,
Guys,
it's the one about Veach brought up
yeah,
OT.
if we miss any supers, make sure you tell us because we will go back. We'll get it. We'll make sure that you're brought up and we can talk about what you want to talk about because that's what the point of it is, right? But appreciate you, Huckleberry. Mr. Andrew with the 10 bomb says, thanks for all the draft content up to today. Let's see if it pays off.
Thanks,
Hey,
man. I appreciate you.
yeah, man. We both put a lot of work into this, but Mike really put a lot of work in it. He's our full-time guy. And he put a lot of effort into shorts and just trying to keep you guys up to date on all possibilities. Everyone that the Chiefs met with, you know about it. You know about that player. And, of course, there always had to be a couple smart asses in every short that's like, y'all think the Chiefs want everybody. No, but the Chiefs did meet with them. So we're gonna tell you how they are. And, hey, this is a possibility.
I'm going to give you the information. You tell me.
Yeah.
But the Chiefs are going to meet with literally almost everybody in the draft. So literally, I could just put all that out there.
I wouldn't say that.
But we were only taking very
They'll
good
meet
sources.
With probably
yeah.
normally about 40 to 50 players out of 400, right? So,
Right.
I mean, yeah, you want to know about those guys.
What did Brett Veach say? He's got, 15, 20 guys that he'd like to draft? I mean,
Right.
so they're few and far between.
Mikey likes stuff with the 2. Says if we stay at 9, it's Fano.
Yikes.
Pop said this
I think
today,
Fano
too.
might be the one guy I think I'd be more irritated with Fano than Proctor. And you know how hard I've been on Proctor.
I think it's just because we have an inkling that Fano might get shoved to guard.
He's Kingsley Suamatea all over again.
Yeah.
He's just on the right side, not the left.
Uh-huh.
Like identical.
You're not-
and the
you're
Chiefs
not
have
completely
never
wrong about
drafted. They have never drafted a guy with sub 33-inch arms to play tackle the entire
Right.
time, and he's got them. So, or sub 34 maybe. But it would be a big time. But now the only difference is he does play at Utah, and he's got a thing for guys out of the Mountain West Conference or whatever.
Yep.
And he's a good mover. He gets out and he can do the zone blocking very well. I like him. I think he's a guard. I think he could be a Joe Tooney-esque kind of guard. Not saying he would ever get as good as Tooney, but he's got that vibe. Like, I think he could work himself there.
Yeah.
But I just don't know how it's going to be.
Well,
at
it's just like
tackle.
Kingsley. Kingsley didn't really fit at tackle, and then you move him to guard. And I think, after a couple of years under his belt, I think Kingsley's going to be a very good guard in the NFL. Guys, 774 of y'all in here. We're so close to that 1,000 mark. We want to be over 1,000 for this draft, baby. You guys are being awesome, by the way. Hit the like button, all that stuff. Every 200 likes, we're going to give something away. It's going to be kind of a random mystery gift. So if you win it, you just give us your shipping address and we'll ship you something out. Mike, are we close to that 400 mark?
We're at 300 and about 40. So it's
340.
getting up there. It's creeping
Yeah,
up.
if you're just rolling in here, you haven't hit that like button yet, hit that like button. We'll give some stuff away every 200 likes. So just keep that in mind. Mike, we got Jerry with the 5 bomb. Says, what are your thoughts on a trade with the Falcons for Pitts and a 2027 first-round pick for pick 9? I've seen this thrown around a little bit, and I'm not like the biggest hater of it, but I think just the number 9 pick for Kyle Pitts, and I understand that you're saying with a pick
Oh,
from
you're going to
next
get
year.
another next year in the more loaded draft? I don't know if I'd be opposed to it. You still get to pick 29th.
Right. I wouldn't be super mad about it, I suppose. But the reason why that I don't think this would ever happen, Jerry, is because you have to pay Kyle Pitts.
You do got to pay Kyle Pitts, but if you think about it, you're going to pay. Now, it's not the same level, but you're paying no matter who you're drafting at number 9, you're paying them a minimum of $32 million guaranteed. And if you trade up to 6, you're paying closer to $40 million guaranteed. So
Yeah.
at least Kyle Pitts could fit in the system. He has played
He's a
in the
good
NFL at a high, and you get an extra pick in a more, a way more loaded draft next year. You may be able to
And you still have a first-round pick with pick 29.
right.
Bro.
So I don't hate it. I don't know if the Falcons.
So
would do
so
it.
essentially, you're just picking exactly where you would normally pick when you don't suck.
And next year, you're back in the same situation.
Yeah, Perry, been a member for 23 months, says if we go for Reese, how will y'all react? Keep up the good work. Dream scenarios, Bane, Ionature. Wide receiver with my first 3 picks. Like it. I think that's cool, Perry. If they take Reese, I'm not going to be mad at it. Reese is a crazy athlete.
Yeah.
And I do think he can play the edge with his hand in the dirt. He's a little undersized, but I think he can do it. He's got speed and all the tools to really give defenses headaches. He's not bad in the run game either for a guy his size. So, I mean, I'm not going to be mad if they decide to go that. I would be surprised. I just really, in my mind, I don't see that they think that Arvell Reese is that guy. But, I mean, he very well could be. But I wouldn't be mad about it. Mike, would you?
I don't think I'd be mad. I would be confused at the fit. And also, look, I'm not saying he's not talented. The dude he's long,
dog,
he's thick, he's got a lot of like muscle on that frame. He's got just an insane speed, strength, power. He's physical at the line of scrimmage. Here's my thing. If you have to use him in coverage, and again, I don't think he's a hand in the dirt kind of guy all the time, but if you have to use him in coverage, his zone coverage was rather shaky. I don't think he's very polished to be a run rusher all the time. So he only really wins against tight ends, not tackles a lot. And did you know he's only started 19 games in college? That's it. He started 19 games. That's not a lot to be invested in a top 3 pick in.
Like, you were making fun of me for saying something backwards earlier. You just said a run rusher.
A run rusher?
Something like that. It came out of your mouth crazy. That was great. Anyway.
Run rusher. Who knows what it is?
You said something wild.
Hey, long night, and it's only getting longer. We didn't even started yet.
Hey, by the end of the night, we might not be speaking English, ladies and gentlemen, but we'll see. Let's go.
900 people in here right now. Let's go. Keep going. Hit that like button. At 400 likes, we are giving away another free item. Steve, we're going to be broke, and we're going to have nothing in our homes by the end of this.
Hey, that's cool.
And that's
that
my
like
goal.
button, baby.
That's my goal.
We'll be picking stuff off the walls to give
I'm
to
like,
people.
who wants a picture of this naked lady that I found at
Mike, why do you have a naked lady picture in your room?
It's a painting that I picked up at a store, like an old, I don't know.
Mike,
the girlfriend
why do you
picked it
have
up.
A naked lady painting.
It's a painting.
Go away, Baton. Damn it.
Damn it.
Jesse with the 5 bomb says, what about taking Sadiq at 9 and trading back up to get Tyson at like 15 or 16? That would be freaking amazing if possible, but Jordan Tyson's not going to be there at 15 or 16 unless something goes completely awry from what I think is going to happen. I think Jordan Tyson could okay, let's put it this way. When Brett Veach said in his pre-draft presser, depending on what happens in the first 5 to 6 picks is what we're going to do at 9.
Yeah.
Here's what I think. Here's where my mind goes. If Jordan Tyson doesn't get picked by the New York Giants at 5, I'm going to go up to 6 and get him. That's what I think Brett Veach was saying if you read between the lines. Could I be completely flat out wrong? Absolutely. But I think Jordan Tyson's going to go pretty high. But Sadiq and Tyson combo would be absolutely insane. Talk about notching up your offense there, leveling up, baby. That would be pretty sweet.
Yeah, for sure.
Mike, we broke the 1,000 mark. We're at 11:45,
Let's go.
baby.
We also broke the 400 like button, so we're giving away something for free.
Let's go, guys.
Hashtag ACU this time. Hashtag ACU, and we're giving away something for free. 5 minutes. Spam it up. Welcome everybody in here. Over 1,100. You guys are awesome.
Yeah.
We're also on Facebook, X, everywhere you watch. If you find us there, say hello too.
Yeah, guys, if you just rolled in here, every 200 likes, we're giving something away. So hit that like button if you haven't, hit it. And you know what? Share this link out with your friends. Let's get as many people in here as we possibly can and have a good night for this draft. I'm excited about the draft, brother. Mike, you're giggly. What you giggling about?
I am, because somebody wrote this before you get to that one. Michael said, sure, Mike, your girlfriend picked it out. Go with that, LOL.
Yeah, what kind of crap is that?
Nobody's going to believe it,
Kayla
but
for
I
that.
swear she wanted it because it was some kind of a like artsy thing. Man,
no,
I'm
Kayla-
never winning this, am I?
Kayla, if you're watching, Mike's throwing you under the bus over some BS. He won't tell everybody he's horned up.
Over some booze.
Hey, Brenda, been a member for 33 freaking months. Let's go, Brenda. Brenda's our girl. Brenda's an OG. Brenda's been around since we started this channel.
Yeah.
And consistently is here like every stream. Brenda, we appreciate you way more than you know. We appreciate you, and it's going to be fun. She just says, guys, ready to get this going. Thanks for all the hard work. Absolutely. Mike, do you hear it? Oh, we got a freaking 50 bomb.
Let's
from
go.
our boy Phil. Phil, kicking ass, taking
is in
names.
the house, baby.
He said, I just pulled this mother effer over.
Let's go.
It's draft night, boys. Let's get this going the right way.
Phil's
Hell
not driving
yeah.
nowhere. Phil, where are you driving at
look,
right now? Where you at?
If whatever you win and we ship to you gets delivered by Phil, you're not going to get it for a while because he's not driving. He's watching
He's
the
not
draft.
driving. He's watching the draft. And it don't matter.
Let's go. Phil, appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. That means a lot to us. We appreciate it. You guys put some legendaries in the chat for Phil. Our boy Greg with the 5 bombs says, who do you think teams cut or trade after the draft that we would want? That's a great question. I've not even put that much thought into something like that.
Me either, Greg. You've stumped me. You
Yeah,
stumped
we've
me.
been so focused on this draft. I mean, you're a step ahead of us out here, Greg.
Greg's out here he's doing more than the Lord's work. He's doing other things.
Is there any that you can think of off the top of your head?
No, I think you would have to see who's been drafted and then what does that look like for camp cuts, right? So I think you got to let it go. There was a name today that I seen that I kind of enjoyed, and it wasn't nothing to do with this, but somebody had actually put up, would we trade the number 29 pick for the wide receiver out of Jacksonville? Brian Thomas, is that his name?
Yeah.
I've thought about that one too, and I wanted to draft him when he come out, if you don't remember. He was one of my guys, so I wouldn't be opposed to that either, trading the 29, but at the same time, I think Brett Veach just wants to sit and pick.
Yeah, I think so. Texas E-String with the 10 bombs. So thanks to you both for making this offseason a little more bearable. Keep up the magic and humor, Texas E-String. Let's freaking go, man. We're glad that you've enjoyed the content. We enjoy making content for you guys. It's always fun. Even when it becomes a grind and even when it's a lot of work, we still enjoy what we do. And you guys make it totally worthwhile. I love hanging out on live streams and just talking to everybody, seeing what you guys got going on. Mike, we got a 10 bomb from our girl Amy. This is my first 4 picks would be Bain, Hood, Orange, and Fields, wide receiver. I would think that is a good draft. That's not bad, Amy. It's not bad.
That's not bad, and you got him in the right rounds, I believe, too,
Yeah, I think
which
so,
is
too.
better than a lot of people can't. But Fields might be the one guy that could slip to the 100s. He could slip to round 4 because I keep forgetting we have 2 first rounders. But I love Bain and Hood. Absolutely like
you
those
just,
2 picks.
Oh, you said Fields. I thought you said Hood could slip around for.
No,
like, what
Fields.
are you smoking? brother?
Dominique Orange, I mean, at 40 might be a little rich, but I will say if you love these guys, this is another thing I try to stress to people. When you're on sims like PFF's mock draft sim or A to Z's mock draft sim, that is someone's random draft rankings. These teams could have these players way differently ranked than we do. So even me, I could have Dominique Orange as my 75th best player. The Chiefs could have him as like their number 30. So you can't be too upset when they do it because they do get paid more than me and they are smarter. Now, I don't know if they pick wide receivers better than I do. That's something to be determined.
Yeah, appreciate the 10, Amy. You're awesome. Are they going to get this thing rolling? It's 8:05. When do the Raiders officially go on the clock?
They're probably about, 8:15 or something?
I mean, it's the draft. It's a spectacle. They probably have some kind of grand opening type deal, a bunch of random stuff. Somebody probably singing a little bit. I am not watching the TV coverage, guys. I'm not doing that.
Yeah,
we're strictly focusing in on this right here tonight. So we will not be watching the whatever coverage from ESPN or whatever. So hopefully they'll be kicking this thing off real soon. We got a 10 bomb from Drew who says, I lied. This is the last one. Definitely need a Rudge Escher.
Yeah,
let's
a
go.
Rudge Escher. Let's go. Hey, anybody that can Rudge the Esches.
He couldn't pass that up. He had to pay $10 just to talk shit to you, brother.
Just to hate me.
Hey, yeah.
Drew, I see how it is, Drew. I see how it is.
That is awesome.
Drew,
That's
if you
awesome.
win the giveaway, I'm sending you dog poo.
I'm sending you
No, I'm
a
joking,
white
I'm
dog turd.
A white dog poo. How about that? It's that poop again. It's on fire.
Bam, been a member for 25 months. Says, thanks for all the draft hype, boys. Let's get Bane. Appreciate you, Bam. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, baby.
Love it. Guys, hit the like button. Share it with your friends. Everything you got to do. This draft's about to kick off any minute now. The Raiders are officially on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. So we are going. Fernando Mendoza. Fernando Mendoza's about to go, baby. He's about to go. Hey, they're going to wait till the last second just to tell you, Fernando Mendoza.
Yeah.
We know how this goes. So go ahead and get ready for it. Mike, we got our Pops in the house. Old man.
Pop.
Let's go. We love you, old man. With a 50 bomb.
Let's go.
He's giving his boys an allowance here. He's here.
He's also saying we should trade with Dallas, it looks like.
Ooh, 9 and 29 for 12, 20, and 118. Take 40 and 118 and trade for 31. Sadiq at 12, Miller at 20, Lawrence at 31, draft over.
This guy is, look, Pop's trying to end it in one night.
Ooh. Hey, could you be mad at it?
Hey, he's just trying to end it in one day. Pops has got to get to work. He's got to go to bed early. He's ready for it to be over quick. Pop said, trade everything up for pick number 1. Let's take one guy and go to the house.
Hey, I wouldn't be surprised to see a lot of movement. Brett Veach thinks there's going to be a lot of movement overall, but I also think that Brett himself might move a lot. I mean, that's just what he likes to do.
Yeah.
Pops, thanks for the 50 bomb, brother. We got Matt Coughlin with the 5 bombs. Says, just jumped the Broncos in the draft. We better beat them MFers this year. I like them better when they're crying. Dude, I think it was a fluke that Denver got to where they got last year. I'm just going to flat out say that. A bit of a fluke. It took a year of just pure hell from the Chiefs for the Broncos to be able to do what they did. No one saw that one coming. That was pretty wild. We got a 2 bomb from Flapjack just to say Eagles suck. Eagles do suck, Flapjack. You tell them.
If there's any Eagles fans in here watching right now,
we love you, but your team sucks.
Yeah, and Flapjack said it, not us.
Yeah, go get Flapjack. Our boy Chris Wright in the House of Legend himself with 5 gifted memberships. Let's freaking go. If you get one of those memberships, make sure to thank Chris in the chat for doing the Lord's work, baby. We appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, buddy.
Hey, and if you're a member, you throw some ketchups in the damn chat for Chris Wright. How about that? Mike, are we giving something away yet? Can we? Is it possible to give something
let's go
away
ahead and do it.
before Mendoza gets announced? Can we do
let's
it?
go ahead. So we're done. You guys can stop putting hashtag ACU. Appreciate everybody that entered that. We're going to choose a winner. LIAM_Mo. Let me see if I can find it over here. I want to just bring it up for you so everybody can see it. Did I find it? Here we go. Here you go. L_I_. I'm just gonna, Liam 0. That's what we're going to put.
Yeah.
You won the giveaway. Appreciate you, brother. Email allchiefedup@gmail.com with your shipping address. We'll get something out to you. Everybody congratulate, I guess, Liam. I guess that's what we're going to go with.
Let's go.
I love it. Appreciate you, brother.
Hey, 1307 of you in here. We appreciate you guys. Let's keep ramping it up. Like it, share it, all that fun stuff. Help us make this a really good draft. Right now, we're getting a good start. Raiders are on the clock, waiting on them to announce Mendoza at any second here. Our boy, Welterd Gamer, has arrived, Mike. Check it out with the 5 bombs. Says, I personally think there's high value for wide receiver in second round, and I'd be okay with the edge and tackle in the first. What's up, gents? Let's freaking go. It's draft day. Good to see you, Welterd. Been a minute. Glad to see you back, brother. And, yeah, I mean, there's so many different ways this draft could go, and that's why it's going to be hard to it's hard to predict, and it's also going to be hard to be mad at anything they decide to do because it's a weak draft class. It's a weird, weak draft class. I'll just say that. So the way they decide to navigate this as far as Brett Veach and his staff and the coaching staff, it just is what it is. You just got to trust them and hope to God everything goes the way that we want it to go, right?
Yeah, for sure.
We got a 2 bomb from Jordan. It says, shout out to Mimi, my mom. We love all chiefed up. Let's go, baby. Hey, shout out Mimi. Let's go. We have a Mimi too. You know, Pop's old lady is Mimi. So
yeah,
twinning. We got a 5 bomb from Michael. Says, hey guys, I'm a Bears fan. What's up, Michael? Bears fan in the house. The Bears are interesting. Like, they were so good last year in the fourth quarter, it was unreal. Like, I think if somehow they could convince Caleb Williams that it's always the fourth quarter, it'd be hard to take them down. It'd be hard to take them down.
I love Chicago. I'm always up there. I'm always having some Lou Malnati's. I'm always going to lose. Baby. And if there's something better than lose, let me know if you live up in Chicago. But I just think it's hard to beat
He's going to say Giordano's.
The sausage disc. I just love the sausage disc.
But he's from Chicago, I think, by the Sox and being a Bears fan. He's going to tell you need to get the tavern pizza. You need the thin crust.
The tavern pizza. Hey, we got a little bit of sort of tavern pizza around. Louisville isn't known for good pizza. So, yeah, it's one of those things. But I appreciate you, brother.
Bernardo Guerrero with the 2 bombs says viruses have never isolated or seen.
Viruses have never been isolated. I don't know what's happening, Bernard. You're scaring me.
I just got scared, brother.
I'm scared a little for Bernard, and I'm scared because of Bernard. I appreciate the 2 bomb, brother.
That's wild, brother. Appreciate the 2. Posted with a gifted membership. Let's go, Posted. Thank you so much. If you got that, make sure to thank him in the chat. Appreciate the support. And he became a new member. The Las Vegas Raiders.
The Las Vegas Raiders, ladies and gentlemen, have selected Fernando Mendoza, Steve. And look, Fernando Mendoza, look, it's a good pick for the Raiders. I think he's going to sit. I think he's probably. I mean, he
Ooh.
could play this year, but
That's an interesting take.
well, I mean, they did bring in the highest paid quarterback ever in the history of quarterbacks. It seems with what's his name? I forget his name from the Vikings and Kirk Cousins. They brought him in. So look, I like what he does, Steve. He started a lot of games for Indiana. He was a journeyman. I've watched him play at Cal. He's got the prototypical size. He's got a lot of good everything. So I like what he can do. And I think that I think it's a good pick for the Raiders. Now, they've got to find a way to surround him with a lot of good talent, and they need to get him some offensive line. So I think that's what they need to do going forward.
Absolutely. I mean, they've had, like I mentioned earlier, they have to figure out this quarterback debacle. Ever since Derek Carr kind of started sliding and they got rid of him, they've not been able to fill that slot. They tried most recently Geno. That didn't work out too well. Now, did it? They've just had a lot of trouble there. I think this is an excellent pick for them. I love Fernando Mendoza. Everybody saw what he did in college football. Indiana was somewhat of a juggernaut, and I loved it. I'm from Kentucky. I don't like the University of Indiana. I never have. But I was excited to see them do what they did in college football last year. It was a hell of a team, and it was led by this guy right here. He's just a proven winner, and I think he can go in there, and they could really build their franchise around Fernando Mendoza. They got some pieces there, Mike. They drafted Ashton Genty. They drafted Brock Bowers. If they keep piecing that together and they have a viable quarterback with Fernando Mendoza, and they're going to have him for a long time to come, if he gets up to par with where we think he could be as an NFL quarterback, the Raiders could get back in that mix in the AFC West and start making it not just the Chiefs and Broncos show. The Chargers, of course, they're always hanging around, but no one cares about the Chargers. But no, the Raiders are going to start getting competitive again sooner than later if they keep up this trend.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Fernando Mendoza is a good pick, man. But, I mean, we all kind of seen it coming. So, at the end of the day, congrats, Fernando Mendoza. You're a Raider.
And you're the number one pick overall in the NFL draft. That's pretty awesome. So congrats, brother. If there's any Raiders fans in the chat, let us know what you think about it. Is that what you – I mean, it was an obvious pick. Yeah. But are you happy with it? Are you excited for Fernando Mendoza? Because I think you should be. Stonewall with a 2-bomb says, no hate, go Bills. No hate from us either. Go Chiefs. The Bills, man, the Bills. Such a – thorn in our ass in the regular season, aren't they?
Yeah, we cannot beat the Bills in the regular season. It is, I don't know what it is.
I'm kind of wondering what the Bills are going to do in this draft, to be quite honest. I was looking at that earlier, and I was kind of wondering because they're always just right there, brother. They're just right there. And, you know, can Josh Allen just not get it done? Is that a real thing, or do they just need that one more piece?
Maybe.
You know? You never know. Well Turd with a 5-bomb says, dang, guys, your stream is fresh. Put a ton of work into it. Looks great, boys. Nice work. Appreciate you, man. We did put a lot of work into it. We put a lot of work into the draft coverage, and we figured we'd go out with a bang during the draft and just stream the whole thing and make it all pretty for you.
Steve,
so I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Steve just admitted we're going to bang the draft. That's what we're doing this week. We're just going to bang it out in the draft.
The Chiefs are going to bang this draft. They're going to make this draft their never mind. Trish in the house with a 5-bomb. How you doing, Trish? Says, no place I would rather be on draft night with the ACU crew. As always, go Chiefs. Trish, we love you. You're awesome. Trish won our first giveaway when we got to 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
Mike, we got to 1,000 subscribers and gave Trish, we came up with this mystery box for her and shipped it to her. We have 1,500 people watching this right now. So right now there's 500 more people watching this one stream than how many subscribers we had back in the day. And that's pretty wild to think about. A full circle moment, if you will.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, Trish. Thanks for the 5. Mikey likes stuff with a 2. Says hype with Chiefs trading with Arizona. Let's see.
Yeah, let's see, because they're on the clock right now.
They're on the clock.
I think the Jets
are on the clock.
Well, yeah, but I think the pick might be in.
Is it going to be Arvell Reese, ladies and gentlemen?
The pick may be in. It may not be, but I would say Arizona's probably on the clock. I think that the pick is going to be in.
This 10-bomb from Sam says, let's freaking go draft night. Love from Florida, guys. Love from Kentucky, Sam. Bain at 9. Blake Miller at 29. Love those 2 picks. Or slight move up. Absolutely. Might have to. Then either Malachi Lawrence. Love it. He was looking at my draft last night, Mike.
Yeah.
And then Zion Young or Gabe Akis at 40. I love that, Sam. I love it. I think it's awesome.
I would be down with it, man. Hey, man, the pick's in, brother. The pick is in. Pretty good pick. They've selected David Bailey. David Bailey is off the board right now.
Hey,
Look,
what a pick.
What are you going to say?
all these Chiefs fans that have been loving David Bailey are so pissed right now.
Yeah,
bro.
look, this
We
dude
knew
was a
this was coming.
four-star recruit out of Mater Dei High School in California. He played at Stanford. His older brother played at Harvard. He's always been like an edge rusher, off-ball linebacker, so he has plenty experience. 11 starts at Stanford. He went to Texas Tech. He actually was a first-team All-American, Big 12 All-American. The dude looked good all the way around. He was on the Bruce Feldman's freak list in 23 and 25 because of that rare speed. He's been clocked at over 20 miles per hour on the field. This is a great pick by the Jets. And I'll say this, though. The Jets, I thought the Jets were going to take Arvell Reese.
Me too.
Arvell Reese must have done something in his thing to let them know that they were just going to cancel David Bailey. Arvell Reese screwed it up.
Yeah, they decided they were taking David Bailey. That's why they canceled.
Right. They said, look, we met with Arvell Reese.
Good call,
we're canceling.
Pops, earlier tonight. Pops said this is exactly how it was going to go.
So, look, they didn't have to blow smoke. Nobody was going to jump in front of them. So why did they meet with Arvell Reese and then immediately cancel David Bailey and say, look, we're done. We don't need anybody? That must have meant Arvell Reese didn't do something properly.
Right. Well, the Cardinals are on the clock. Mike, I love the David Bailey pick for them. I think this guy's an absolute dog. He might have been my favorite edge rusher by the end of the draft evaluation period. I think I had him at my number one edge rusher, just barely edging out Reuben Bain, just because I love the speed that he offers. And he's just a dog. I love the way that he plays. And I do think, even though in college he had some troubles with run defense, I just think that he can do it. Like, he just wasn't, it wasn't really a big thing for him at Texas Tech. I think if they invest a little bit into him, work with him, he's going to be able to defend the run as well. And I think David Bailey's going to be an absolute beast in the league. Just way too good, way too fast. Love that pick for them, and I'm happy for all you Jets fans out there because I think you got an absolute dog with this
Right.
pick.
Let us know in the chat, man. If you're in here from the Jets, let us know what you think about it. Steve, I think a lot of Chiefs fans would have liked David Bailey getting to the Chiefs, or maybe us going up to 6 to get him, and I just don't think it was in the cards.
They would have
maybe.
absolutely loved it. Drew became a member. Welcome to the crew, Drew. That rhymes, baby, every time. Appreciate you. Flapjack with a 2 says Raiders prove why they suck every year because they took the obvious number 1 overall. That's great. We got Chris
funny.
Wright with the 5 bomb. Says Mendoza is a cool story. As a grad student going to IU, asked the team to send entire roster to him, photo and bio. He memorized it before his arrival. That's a leader trait. Absolutely. I think Mendoza has all those traits.
Yeah.
That he could be a good leader. I think it's an excellent pick for the Raiders. And I really like Fernando Mendoza. I think just that whole story with him and then the story with IU completely, it was just super cool in the college football world this last year. Underrated Chef with the 5 bombs. Let's hit that like button. Let's freaking go, guys.
Let's go, baby.
Appreciate you, Chef. Let's get that like button hit. We're going to give some more stuff away. We got Bernardo with the 2 bombs. Says, I love New York. Fingers crossed. Hey, you got a dog, brother. You got a dog.
Yeah.
I think David Bailey is going to be an excellent pick for you guys. Gotta love it. We got War Paint in here. Been a member for 17 months now. Appreciate you guys. Keep up the excellent content. We appreciate you being here, War Paint. We appreciate all the support you gave us over the years. Absolutely. Mike, the Cardinals are on the clock, baby. You're hearing any smoke yet?
No, I'm not hearing. I'm not seeing. I'm not doing anything.
You
I
ain't
don't
seeing
really know
no
what's going.
trades or anything
I
like
ain't
that?
seeing nothing going down.
We got Mr. Cashew Kitty with a 20 bomb. Says, you boys have outdone yourself. The stream looks fantastic. Hey, I appreciate that. We did a lot of work on it, and I appreciate it. We went with a little bit different aesthetic. I thought it was something fresh and cool, and I'm glad you guys are enjoying it.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool, so I'm glad you're enjoying it too. And thanks so much for the 20, man. You're awesome, brother. We got our boy Shane in the house. Shane, how you doing, brother? He had gifted out a membership. If you got that, make sure to thank Shane. And then we got our girl Amy gifting out a membership as well. Welcoming in 2 new people to the ACU crew. You guys are awesome. Thanks for the support and for helping grow the crew, doing the Lord's work. You guys are freaking awesome. Thank you. Man, are we close to giving something away? First of all, are the Cardinals going to do something wild? And second of all, are we close to giving something else away? Are we that close?
Yeah, we're at 550, right at it. So we're about another 50 likes, and we're giving something else away.
Let's go. Guys, who do you think the Cardinals are going to pick? Or do you think the Cardinals are going to pick? Let us know what you think in the chat, please. Sam with the 5 bomb says, do you think the Chiefs are working the phones, guys? Absolutely, 100%. Brett Veach is going to be on the phone so much tonight. He might as well. There's a reason why the Chiefs got a T-Mobile sponsorship. Because that dude's going to be on the phone all night trying to move up and down these boards, brother. Let's just say that. I absolutely believe that. And he told everybody, going to be a lot of movement. 1.4K watching. No reason we don't have 900 likes. That's true, Flapjack. If you're in here and you haven't hit that like button, you have to hit the like button. We're going to give away something every 200 likes. So if you want to get something for free or have a chance to, just hit that like button. It takes 2 seconds. Appreciate you, Flapjack. We got Mikey Like Stuff with a 2. Says Cold Stream is effing up. Let's go ACU. Well, that stinks. Hopefully he can get it together over there. Appreciate the 2, Mikey. Guys, share this out with your friends, family, anybody that loves football, needs a little bit of draft coverage. It's not the same old stealth stuff on TV. You can get in here, interact, have a good time. Super awesome people in the chat and in our chat. So get in here and have some fun, man. It's going to be a good night. What the Cardinals have picked, brother?
Yeah, they have. The Cardinals have selected somebody that we all thought they might. Jeremiah Love is going to the Cardinals, Steve. Look, I love this pick, man. It's a good pick, and I think the Chiefs knew that they were going to have to trade up super, super high to get him, and that's why they went ahead and just paid Kenneth Walker.
Yeah,
They didn't want to give up the extra draft capital to get up to the top 3. I don't know if Tennessee was playing ball with him, and even if he did, even if Borgonzi was playing ball at number 4, it looked like the Cardinals were taking him at number 3. So, look, the Cardinals couldn't get a deal worked out. I guess all those trade rumors with the Chiefs were a little bit of smoke, like we kind of figured, and we called that out. But I think Jeremiah Love, he can do everything, man. I think he is a Bijan Robinson-esque kind of guy. I think he's a special guy in this league.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he's a step above Ashton Genty, maybe. You know, he's right there in that mix with the guys that, you know, have all these NFL traits when they're coming out of college. Jeremiah Love is ready to roll. I think this is an excellent pick for the Cardinals. They need something fresh in Arizona. Their post Kyler Murray era. They have James Conner as the running back, right? And love James Conner, love his story. I think he's a dog, but he's not the youngest guy in the world. And I think that Jeremiah Love gives them something exciting to build that offense back around and try to, you know, take a different direction than what they've been doing, because what they've been doing doesn't work. They have an exciting tight end with Trey McBride. Trey McBride's an absolute dog. They went and got Marvin Harrison Jr. a couple drafts ago. There are pieces there, and I think this is going to allow them to figure out that quarterback position and get somebody new in there, probably Ty Simpson, somebody like that. We'll see later in this draft, but this is going to give them plenty of time to get that offense settled and give them time to grow into the league. I think Jeremiah Love is an excellent pick for the Cardinals, and that's kind of what we thought was going to happen when we were talking earlier.
Yeah, same. I think it's a good pick. I think the Cardinals are doing well there. He's going to join Trey McBride, Marvin Harrison Jr., Michael Wilson. It's going to be a decent offense. They got to find whoever it is that they think is going to come in and replace Kyler Murray.
Boy, the Tennessee Titans are pissed right now because I know they would have loved to get their hands on him.
It scares me a little bit because the Titans, look, Robert Saleh is their DC. Now, look, you would think that they were going to go David Bailey. He's not on the board. So now is it Arvell Reese? Are they going to try to snipe Bain? I don't know. That tends to be, with me, what they might go with.
Sonny Styles action, maybe?
Could be Sonny Styles. He could do something like that.
Yeah, so. Bernardo with a 2 says he might pull an Eli Manning, maybe. You think Jeremiah Love's going to refuse to go to Arizona? I don't think so.
No, Arizona, I mean, the weather sometimes can get pretty nasty and melt your dashboard, but I think for the most part they're pretty nice over there.
Yeah, for sure. Mikey likes stuff with 5 gifted memberships. Let's
go.
Freaking go. Welcome to the crew, 5 of you. Make sure to thank Mikey in the chat. That's awesome. Thanks for doing the Lord's work there, baby. Adam's in the house. Adam, oh man, I always forget his last name because it was wild. Schneegel Sipin, maybe? Something like that, Adam. But we got the 2 from you. We appreciate it. It says, come on, Chiefs, get Reese. He wants Arvell Reese. There's a lot of Chiefs fans that do want Arvell Reese. I wouldn't be mad at it by any means. I just don't know how likely that is that he really fits and that they would do it. If they do, cool. But let's use him. But don't Josh Uche him. Make sure he gets out there and gets used. Mike, we got a 20 bomb from my sexy E.
Let's go. Exactly. Preach, brothers. Can I get an amen and a praise, baby J? And them Chiefs. Oh, and the ACU crew. Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, heck yeah, man. I'm glad you're in here in the chat tonight. I love talking to people that's been watching, but just lurk.
Yeah, buddy.
Hell yeah, man. Thanks for the support. You're awesome, brother.
Everybody, over 1,400 watching. There's over 600 likes right now, so we're giving something else away. I need you to go over, and we're going to do hashtag, let's see. Let's go back to NFL draft. Hashtag NFL draft is all you got to do. Hashtag NFL draft. and we're going to give you probably 5 minutes to go through it, and I'm going to give something else away. And we're already at 690 likes, so we're only 110 away from giving something else away.
Let's go, baby. Keep it flowing. Hit that like button. Just a little gets us. What does Cleveland need? They need offensive tackle, wide receiver. They have quite a few needs there, but they also might be a trade back candidate because they do need a lot.
Because you can catch a good lineman at 9. So if the Chiefs need to go up to 6 to hopefully get Bain, fingers crossed. That's what we're crossing. Did you know Jeremiah Love just secured himself $50.5 million fully guaranteed at number 3?
Let's go.
So
Congratulations, brother.
Look, so if we would have went up to
Titans
number 3,
have picked.
If we would have went up to number 3 to take Arvell Reese per se, you'd have paid him $50.5 million guaranteed. That was still a lot of money.
Yeah, the Titans pick is in, guys. The Giants are officially on the clock. So who do you think they're going to take here?
I think it's a pass rusher. I think they're either going to go with Reese or they're going to go with Bain.
You think they shock the world and go Ruben Bain right here?
I hope not for my own selfish reasons, but if they did, it's a good pick.
Got a 2 for Mikey Like Stuff. Says it's on you, Steve. We moving up to 5. I think if Brett Veach gets an idea that the Giants are going to take Jordan Tyson, he might try to trade with them. But if they want Jordan Tyson, they're not going anywhere. So I think if they're going to trade up, I think it'll be the 6th spot. If you see Jordan Tyson fall past the New York Giants right here at this pick, then I think that you'll see the Chiefs come up to number 6 and snag him. Right out from under the Washington Commanders and the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. The pick's in, ladies and gentlemen. The Tennessee Titans shock the world, and they are going Carnell Tate, wide receiver from Ohio State. That throws me for a loop. That is the first wild pick in the NFL draft 2026.
What are they doing?
And again, I'm going to tell you, this is why we tell people you cannot just listen to
Tell me right now, Jordan
boards.
Tyson ain't coming next, man. He's about to get snaked by the Giants.
Dude, you can't just listen to wild draft boards because, again, people were saying Carnell Tate was slipping out of the top 10, and here he goes number 4. This is crazy, but look, they have to give their young quarterback some kind of weapon to throw to, and I think if Jeremiah Love's off the board, they go wide receiver. They think Tate over Tyson and Lemon. It's kind of wild they didn't take a pass rusher, but I do believe David Bailey was their selection with Robert Saleh.
Who's their quarterback now? It's a Malik Willis, right? Or not Malik Willis, the other kid, Cam.
They drafted
Cam Ward. Cam Ward.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
they
do have a good quarterback, finally. The Will Levis thing didn't really work out for them. They've got Cam Ward now, and I do think that he's going to be a pretty decent quarterback in this league. So I'm not opposed to the idea for the Tennessee Titans to go out and get him a weapon. I think that he deserves something like that, and I think it'll help. They got to get that offense rolling. I think Bergonzi's kind of looking at that. He's got that old Chiefs thing in him where he's like, we got to get this offense rolling, baby. We got to get him a weapon out here and get it going. I think it's a good pick for the Tennessee Titans. I really would have thought they were going to lean defense here.
Yeah.
But I think they're being a little more offensive-minded here, and I think they have to. They've struggled to score points in recent years. Ever since Derrick Henry's been gone, they've really haven't had much of an offense at all. So I think they absolutely have to get it going. Carnell Tate, crazy pick. Surprised he's the first one off the board, to be quite honest about it. But, hey, we'll see how the rest of this goes. Tennessee Titans fans, let us know in the chat how you feel about that one, because that's a bit of a shocker.
Yeah, Carnell Tate's a little bit of a shock, Steve. He come all the way from IMG Academy High School back in 2023. He's a 5-star recruit. He was working as a waitress down in Bradenton, Florida.
A waiter? Yeah. He's not a waitress, brother.
I was quoting lyrics. You didn't catch it.
Oh, sorry.
Working as a waitress down in Bradenton. A little against me action, okay? This is it's a good pick. I think Carnell Tate's a good pick. Again, I think he's probably, his cap is like a T. Higgins, but maybe he shocks the world and he gets to that wide receiver 1 status. I don't hate it, and if it allows Bain to come down the board a little bit, I'm going to take it.
So what do you guys think the Giants are going to do here now that they're on the clock, and it's kind of like
is it going to be a wide receiver run already?
It very well could be. It very well could be. We'll have to see what they're doing. You guys let us know what you think they're going to do. Mike, hashtag NFL draft. Everybody's going crazy. How much longer do they got? Hashtag NFL draft.
We'll give them 1 minute.
1 minute, and then we're going to give something away. If you haven't done hashtag NFL draft, get it in there. And if you don't know what we're doing, every 200 likes, we are giving something away, some kind of mystery gift. So to be entered into that drawing, make sure that you put hashtag NFL draft in the chat within the next minute.
Buddy.
Mikey likes stuff with another 2 bombs. Says Reese drops to 9. There was some smoke that Reese would drop a little bit, and I think we're
There
starting
was.
to see it, right? Maybe they take him here. I mean, you never really know.
Reese could be a pick here. He could definitely be a
Absolutely.
pick here.
Yeah, for sure. You guys let us know what you think they're going to do in the chat. Appreciate y'all being here. Like button, everything else. Share it with your friends. We're at 1386. Let's pump it up over 1500. That's what we
let's
want
get
over
there, baby.
1500 people in here. Hit that like button. We're going to give stuff away for you doing it. So if you haven't hit the like button,
And
go
please
for it.
hit that subscribe button.
pick
if you love
is
the Chiefs,
in.
if you love the NFL, hit that sub button.
The pick is in for the Giants. The Browns are officially on the clock. No trades yet. Pretty wild.
Yeah, no trades at all, which is kind of crazy. I thought we were going to get that, but the pick is in. Yeah, I don't know if people's going to love it or hate it, but they have selected Arvell Reese.
Yeah, I figured when he dropped, it's going to be their guy.
Arvell Reese goes to the Giants. Look, he's going to go in a defense with Brian Burns, Abdul Carter, who they took last year, and dude, he's a weapon, and he's somebody that will fit with them. I think he fits with the Giants way better than he was going to fit with the Chiefs. I think Brett Veach is watching this very closely.
I think Brett Veach is on the phones right now trying
We
to
could
trade
be on
with
the phone
Cleveland
right
Browns.
now trying to get up and get Reuben Bain if they feel this is the
or
possible.
Jordan Tyson, whichever way they want to go.
Yeah, this
So,
is honestly fell the exact way I think Brett Veach wanted it. He got two of the ones he may be looking at right now.
This is very optimal for the Chiefs right now, the
Optimal,
way this is
yes.
falling. Arvell Reese, absolute dog. Just a generational type athlete. I wouldn't say he's a generational player, but the athletic traits are just off the charts. I mean, you're looking at what he did test right here. Obviously, all great and elite. The kid can play, man, and I do think that he's a better run defender than people think. He is a little bit undersized, but he can absolutely put his hand in the dirt and play off the edge. Obviously, in New York, I think he'll be probably playing an outside linebacker type position. Great athlete, great pick for them. And the fact that he fell all the way down to 5, I just don't think they could pass it up there. I think it was a value pick altogether.
If Jordan Tyson's sitting on the clock at number 9, can Brett Veach play the long game and say, look, I will trade down with you one pick, Giants, so you can come get your boy. You got to give us Kayvon Thibodeau. Would you do that? One spot to get Kayvon Thibodeau, and you get a pass rusher, and you may be able to take part 2 pass rusher at number 10.
I don't know, man.
Hey, let me be the GM for a minute. I'm gonna snake the Giants. That's what you get.
We got a 10 bomb from Rat Machine. Says, I haven't seen y'all this happy since we won the Super Bowl tonight. It will be a great night. Let's go, Chiefs. Man, it's been a little bit weird for the last year to be a Chiefs fan, man, but we've been grinding through it, just like the rest of the fandom. So, I mean, it is what it is. The Browns are on the clock still. No trade action just yet. Appreciate the 10, by the way, Rat Machine.
There's been a
Appreciate you, brother.
trade. There's been a trade, ladies and gentlemen.
Trade
there
is
has been a
in.
trade. It's wild. The Chiefs are on the clock right now.
Jordan
the Chiefs
Tyson.
have traded. Is it Jordan Tyson or Reuben Bain?
Mike,
Steve?
if I
Either one
called
of
this,
us.
if I called it with the trade, everybody could say I might slap my nuts.
Hey, here's the thing. Was it not just the mock draft before last night? I said we were trading up to 6 to take Reuben Bain. We've got the finger on the pulse, is what it is,
Hey,
ladies and gentlemen.
guys, listen to us sometimes. We might seem
If
stupid,
you
but we
love
know
it, look, like we try. But look, are you going to freak out if they trade it for Caden Proctor?
Yes.
People are going to lose their
Yes.
mind.
Mikey likes stuff with the 2, says trade. Let's go. Hey, get Hornt, Chiefs Kingdom. We're on the clock. My Sexy with the 5 bomb says, let's stay please. Tyson, Baines, Downs, Locks to get one. I think you're about to get one of those guys right now.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, my hunch was Jordan Tyson from the get-go. I told you guys last night I would not be surprised if they don't pick him at number 5, that the Chiefs trade up to number 6 and take Jordan Tyson. Does that mean they're going to do that? Absolutely not. It could be Reuben Bain here. No doubt about it. It's probably going to be one of those 2, though. If they go outside of that box, I will be a little bit surprised. But I'm expecting fully to see Jordan Tyson or Reuben Bain right here.
Yeah, it's going to be somebody wild. That's all I can say. Dude, if it's Reuben Bain or Tyson, I think I'm pleased here. I would be a little upset with Caden Proctor at this point. If we stayed at 9, I'd have been okay with it. 6 feels a little wild because now you've done the scenario where I said if you trade up from 29, You lost draft capital to get him, and now you would essentially be doing the same thing from 9 to 6 just to get another one. So it's like I don't love it here. So I would prefer Bain or Tyson, and honestly, I prefer Bain over Tyson for the Chiefs. We need defensive ends.
Yeah, well, hold on, brother, because I think it might be Jordan Tyson. I'm just going to throw that out there. That's my hunch. That's just my hunch. I'm not hearing anything. Just to be clear, just my hunch. But we'll see any minute now. Let's see. We got a 2-bomb from Sam. Guys, what did they give up?
The pick is in, and you guys are going to riot. The Chiefs have taken Mansour Delane.
Ew.
They traded up to number 6 to take Mansour Delane, guys.
Ew.
I think Chiefs fans are going to lose their minds over this just a tad bit. I'm not saying Mansour Delane's not a bad player. I think he's a good corner. He's probably my number 1 corner in the draft because Jermod McCoy's knee. But the Chiefs trading up to get him is wild to me. Again, this goes against everything that Chiefs fans thought the Chiefs do right, which is draft and develop late. I think at 29, you had a chance to come up a little bit and get Chris Johnson or take Colton Hood. I don't know if Mansour Delane is enough to move the needle for me right now to leave Ruben Bain and Jordan Tyson on the board. I think this may be one of the worst draft scenarios I've ever seen for the Chiefs.
I'm going to call it like I see it here. That's terrible.
That's need awful. You guys to let us know in the chat what you think.
Absolutely terrible. What did they give up to move up? Sam Lofton says with the 2-bomb, Mike. See if you can figure that out.
Yeah,
we'll find
it's not
out.
been made public yet.
Once they make it public, we will let you know, Sam. So Mansour Delane's a great player. He's a really good cornerback. Not dogging his abilities or anything like that. I think
he's a good corner.
The worst thing that I thought could happen was them take Keldrick Falk at 9 or them take a cornerback. I absolutely don't love cornerback in the first round. I don't like the positional value. I think there's a lot of really good cornerbacks later in the draft, 3rd, 4th round even, that are right there on the cusp of being just as good as Mansour Delane or even Jermod McCoy. I actually think out of the two, I prefer Jermod McCoy over Mansour Delane. Not a big fan of the pick, but it is what it is. I'm not mad. I'm not going to be mad about it. Brett Veach obviously has an idea of what they're wanting to do here, and it's weird that Spags went out with a cornerback.
With no pass rush, ladies and gentlemen. Like, we've let go of Mike Dana, Charles Omenihu, and we went over Ruben Bain right here. I don't know about it. So that must tell me that Bain must have been the 3rd guy on their board. And they just didn't want Bain either. Or maybe that whole entire thing that got leaked last week could have had an impact on this. Who knows?
Yeah, man. Guys got really quiet after that pick because I think everybody's a little bit disgusted. I mean, I'm sure there's a subsection of fans that really like that pick. I think it's wild. Not going to hate on it too much, but I think it's one of the worst case scenarios.
If the Chiefs give up number 74 and 140
for Mansour Delane, that's gonna rub me the wrong way, fellas. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
they better not have gave up much for that. That's crazy. Not a huge fan of that one. Sam Lofton with the 10-bomb says that's nuts with Bain and Tyson on the board. They give up draft capital and move up for that. They could have stayed where they were.
So they give up a 3rd round pick 74 and a round 5 pick 148. That's what's being thrown around. I don't know if that's true.
Were they really worried that the Saints were going to take him? If they wanted Mansour Delane, they had to think the Saints were going to take him. The Commanders were never going to take a cornerback.
They could have.
No, they weren't. They need wide receiver. They need defensive line. They need edge. They need linebackers. They don't need a corner. They really don't. So, I mean, looking at the Saints, they could use one. So maybe that's what they thought. I think this is a bad pick for the Chiefs. Like the player, don't get me wrong. Do not like the positional value taking a corner and trading up for it. I thought worst case scenario was them taking a corner at 9. Trading up for it was worse than I thought was worst case scenario. So,
Yeah, Steve, I think this almost played out worse than the tackle at number 9. I think Brett Veach said, look, guys, you don't like tackle? I'm going to trade up and take a corner with what? With Ruben Bain on the board? With Jordan Tyson on the board? Oh, my God. I feel like Chiefs fans are going to melt down over this. Look, I'm going to trust Brett Veach and what it is, but this must speak volumes for what they think about Christian Fulton. They must think that he may be a June.
Volumes about what they think of Mansour Delane. They think he's going to be the next Darrell Revis or something.
This must mean that Christian Fulton is a post June 1st cap cut. That maybe they're thinking about cutting him.
I don't know. Not a huge fan of the way that one worked out. That's wild. It's
this
weird
is being reported right now. Hold up. Once Carnell Tate went off the board, who Washington liked, the Chiefs felt they had to get in front of the Commanders to land Mansour Delane, who is also believed to be the highest on Washington's board. So, Steve, you said Washington would never take him, and that was the one they were scared of.
Okay.
They know more than me. They were scared of.
They know more than I do, so I'm not going to argue.
Isn't that wild, though? Because you just said they're never taking a corner, and that was who they were scared of.
Man, that's kind of gross. I'm not going to lie. I feel like I need to take a shower.
Yeah, this doesn't feel great.
I'm telling you right now, everybody in the chat is not happy. Chiefs fans are not happy with that, and I totally understand. I'm right there with you guys. 2-bomb from Flapjack says fire Veach. I'll tell you what, brother. It's not fire-worthy, but it's definitely that's not good. That's not good, especially if he doesn't turn out. Jacob with the 2-bomb says dumb to trade 2 picks and move up 3 spots, especially for a corner. In a draft where corners go 4 rounds deep.
And Brett Veach told us that there were pockets later. So was he blowing smoke with that? He absolutely had to have been blowing smoke with that.
Yeah, and that's not what I thought he was blowing smoke with. I thought that was the one he was being truthful about. So, I mean, this one kind of blindsided me. I think it blindsided everybody in the chat as well. People are not fans. Bernardo with the 2-bomb says Taylor Swift is a GM. She might as well be at the moment. That's all I got to say about it.
Ladies and gents, this also scares you because now if Brett Veach really wants a tackle, he's going to trade up again and lose more draft capital. And you may end up with the night with Mansour Delane and like Blake Miller or Max Ahanichor, who's not even really ready to play right now. Like, this could get really scary.
Yeah, for sure. We got a 20-bomb from my sexy. Says, sorry, fellas, I'm tapping out. Love y'all on the Chiefs, but why do that with Down, Baines, and Tyson? 3 locks left on the board. That's nuts. We could have stayed at 9 to get Sweet Feet Delane. No, I'm right there with you. It does kind of make you just want to check out. That's one of the only picks. That and maybe Keldrick Falk. Trading up for Delane's worse than taking Keldrick Falk at 9.
Yeah.
Like I said, this is worst case scenario. The pick is in for the Washington Commanders. Appreciate the 20, by the way, Sexy.
Yeah, I appreciate you, brother. Pick's in. They're going to take Sonny Styles. This is a good pick.
Yep.
I guess
That doesn't look like a corner.
No, I guess Carnell Tate was number 1 on their board, and then it was Mansour Delane. I guess that was.
They did a good job swindling Brett Veach. Is what the Cleveland Browns did.
I think the Browns and the Commanders worked together to swindle Ovici. But look, it is what it is. I'm not going to let it bring me down for the night. We still got one more pick. We can keep it together. Dude, Sonny Styles is a freak. 9.99. A lot of people's already putting him in Canton. Ugh. Look, I don't know about it. He's fast. He flies around. He's a freak athlete. I like the pick for the Commanders. I think it's a good pick. I think I give him a higher draft grade right now than what the Chiefs just did, sadly.
Yeah, Sonny Styles is an absolute dog, man. Here's the thing. A lot of people thought Sonny Styles, you could convert him into an edge rusher or something like that. I don't see that with him. He's more of a drop back into coverage type guy, sideline to sideline. He can't rush the passer. He had pretty good statistics when he did blitz or anything like that. So, I mean, I think that Sonny Styles is excellent. Like, athletic testing off the charts. You're looking at it right now, 9.99 RAS score. Sonny Styles is an excellent, solid pick for somebody. At this point, I would have rather had Sonny Styles. I would rather took a linebacker in the top 10 than a quarterback. But it is what it is,
Yeah.
If you're a Washington Commanders fan, let us know what you're thinking about grabbing Sonny Styles. I actually think that's excellent value for Sonny Styles to be able to get him where the Washington Commanders just got him. I kind of thought he would go a little bit higher, to be quite honest about it. But good player, great player, actually. So let us know what you think about it in the chat. Mike, we have something to give away, dude. So we need to do that real quick.
Yeah.
We're going to go ahead and while you're doing that and getting that together, I got Phil McCamus with the 2-bomb, so they should have kept driving. Yeah, man, I don't know. It's kind of a bummer. Like Mike said, let's get it down. The first round's not over yet. We still got another pick. It sucks because we did kind of give up our firepower. That's a tough one to swallow. Drew with the 10-bomb says, is Scott Pioli available? Unbelievable pick. This will be the end of Veach. Absolutely could have it could be the beginning of the end for a GM to trade up and make a pick like that on a corner. If he doesn't pan out and he's not a top corner in the National Football League within the next 2 years, absolutely. And I think they should be on his ass, 100%. 2-bomb from DG3DG. Appreciate you, brother. Says hashtag fire Veach, man. Fire Veach, not happy. They're not happy, Mike. Drew Swaggy with the 2-bomb says, this is absolutely awful, guys. Totally agree with you, Drew. I think this is worst case scenario. Veach got worked, says Jamie Gladden with the 2-bomb. I totally agree with you on that one as well. Congratulations to Jim Violet 5716. You just won the giveaway. Make sure to email us at allchiefedup.com. That way we can give us your shipping address so we can ship you out your mystery gift, my man. Appreciate you. And congratulations once again. Mikey liked stuff with the 5-bomb. The Saints are on the clock, guys, just to kind of keep you updated. Mikey likes stuff with the 5-bomb. Says gave up 74 and 148. He better have 3+ picks this year and 3+ next year. ACU, I got characters left. Brother, disgusting.
Yeah, it's
disgusting. There's no other way to put it. Look, man, I said, Mike, I don't care who they pick. I said I really don't care who they pick. I was like, and I'm not gonna, judge it too hard. And this is the one of the two scenarios where I think this is totally fair to scrutinize Brett Veach for this one. That's awful.
I think so too.
To give up draft capital and go up to get a corner in this draft where a lot of other positions are thin and corner is not. I think that's one of the biggest slap nut moves that we've seen in a long time. But think about this. You might have one top 10 pick in Patrick Mahomes' entire career, and you just did that. You just did that with it. That's I'm with you guys. I think Brett Veach might be risking himself a little bit here.
Yeah. The New Orleans Saints have taken who we probably should have. Jordan Tyson, wide receiver. Yeah. They wasn't scared of his injuries. I feel like this is a good pick. They're going to pair him up with Tyler Shuck. Steve, I told you tonight when we were eating, I said that this has been being called out, and I said this is going to be the pick.
Right, and look, man, I even had the right scenario in mind. I told you guys, look, they're going to trade up to 6 to try to get Jordan Tyson before the Saints. Right, and that's exactly why, but we just decided to – I think we screwed up and wrote the wrong name on the card. That's the only thing that makes sense. But Jordan Tyson, excellent pick for the New Orleans Saints. If you're a Saints fan, get in the chat. Let us know how you feel about it. I think this is an excellent pick for you guys. I know there's some injury concerns there that scare a lot of people, but let's be honest here. Jordan Tyson's the best receiver in this draft. The fact that Carnell Tate was taken that much further ahead of him is pretty wild in my opinion. I think Jordan Tyson's a better route runner, better athlete. I think he'll be a better pro than Carnell Tate. So I think this is excellent value for the New Orleans Saints here. And like Mike said, pairing him up with Shaw, it could be something to be excited about for the future of the New Orleans Saints, guys. So let us know how you feel about it. Oof. Buzz, your girlfriend.
Still
Woof.
hard. Look, Ruben May's still on the board too. I just find it really, really difficult to get over this Monsieur Delane pick. Like, I don't hate Monsieur Delane. I don't want anybody thinking that we don't like this kid.
Great
He's
player.
a good football player.
Be excited that we have a good football player.
Yeah, he's a 4.38 guy, but to give up that many picks, you're giving up a third and a fifth to get a corner in the top 6. Like, to me, that just goes against it was this in spite of Dave Merritt getting arrested? Like, they were like, we'll show you, Dave, in case you can't play with the Chiefs next year. We got to get a guy that can't be developed.
That's what it was. They were rewarding Dave Merritt for getting arrested because that's what the Chiefs like to do.
Yeah, the Chiefs are like, look, we love getting arrested, brother.
Good job, Dave. Here's your corner. Hey, 5-bomb from Jacob says, I would put my mortgage on that. He would never have been there, or he would have been there at 9. Absolutely would have been there at 9. Nobody wanted Monsieur Delane before 9. Brett Veach got absolutely fleeced by the Cleveland Browns.
I think he got played a little.
Yeah, that's crazy, too, because you don't think about Veach getting fleeced like that.
Hey, but look, let's not change the energy, because all offseason when we kept saying this, and this, everybody kept saying, in Veach we trust. Now, look, let's trust him.
All you guys that said, in Veach we trust.
Let's trust him, I guess. I'm going to say let's trust him.
We got Grego with the 5-bomb, says Veach didn't cook. He served us all a shit sandwich.
Oh, yeah.
I will be honest with you. Out of all the drafts that we've covered on All Chiefed Up, this is the biggest pile of shit sandwich I've ever seen. Like, it's pretty bad, guys. So you have a right to be upset. Just remember, try to take solace in the fact that you did get a good football player. I think Monsieur Delane was my number 2 corner in the draft, which is funny to say that they traded up to number 6 to take my number 2 corner in the draft.
He was my number 1 because Jermon McCoy's that new knee injury had just come out.
That's fine and dandy, but Jermon McCoy's a better corner than Monsieur Delane.
Yeah,
he moves different. He's just better. He's elite when he's healthy. Montour Delane does not fall in that category to me. But appreciate the 5, man.
Steve, let me get this really quick.
Yeah.
Nightbot, Jim Violet.
I did this like 10 minutes ago, brother.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was doing stuff on the side. I just want to make sure Jim Violet got his stuff.
I got you.
You should have unstarred it for me.
No, I'm sorry.
But you're fine.
I'll do that in the future.
I'll grab it.
Sam with the 2 bombs says, I'm literally sick to my stomach.
Sorry, Sam.
Dude, I'm right there with you. This is a gut punch from hell. I think this was a massive miss by Brett Veach. And, Montour Delane could be a good corner in the NFL, and I still think it's a miss. Like, he could be good, and I still think it's a bad idea. Like, I think we had other fish to fry. That's just my opinion. Godplar with the 5 bombs is picking a cornerback at 6 when we need pass rush. Don't even want to watch this draft. Guys, I'm telling you, I get it. I 100% get it, but I say hang in there and hope to God he redeems himself before the night's over. But, dude, if they end up with trading up and taking Caden Proctor or something like that, there's going to be a lot of pissed off Chiefs fans. Hayden with the 5 bomb says better hit the next one.
Better hit the next one.
Better hit the next one. That's exactly what I was saying, Hayden. He better knock it out of the damn park. Like, I mean, because you're going to have to. Everyone's got a bad taste in their mouth. You just.
Steve, I think you got to do better than just hitting a homer. You got to grand slam it.
You just served a shit sandwich to a fan base that was fed game after game shit sandwich for a year when we're in the middle of a dynasty run.
Whoa.
Brett Veach, what are you doing, brother?
And you actually drafted a corner last year in round 3 that was good.
That you didn't even use.
And they told you, like, that was just a redraft. They just did a redraft, and he was a top 10 pick. So we already have a top 10 corner on this team.
Yep, Rat Machine with the 5 bombs says, I don't care if he's good. They're going to trade the corner anyway. We haven't been able to rush the passer since Tamba and Justin 110%. And let me tell you this. For all you guys out there that are like, well, you want to get some franchise player in the top 10, well, guess what? You just got a guy that they're not going to re-sign in the top 10. There will be no second contract for Montour Delane. So we just moved up in the draft, gave away draft capital to draft a corner that is going to play through his rookie contract. Maybe they wanted, I don't know. I can't explain it, but it is what it is. We got a 5 bomb from Rustus Android. Says, get ready for another year like last one. Chiefs have gotten soft. I think that absolutely, like, I'm telling you right now, I'm kind of with you. Like, this was not the direction that I think they should have gone. But, hey, I'm just little old me, and Brett Veach is a GM in the NFL, so we'll see. Mikey likes stuff with 5 bombs, says Veach. I still got a bunch of characters. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with them. How about those Chiefs? I'm not running out. Dude, we have to have some faith that he's going to. Brett Veach, he has no choice but to knock this next pick out of the park.
Yeah, he's got to knock it out.
He better Babe Ruth that shit in the next century because the whole fan base, I think, is collectively pissed off at him at the moment. We got a 2 from Lindsay. Appreciate the 2.
Lindsay, appreciate you.
Mateo in the house with 9 months membership says, I caught heat from you boys, and I'll say it again, Veach is not him. Sure. We'll see. The pick is in. What do we got?
The pick is in. The Cleveland Browns, after trading back with the Chiefs, got a 3rd-round pick and a 5th-round pick, and they have now picked up Spencer Fano, who, again, Steve, I said is probably going to be shifted into guard, and I thought that this was the pick they may have taken anyway at number 6 because they just need offensive line help. So I think the Browns may have fleeced us today.
Oh, they absolutely fleeced us. And here's the thing about it. Spencer Fano, great player. Can he play right tackle? Sure, I think he can. Will he be kicked in the guard? There's a possibility of that too. But either way, Spencer Fano is a really good athlete. He's pretty refined. He's got good footwork. He's a good athlete. I mean, you see the scores right here, 9.8 on the RAS score. He's a little bit undersized for what you want. His arms are not exactly as long as you want them to be. But I do think Spencer Fano is an excellent football player. I think that the Cleveland Browns, the worst franchise in the National Football League, just put on a clinic fleecing Brett Veach for 2 picks and getting a better, probably, honestly, would you be as upset if the Chiefs sit at 9 and took Spencer Fano as trading it up for Montour Delane? Because I don't know if I would be.
No, I don't think I could be, but yeah, it is what it is.
Hey, good pick for the Cleveland Browns here. It fills a need, and that's the name of the game right now. You guys that are Browns fans, if you're out there, get in the chat. Let us know how you're feeling about your new player, Spencer Fano. I think it's a good pick.
Yeah, I agree. I like Spencer Fano right there. For you, I didn't love him for the Chiefs because I thought he's going inside the guard, but the Browns need offensive line help, no matter if it's a guard or a tackle.
Yeah, Lindsay with the 10 bomb says, Veach, we trust crap for years. We should have never got rid of John Dorsey, period.
There's been a lot of people with the Veach versus Dorsey
look,
stuff.
Man, I'll tell you right now how this is. John Dorsey is a hell of a better GM when it comes to drafting than Brett Veach ever thought about being. He just is. But John Dorsey had a bad habit of getting his teams in cap hell, like really stacking them up and not being able to pay these guys and getting the team into some trouble. Brett Veach is better at working the cap, but John Dorsey was a hell of a better drafter. I'll say that. Trekker Chief with the 5 bomb says Delane will get arrested before the first game starts. Suspended half the year.
Wait, is he like a? I never had him like pegged for any kind of
Trouble?
but maybe he's just saying because he's now in the Chiefs, this is what he has to do.
Yeah, man. I mean, would it surprise you at this point? Things just keep getting worse.
Yeah.
Sam with a 5 says the best corner in the league can only cover one guy at a time. 100%. That's where I'm at with it. I think the positional value of taking a corner in the top 10 of the draft is shit. Like, that's bad. That's just bad in a lot of different ways. And like I said, I'm little old me. Brett Veach is the GM of the National Football League for the Kansas City Chiefs. Maybe they see it differently. He obviously had insight from Andy Reid. He had insight from Spags, all of his staff.
Look,
this is what they think was the best thing to do. I'm going to go ahead and give them the benefit of the doubt, but I got to see how the rest of this draft pans out. But right now, I feel like it's a huge swing and a miss at the moment. But we'll see how the rest of it works out.
This is why I think it's annoying, Steve, because one, Chiefs fans have been all over every draft analyst, everybody under the sun, every media writer that kept saying the Chiefs are going to take a corner at number 9, Mansour Delane. We've seen that mocked for 3 weeks, and Brett Veach and them literally had to be sitting there nervous as shit, being like, please don't give away our pick. Please don't give away our pick. And Chiefs fans are over here defending them, being like, we would never. We're smarter than that. And it's like, Brett Veach, no, I guess we're not smarter than that.
Nope, no, we're not. My sexy with another 20 bomb. Killing it, brother. Appreciate you. Says, I'm fine with Delane at 9. I wouldn't be happy, but we would have been like blah. But to trade up giving 3 picks for him when Bain, Styles, Tyson were available, let alone Mike's favorite Proctor.
Dude, but listen, Caleb Downs was still on the board, bro. Like the best player in the draft.
Yeah.
Dude, 2 out of my 3 blue chip players were on the board.
That's disgusting.
Maybe I need to quit. I don't know what a blue chip player is anymore.
Oh, it's disgusting, brother. Hey, we feel the pain. Feel the burn, Chiefs Kingdom. Revel in your pain right now because it's all you can do. Pop's been a member for 30 months. Says, we'll trade up again. Take Zach Branch 3 rounds too quick. There's your pick, 29. They're going to take Zach Branch. Go ahead and write it down.
Don't really probably...
Why trade up? Why trade a top 5 corner just to use a top 6 pick on one? 110%. The positional value was garbage for a corner in this draft in top 10. I think it was one of the only moves you could have made. There were so many moves you could have made that were right, that you had to really get outside the box to make the wrong one. And he found one of those tiny scenarios where he made and he didn't just make the wrong move. He made it worse by trading up.
He compounded it. Hey, picks in, man. The Giants at the number 10 spot have selected another tackle, Francis Maui Noah. And look,
there we go.
Fano and Maui Noah go back to back. Here comes the tackle run, which means Brett Veach is probably breaking his neck to try to get into the top 15 to take the 3rd one on his board or whatever he wants to do. But look, this is the thing. Maui Noah's probably getting kicked inside the guard. He just come out this week that he had some kind of a bad back issue, maybe some kind of a disc, like some kind of like bad thing with his disc. So I don't know what's going to happen. But look, the Giants have ended up getting Maui Noah now, and I think the Giants probably have. I don't know. I think the Chiefs may have the worst draft at this point. I don't want to say it.
Absolutely. I mean, the Giants have Arvell Reese and not Francis Maui Noah before we even get a player that's relevant.
It's not Mansour Delane. It's the fact that you gave up so much to get Mansour Delane. Like, that's what's bad.
Sit at 9 and take him. I'm still kind of questioning you. But trading up to get him at 6, and I'm throwing stuff. I'm throwing rocks at you.
Absolutely,
all there is to it. We got Jaron with the 2 bombs. It's Keldrick Falk at 29. LOL. It wouldn't surprise me at this point, and I'm honestly expecting it at this point. Real quick, just want to talk about Francis Maui Noah and the New York Giants. If you're a Giants fan, let us know how you feel about Francis Maui Noah, and you have Arvell Reese already. So I think they got 2 really good players in this draft. like you said, we're looking at a tackle run coming on pretty quickly here.
Yeah.
Fano, then Maui Noah. Maui Noah is not like a insane athlete. He's a good athlete, don't get me wrong, but he's not like generational or anything. There are some concerns with maybe his back and then also about him being kicked inside the guard and things like that. But Maui Noah is a good football player, 100%. Like, he's a safe pick, in my opinion. Like, everybody in the top 10 of this draft took a safe pick except for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yikes.
Yeah. It's a little rough. It's a hard pill to swallow, man. Chiefer says Veach is on the clock. Yeah, he is. Rough. Win says it's a shocker, but trust Delane is elite. I'm trying to get there. I do think.
Look, he is good.
I think all things considered, like if Jermod McCoy was healthy, I think he's a better corner than Mansour Delane. But with his
He's definitely
issues,
more physical.
with his issues, and maybe having to have another knee surgery, then I do think you got the best corner in the draft. Well done. If your goal was to trade your draft capital away to get the best corner in the draft, then you did exactly that, Brett Veach, and you accomplished what you set out to do.
Right.
Just don't know why that was the path to take. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. Let's trust the process. We'll see what happens later. Mateo with the 2 bombs is correct if I'm wrong, but Dorsey drafted Mahomes. He did. Brett Veach was famous for the whole note from his daughter that said Mahomes, what was it? No matter what, Mahomes no matter what. And he really did pound the table for Patrick Mahomes, so that's kind of where Brett Veach...
Is his daughter to blame for this one with Mansour Delane?
No, but Brett Veach's claim to fame is Patrick Mahomes. And at the time, no, he was not GM. It was John Dorsey. So, yeah, you're right about that. Matt Coughlin with the 5 bombs says, pray for Veach special late rounds, diamonds in the rough. He better hit, brother. He better hit. Appreciate the 5. We got a 2 from Mikey Like Stuff. Says it was 74 to 148, correct? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Damn.
That's not ideal, guys.
Buzz, your girlfriend. Woof.
Woof.
Mike, I would just like to take a second to talk about this. I really didn't think it was possible to screw up a top 10 pick as bad as Brett Veach just screwed up. Let's hope to God that somehow he's right and Mansour Delane turns into the best player to ever play in the National Football League, but I'm not expecting it. I'm sad. Hang in there, guys. Hang in there.
Man, it's scary, huh?
Oof. Gosh, what do you say? What do you say to your friends when they're all upset? You know, it'll get better because right now I can't think that Brett Veach is going to do much better. Drew Kinney says, "Is this a mock draft? Did Veach know this was for real?" I take back what I said about us winning on corners late. I jinxed us. I apologize. I don't think it was your fault, Drew. Apparently, this has been their plan all along, which is wild. So the smoke in the Brett Veach pre-draft conference was, hey, there's a pocket of corners in the 3rd and 4th round. And, you know, he's not wrong about that, but I think that's where he was trying to deflect because he was so afraid somebody was going to steal Mansour Delane before pick 9, which is wild.
Yikes. Who in the world?
Peta with the 2 bomb. Appreciate you. Thanks for the support, brother. We got Drew with another 5 bombs. That's Ty Simpson at 29. Let's save this thing, Veach. Let's do it. Mike, the Dolphins are on the clock. Have we heard anything about the Dolphins yet? What are they trying to do?
No.
They're so upset they can't get Mansour Delane.
Do you realize the Giants could have took Caleb Downs there and teamed up him and Arvell Reese?
Brother, the Chiefs could have took
That may have been-
Caleb Downs there, got a defensive back, and still not made everybody mad.
Yeah, and got the best player in the draft.
What are they doing? Oof.
I have to think that Chiefs Twitter's melting down.
Flapjack with a 2 bomb says draft the future to just trade it in 4 years. 100%. He will not. I will mark my words on April 23rd, 2026. We'll refer back to this 5 years from now. We're not going to re-sign Mansour Delane to a second contract. We are not. 100%. Matt in the house with the 5 bomb says, how far will Ruben fall? Is there any pick Chiefs could move up from 29 for Veach to redeem himself? Matthew, that's some wishful thinking. I'm sure they're probably looking to move up again, but I'm trying to think for you. I think the Cowboys could take Ruben Bain at number 12. I think that the Ravens could take Reuben Bain, or the Rams even. 13, 14. The Buccaneers need an edge rusher. The Jets, they got David Bailey, so they might go something different. The Lions need an edge. Vikings need defensive line. The Cowboys have 2 picks in the next 8. So, yeah, I don't see Reuben Bain falling much further, to be quite honest about it. But we'll see. Crazier things have happened, like trading up to draft Mansour Delane.
Yeah, for sure.
Mikey Likes Stuff for the 5 says, you guys skipped my sneaker comment. Still getting all my sneaker money for the week. Let's go, man. Was it a super? If it's a super, I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep up. Brother. But, yeah, that's awesome. What's this, getting all my sneaker money for the week? What's up with the sneakers? Are you buying some sneakers? What did I miss? Appreciate the 5, Mikey. F minus draft, says Bam. Hey, right now we're sitting at an F. Plain as day, sitting at an F. Brett Veach has got a lot of work to do.
There's been a trade. The Cowboys are moving up 1 spot with the Dolphins. The pick's not in just yet. I don't know the pick, but there is a trade.
Maybe.
I would not be surprised if it's not Reuben Bain.
Yep. Amy Casey with the 5 bomb says Veach better trade out of 29, move back and recoup some picks, especially after that last pick. He's going to have to do something because that was just – he put himself in a bad spot. He's got one hand cuffed behind his back now.
The Dallas Cowboys have traded up 1 pick to take the best player in the draft, Caleb Downs.
Hell of a pick for the Cowboys.
Dude, the Cowboys may have just fleeced the entire NFL today. I don't know how, because Jerry Jones is literally like on his last thought probably.
Yeah,
but
man.
I swear he's figured out to take the best player in the draft. That's what they needed to do.
Yep. Cowboys fans, be happy. You just landed probably the most sure pick in this draft. Caleb Downs was our number 1 player on our big board. Caleb Downs is a smart football player. He's an athletic football player, and he's going to do wonders for your secondary. The Cowboys have been struggling with their secondary a little bit. I think this is a step in the right direction for them as far as that goes. Tremendous value. Like I said, number 1 overall on our big board. They got him at pick number 11. It blows my mind. It blows my mind. I'm going to quit saying stuff about it, but it blows my mind. That's all I'm going to say. Cowboys fans, get in the chat. Let us know how you're feeling about this. I think this was an excellent pick for you right now. The Cowboys, I think you're killing it. You still have another pick at 20 as well, unless they traded it away.
Yeah, it was a good pick. It is what it is. I can't get over it. People in the chat, it's just not working out well for people.
Got a 5 bomb from Matt Coughlin. Says maybe most of the 15 players they liked were in the 7th round and undrafted free agents. Something's wild here. Man, I'm telling you, I don't. It kind of throws me off because I really thought I had a beat on it this year. I did. I thought for some reason I had this hunch at the last minute. I'm like, this is what they're going to do, and they went the furthest from it. So now I'm really doubting the rest of. Really doubting the rest of the draft here, brother.
Right.
Not just saying that we won't draft well, but just what do I know at this point? This really threw me for a loop. We got a 2 bomb from Shannon McClure. Says we were 1 pick away from Reese. Yeah, I mean, if you were going to trade up for Delane, a trade up for Reese probably wouldn't have made me feel as nearly as bad.
Yeah.
So I'm right there with you, Shannon. Thanks for the 2. Mikey Likes Stuff with a 5. Says, my pick is Jordans for a reason. Okay, I got you. Sneakers and ACU all day. You guys have missed out on the 90s UK Converse that dropped a few weeks back. Send us a picture, brother. I want to see it. I want to see them. I'm like a huge sneakerhead. I don't know a lot about them, but I am a shoe guy. I do appreciate a good pair of sneakers. So appreciate you, Mikey. You're awesome, brother. Thanks for all the support. Brother. Woof. Buzz.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Well, the Dolphins are on the clock here. We'll see what they do with the number 12 pick. Kind of think they might go ahead and take Reuben Bain. Keep him in Miami?
It's possible.
It would make sense. It would make sense. It'd be good for him.
They did lose a pass rusher. They lost Jordan Phillips.
Yeah, and also Bradley Chubb, right? They had Bradley Chubb and let him go. Is that
Yeah.
right? So, they need it. I think it would make sense. We got a 10 bomb from our boy Tony Bone in the house. Tony Bone's pissed. He said Veach is a slap nut, but I appreciate y'all, Mike and Steve. We appreciate you, brother. I'm a little bit pissed. This is one scenario. Literally, this and Keldrick Falk at 9 were the only scenarios. And I didn't even bring this up as a scenario that made me mad because I didn't think it was possible. I'm going to be flat out honest with you. I didn't think Brett Veach would make such a move.
Me either. It's wild.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, dude. I don't know. I don't know what to think about it. Mike, we got 50, is it rupees or $50? I don't know what this means.
50 yards.
From Guillermo Moras.
Let's go.
Thanks so much for the support, man. And also a member. Are you a member of the crew? I think you are.
Let's go.
Let's freaking go, man. Appreciate you. Let's see. So the Cowboys right now, I think, have made the best selection of the draft as far as value is concerned. Okay?
Yeah,
I think
feels
that
like
the Raiders did what they had to do, got Mendoza. I think that Bailey at number 2 for the Jets was a very good move. I like David Bailey a lot for them. Jeremiah Love picked at number 3 to the Cardinals. Excellent pick. I think it fits well. Does what they need to do, get that offense back on the right track with a lot of good young players. Now, the Titans kind of went off script and decided they wanted to take Cardinal Tate at 4. I personally think Jordan Tyson was a better receiver. So I'll say that they reached a tiny bit on Cardinal Tate at 4. But they are the Titans, and they tend to do things like that. Arvell Reese at 5 with the New York Giants. I think that was an excellent pick for them. He fits their scheme. Excellent athlete. Chiefs traded up for Mansour Delane at pick 6. We don't have to talk about that right now. Sonny Styles picked at number 7 to the Washington Commanders. I think that was good value on Sonny Styles, a player that can do a lot for you on your defense. Really good, insane athlete and a good football mind. I think Sonny Styles was a good pick for them. Jordan Tyson to the Saints is a no-brainer. Great pick by the Saints. Spencer Fano to the Browns at pick number 9. Filled a need at tackle there. Could be a guard, but they need all kinds of offensive line, so I think it works either way for them. Francis Maui Noah to the Giants at pick 10. A solid pick there to help patch up their offensive line. And then, of course, you had the Cowboys taking Caleb Downs at pick 11. Dolphins on the clock here now.
Yeah, it's I don't know. The Monster Delane thing just really thrown me for a little bit of a loop. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, dude. It's rough. Mikey likes stuff with 10 gifted memberships. Let's freaking go, Mikey.
Let's go, baby.
You're awesome, brother. Thanks so much for the support.
If you get one of those, give him a thank you. How about that? And also, guys, we're at
Legendaries.
794 likes. 6 more likes, we're giving away something else. This is going to be our 4th giveaway tonight, and still over 1,200 people in here. Appreciate you guys being here with us. If you haven't, hit that sub button if you like NFL stuff. If you're a Chiefs fan, for sure, hit the sub button. We're going to be here all weekend, so
Absolutely.
It's only going to get better, baby.
Mike, you want to talk about tonight's sponsor a little bit? We got Prize Picks sponsoring tonight's live stream. Shout out Prize Picks. They're awesome. Get down in the description. There's a link. You can go get Prize Picks. Use code HMA, and that'll get you $50 after you invest $5. So a great deal there. Don't miss out on that. Definitely go check out Prize Picks.
Yeah, we're going to play this ad. We'll be right back. Check it out. Prize Picks. Chiefs Kingdom, we have officially partnered with Prize Picks, America's #1 sports picks app. Prize Picks is a daily fantasy sports platform. It's distinctly separate from a traditional sports book, and it's the absolute best way to add some extra heat to every single game. The app is incredibly easy to use. You aren't playing against sharks. You're just picking more or less on an individual player projection. Think Kenneth Walker's total rushing yards per game, more or less. Travis Kelce's total touchdowns in 2026, only 4, more or less. You just pick at least 2 players, lock in your lineup, and you're in the action. Prize Picks is available in most states, including California, Texas, Florida, and right here in the heart of America, Missouri and Kansas. One thing we love is the new public feed. You can actually find and follow us directly on the app at All Chiefed Up. You'll be able to see our live lineups and tell our picks before we even post them here on the channel or our other social media platforms. So if you haven't joined yet, just download the app and use code HMA when you sign up. When you play your first $5 lineup, you're going to get $50 in lineups instantly. Click the link in the description, use code HMA, and remember to always play responsibly. Now back to the show.
Let's go, baby. Go hit them up. Use that code HMA.
Thanks for allowing us to play an ad, drink some water, give a little rest.
Right.
Only 300 of you left during that time, so I'm sorry the 1 minute.
Whoa.
Wait, we couldn't be bothered for guys that are going to stream 16 hours to take a 1 minute break.
Guys,
so
do
sorry.
us a favor. If you haven't hit the like button yet, do that. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, it doesn't matter what you're or who you're a fan of. If you're an NFL fan, subscribe to All Chiefed Up. It's always a good time, and we'd appreciate that. Mike Trucker Chief with a 5 bomb. Says Beach trading Mahomes now since we have Fields for kicker or a kick returner. This sucks. Hey, at this rate, Trucker Chief, you might be on to something. I don't know about it. What do we got for the Dolphins, brother?
Right. So we've got something a little bit wild.
Of course. It's Miami.
Yeah. So bear with me for just a second. It is a crazy thing.
Wild pick.
It is not the Miami. It is the Rams at pick number 13.
Okay.
They have done something just crazy. They have taken, according to Jay
Wait,
Glazer.
don't talk about that. Why do we skip the Dolphins altogether?
It doesn't matter because Ty Simpson just got taken. Why the hell are the Rams taking Ty Simpson, bro?
Yeah, that's really weird. Do they think he's going to develop him behind Matt Stafford because Stafford's getting old and about to retire? They think this is their next dude?
I guess. It makes a lot of sense. They don't even have the Dolphins updated on anything. This is just what's being said right now. Pick 13 is going to be Ty Simpson is what's being reported by Jay Glazer.
Right, well,
the Dolphins pick's not even been public yet.
Ty Simpson, a little undersized for a quarterback. You can see right there, 6 foot tall, 211 is his weight, so he's pretty small for what the NFL likes to see in a quarterback. Ty Simpson is the second best quarterback in this draft. He's not bad, but there's a history of Alabama quarterbacks not being good in this league. There just is. I think Jalen Hurts might be the only one that has done a whole lot, and I mean Jalen Hurts is a better running back than he is a quarterback, so take from that what you will. But Ty Simpson does make some sense to the Rams. It also, if they think this is their guy that's going to come in behind Matthew Stafford and be the guy that commands their offense for the future, then I think this is kind of smart because I do think that one of these other teams were going to try to snag him at the end of the first round. There's a lot of teams that need a quarterback.
Absolutely. So, number 12, the Dolphins, they did pick, and they selected Caden Proctor out of Alabama. So back-to-back Alabama guys are supposed to be coming in. Again, this Rams thing is according to Jay Glazer, but I just had to bring it up. But Caden Proctor, Steve, again, he's got all the prototypical testing numbers. Now, you can see on the screen on the RAS a lot of yellow on there, but they were so impressed by the way he tested. A lot of people had him as the number 1 tackle in this class. He is a true tackle. I do believe he won't get kicked inside the guard. But, you know, just another thing, I think this is going to kick off a tackle run here. We've already seen 3 out of the last 4 picks.
Correct. I mean, you still got a couple of guys that we know are going to go in the first round, so I think you're right about that. Solid pick for the Miami Dolphins. The Miami Dolphins have a lot of boxes to check. They have a lot. And, I mean, sometimes maybe it makes sense to solidify the offensive line first and then get your skill players and do what you got to do. I know that they're in the middle of trying to get their running back worked out with Devon Achane and everything like that. So they're really trying to lean into Devon Achane to kind of escalate this Dolphins team. They're kind of trying to base it around him. So it makes a lot of sense to get a guy like Caden Proctor right here at pick number 12. Mike, you said he could go in the top 10. You thought the Chiefs might take a stab at him at number 9. Caden Proctor's he's got all the measurables. He's a big dude. He's a monster. He's strong. He can do a lot of things. He needs a lot of refinement. I'm right there with you. I think he needs some work on his footwork and things like that. But he can move very well for a guy his size. I think it's a solid pick. And then back to Ty Simpson, bro. What about that, though? Pretty wild.
Wild. I don't get it. It was rumored that the Arizona Cardinals like Ty Simpson. So I don't know if he was going to get there.
That's my point. So, I mean, if that's who they think they need, and then so be it. My sexy with another freaking 20 bomb says, laugh my ass off. Even when we're reading the last picks and you read our pick, you could barely keep it in, Steve. And at 6 for the Chiefs, Delane. LOL. It's bad, brother. It's bad. That's all I'm going to say about it for now.
You know what's wild?
Bad.
I appreciate that 20, brother.
Yeah, heck yeah, man.
The Ravens are sitting here at 14, and every single year the Ravens sit at this same spot, and one of the
And
best
get a good
players
player.
in the draft.
They're gonna get Reuben
and they're
Bain
going to
right
get
there.
Reuben Bain right here, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah.
After Kyle Hamilton falls to him like 2 or 3 years ago. And
Yeah,
then
well,
they
people
always
doing
get the
dumb
best
shit
one.
like Brett Veach is the reason why this happens.
Yeah,
It's,
it happens like this all the time.
because
dude.
you got a bunch of idiots out there doing
And then
things
the
that are
Rams may
unnecessary.
take Ty Simpson.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what are we doing?
Yeah,
this
dude.
can't be true. Maybe Jay Glazer's an idiot. And this
Maybe
is a
we're
bad
dreaming and the
report.
draft hasn't actually started yet.
Can somebody pinch me?
Yeah, hey guys, hit that like button. Share us out with your friends. We're a little over 1,000, but let's get back up to 1,500. Let's do it. And we want to give stuff away. So if you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button. We got 5 pounds from a boy Gary Slater. Says, hi guys, I'm in the UK watching this shit. What the F has Veach done? What has he done, Mike?
I don't
Piss
know.
us all off.
Yeah.
He
He's
tried to run our
today.
night. He's trying to run our night, guys. Don't let it happen. Don't let it happen.
Yeah,
Appreciate
don't let
the
it happen. I noticed a lot of people's checked out since.
Do you blame him?
No, but I mean, come on now. It's still the draft. We still got one more pick. Let's see what happens. Look, losing the picks with Delane makes it more like salt
It's
in the wound.
disgusting. Yeah.
But even taking a corner at 9 just didn't feel right.
It's vomit inducing. It's nausea wrapped up in a little ball. Okay? It's one of the worst case scenarios that you could possibly have.
Yeah.
Literally one of the worst case scenarios. Maybe the worst. Mateo with the 5 bomb says, who would be available at 29 if Veach doesn't trade up? I mean, there's going to be a lot of good players at this rate because, I mean,
Yeah.
I just think
You might
it's
be able to
very-
get
it's
like a Zion Young or a Mesidor or somebody like that. I mean, if that's
it's a
what he
very
thinks is
top
better.
heavy. It's a very top heavy draft. So I think throughout the first, say, 35 picks, they're pretty solid. Yeah, I don't know. It depends on what you think we're going to do, but we have no clue. We have no finger on the pulse.
Steve, are you going to be happy if the Chiefs end up drafting Mansour Delane and then draft like Casey Concepcion at 29? Get another small wide receiver at 29.
If you passed up Jordan
you're
Tyson
going to
for
get
a
Xavier
corner,
Worthy part 2.
hey, brother, if that's what they do, good
You're
luck
going
to
to be
them.
livid, bro.
Good luck to them. Yeah, I don't know.
Steve, you might hit yourself in the sack just
I might punch myself in the sack.
yeah,
this
just
time.
just to punish yourself for being a Chiefs fan at this
Johnson
point.
Robinson Jr. with a 2 bomb says we rooted for losses at the end of the year for this shit.
I told you guys to quit
Andy
doing
Reid. Andy Reid called a timeout to let the Raiders win.
So we
To
can
get Mansour Delane.
So we can lose 2 picks that we traded McDuffie for.
If you're not pissed off at the Chiefs right now, I don't think you're a Chiefs fan. I'm just going to throw that out here. Let's see, man. We got Guillermo again. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm really sorry if I'm not. With a 20, says it's real from Brazil. Tired of being frustrated with Veach's choices and with Reed's game plan. 3 straight years with a crap offense. I thought for sure it was Tyson. Because they've been missing on receiver
I
over
thought
and
for
over
sure
again.
it was Bain. And what did we know?
Dude, anything would have been better.
Hey, just look at us. Just 2 dumbasses. Just don't
Hey,
know
look at
shit
us.
because, who's on Brett Veach's level to just know that you needed to trade up 3 spots and give up 2 more draft picks just to go get Mansour Delane.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying he's a bad player, but I
Mike,
mean,
I
come on.
wish when whoever in that war room said Mansour Delane that Stone Cold would have showed up.
Shut up. What? I said shut up.
Yeah.
We just had Stone Cold in there.
If somebody would have just been there, tell Brett Veach to shut up and don't take that card up there.
Good
Don't do it.
grief. Who let that happen? Godplar with the 5 bombs says, I wonder if the Chiefs wanted Reese at 6 and the Giants snipped them. Didn't think they would take an edge. Well, I mean,
It's
I don't
possible,
think.
but why'd you have to trade up?
Well, I mean, they didn't trade up until after Reese was selected.
Right.
So I don't think that was it. I think they were literally their goal from the beginning was to get Mansour Delane. That's
think
their
so,
guy.
too.
That was their guy. That was their number one
They were
player.
afraid of the Commanders.
They thought Mansour Delane was their number one player on their
They
board.
thought they thought Mansour Delane was better than Tyson.
If
and
you would have told me
Reuben
a week
Bain.
ago that the Chiefs' number one player in this draft was Mansour Delane,
I would have probably said I don't buy it.
yeah, dude, that's rough. We got Lindsay with the 5 bomb says the only thing that saves this draft is if Bain falls from the sky close enough to trade up for, or Sadiq falls, not happening. Otherwise, what a waste, dude. Brett Veach,
Lindsay, you're spot on.
Brett Veach has to hit one of the Mark McGuire 550-foot home runs.
Barry
brother.
Bonds to the Bay.
Yeah,
He's
Barry
gotta
Bonds to the
Hit
Bay.
it in the Bay. That's what you're gonna have to do.
You better do it, Brett.
Man.
Matt with a 2 says, don't blame Veach. Get rid of those scouts.
Hey, but Veach got to make that last decision.
Look, man,
And I'm
I
gonna
don't
say
care. I don't
this.
care if the scouts told me that Mansour Delane was going to be the best corner in football of the last decade. I would have still said we're not drafting a corner in the top 10, and we're not trading up for one.
We're not trading up for him.
Yeah, dude. Like,
Hey, it
that's
is what it is. Maybe
wild.
Monster Delane might turn out to be. Do you think? Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Let's be really honest. I'm going to put a poll up. But first, before I do a poll, we got a new pick coming in. So let's just get to the pick really quick.
Yeah.
Let's get to the pick.
Baltimore
We've got
Ravens.
the Ravens have taken Oli Ione.
Okay, we knew this was going to happen, kind of.
Yeah,
but
we
I
called
figured
this
with the
one.
fall of Reuben Bain that they would snake him. But this is exactly who we thought the Ravens were going to take.
Yeah,
at the beginning of the day.
we had mocked them today to Ravens. And look, this guy may be the best pound for pound pure lineman in this entire draft. They needed this. I think it's a good pick. It helps them get back to going to that. You know, they got to get that Derrick Henry run game grinded, and you got to protect. Lamar. So I like this pick. I think it's a good pick by the Ravens.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything in the trenches is solid. That's the thing. Even with us complaining about Delane and all that stuff, like the fact of the matter is, trenches is where you win in the draft, and I think that's one of the reasons why I can't get behind the pick. But this is a great pick for the Baltimore Ravens. If you're a Ravens fan, be happy with this one. Like I said, you can't get mad at any kind of pick in the trenches, especially if you're protecting the quarterback like Lamar Jackson. I mean, you definitely want to invest in that. They're kind of going a different path now. Harbaugh's gone, so I just think this is a safe, good pick here. I don't think it's anything outside of the box. I don't think it's going to piss anybody off. And I'm with you, Mike. I think the Baltimore Ravens, they kind of sit there and just take the best player available most of the time. I'm kind of surprised that they didn't go ahead and snag Reuben Bain.
Me too. I wonder if there's really something to this Reuben Bain, something to the Reuben Bain, like that whole thing about him being in trouble. I wonder if there's something to that teams were kind of scared of.
Potentially, maybe.
Or do you really think
arms?
it's something to do with the arm length at this far though? At this point, arm length don't give a rat's ass about arm length at pick 14.
You wouldn't think so. But, I mean, here's the thing. I will say this. There has never, ever been an edge rusher in the NFL that's taken in the NFL draft with arms as short as Reuben Bain's that has got a 10-sack season in the NFL. Ever in the history.
Yeah, true.
So, I mean, just that statistic alone, people that are analytical are going to stray away. So, I mean, that kind of trend doesn't lie. I mean, no one ever has. So, do you think that he's the first? Do you think he's going to break that trend? Do you think he's the first to ever do it? That's a lot of faith to have in somebody.
Yeah, I mean, I think Bain was going to be. I think he's going to be a player in the league, and I think now you've pissed him off. Now, if you get him, he's going to have a chip on his shoulder and an axe to grind. I think whoever gets Reuben Bain right now is going to get a monster.
Right. Well, it very well could be this next pick. The Buccaneers are on the clock. Their top need is edge rusher. They might be looking at Reuben Bain right here. No idea. If they're not looking at Reuben Bain, Mike, they're needing a cornerback really bad. Maybe you could see Jermod McCoy go ahead and come off the board if they're not scared of the medical thing with his knee. They also need linebacker, offensive line, and defensive line. This could be a Blake Miller. This could be one of those offensive linemen that are left. Max Ionchor. It could be a lot of different things. But they also need defensive line, and you got Peter Wood still hanging out.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I mean, the Buccaneers can win this pick in a lot of different ways.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. The Bucs needed a pass rusher. I find it hard to believe Reuben Bain falls past him, and he's a Miami guy. Like, he played college in the state. It's hard for me to think that he's going to fall past the Bucs.
Yeah, I don't know,
actually
man.
read things that said the Bucs could trade up to try to grab him. So we'll see.
It'll be interesting. If there's any Buccaneers fans out there, let me know in the chat what you think that they're going to do here. Just shout out to Mikey Like Stuff real quick. He sent me a picture of the Converse he was talking about. It was the 96 Kentucky Wildcats Converse right here. I had these shoes.
Yeah, we had
when
those.
I was a kid. I had those shoes when I was a kid. That was the best college basketball team of all time. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what anybody says. The 96 Cats were the best team to ever play in college basketball.
The Denims. Denim. It was like the Mario.
They were the Canadian tuxedo. Denim Dan. They were talking about bringing the Denims back, but I'm glad they didn't. They didn't deserve it. You know? We got a 5-bomb from our boy Chris Wright. Says we trade third of our draft to get a cornerback who would have been there at 9. Yep. when our cornerback coach just got arrested. Yep. This level of letdown is just mind-blowing. I'm right there with you, Chris. It's I've been saying disgusting because it really does make you sick. It's like, what are we doing?
Do you think the arrest had something to do with his pick subconsciously? Do you think that maybe there was that negative stigma, like, are they going to fire Dave Merritt? And this was a show of solidarity of like, look, he's not going nowhere, and we believe it so much, we're taking a corner for him.
That's going really far out there. I think the Chiefs really had Mansour Delane as their number one player to get.
Hey, I'm just trying to rationale this horse shit.
Rationale it. Let's see. So what do we got here now? We got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers still on the clock. Mike, you going to dip for a minute?
Yeah, I'm going to jump off for just a few minutes. I'll be right back.
All right, you guys help me keep this thing floating along here. I'll try to keep up with everything at one time. We'll see how that goes. But anyway, real quick, just want to take a quick second to thank everybody for hanging out with us during the draft. There's been over 1,000 of you the whole time. So I truly appreciate that. Thanks for choosing us. Thanks for being here. Thanks for all the support that we've got, with Supers and everything so far. You guys are freaking awesome. I know it's been pretty disappointing for Chiefs fans in particular right now. I feel like I need to go take a shower after that dirty pick. I'm not going to lie. Maybe that's what Mike's doing. Going to go clean his face off a little bit. But right now we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on the clock. I think they've made the selection. So give me just a quick second. I'm trying to see who they took. And there he goes, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at pick number 15 have taken Ruben Bain Jr. Great value for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers here. Ruben Bain Jr. was okay. A lot of people had him as the best pass rusher in the class, and I would agree with that to a certain extent. I ended up putting David Bailey above him at the last minute. That was for personal preference, just kind of wanted to get that speed rusher. But Ruben Bain Jr., super safe pick, potentially the best edge rusher in this class. He also was the best run defender in college football last year, so he's very well-rounded. I know a lot of people were afraid of the 30-inch arm length and things like that, and maybe some of the stuff that happened off the field in his past. But all that's been cleared up, and the arm length thing is kind of the only thing that I think made him fall this far, because a lot of these guys really take those measurables to heart. This is kind of sickening for a lot of Chiefs fans right now to see Ruben Bain go at number 15 after trading up to draft a corner in the first round. I totally understand that. I think this is an excellent pick for you Tampa Bay Buccaneers fans out there, though. I think you should be happy about this. He was an ACC Defensive Player of the Year. He brings nonstop effort, and now he's heading to Tampa Bay to work with Todd Bowles. So I think it's a good fit for Ruben Bain. I think it's a good fit for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think they knocked this one out of the park. You guys let me know in the chat how you feel about that. We can have a group therapy session together, whatever you need at this point. I'm here for you, baby. We got a 10 bomb from Chucker Chief. Says Andy has been away. He had knee surgery. He said something about this draft is 100% Veach. Andy getting older, putting his faith in his guys, but this is an F. Okay, so I don't think that's 100% true. Trucker Chief Brett Veach actually said that he had met with Steve Spagnuolo and Andy Reid separately for at least 45 minutes a day during this entire draft process. He said that they had come to a collective of 10 to 15 players that they wanted, and that's who they really wanted on the team. That's what they felt good about. They thought were good fits. And he said it was his job as a GM for him and his staff to get in there and figure out how to get as many of those 10 to 15 as he can. So I don't know which one of them's lying, if Andy actually said that this was 100% Veach. I think Andy does kind of like to deflect in pressers and stuff like that and be like, I don't know what's going on. It's all Veach. It's all Veach because he doesn't want to give anything away. But maybe we'll see. I appreciate the 10, my man. Mikey likes stuff with a 2. Says they had a jersey that went with the shoes. That's pretty sick, dude. Those shoes were awesome. I had them when I was a kid. Super nostalgic for me. So I'm glad you sent me that picture. But I loved them things back then. We got Riot with a 2. Says Mansour Delane and Williams. Crazy man coverage. Offensive line wide receiver next. Like, here's the thing. You have to take the positive out of it, right? Riot, appreciate the 2. But, like, Mansour Delane is a good football player. And I threw that caveat out before I started talking about how disgusting it was. But he is a good football player. I had him as my number 2 corner in the draft. I just happen to think that a healthy Jamad McCoy is different. I think he's better than Delane. I think he moves differently. He's just physical. had all the traits that you want in a cornerback. Delane still, as my number 2 corner, I think he's excellent. He's obviously going to be able to get out there on the boundaries. Like you said, Noah Williams can be on the other side. This does take care of a big hole because we did lose 2 guys there with Trent McDuffie, and we lost Jalen Watson as well. So just taking the positive from it, I'm not mad about the pick as far as we can use Mansour Delane. I think he's a good football player. We had that need. What I don't like about it is I think positional value for corner in the top 10 was trash, especially in this draft. I think there's a lot of really good corners you could have got late. Then also, just in general, top 10 was bad positional value for corner. But trading up and losing draft capital to get a corner that I have no doubt in my mind would have been sitting there at number 9, he got fleeced by the Browns. 110% Brett Veach got fleeced by the Browns on that one. And that's just the way I see it. Absolutely disgusting. It is what it is. You got the Jets on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. The Jets already selected David Bailey with their number 2 pick. They also need to grab, they need QB. And I think that's why the Rams went ahead and grabbed Ty Simpson when they did. If they wanted him to be the successor to Matt Stafford, and they felt good about it, that I don't think it was bad to say, per se, reach on Ty Simpson. But really getting the second best quarterback in the class at pick number, 13? I don't think you can call that a reach. I actually think that's a good pick if that's what they wanted to do. But the Jets also need wide receiver, cornerback, and offensive line. This could go a lot of different ways here. But once again, Reuben Bain off the board to the Buccaneers at number 15. I think they sit exactly where they're at. They were patient, and they got one of the best players in the draft. So shout out the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for putting on a masterclass right there, just being patient and getting the top guy in the draft. We got a 5 bomb from our boy Chris Wright. This is an honest question. Do the 31 other GMs know Veach is a sucker? Asking for a franchise. Okay, so I don't think that they thought Veach was a sucker, but he just put out a massive memo to the entire league that he can be absolutely fleeced, because there's no way around that. There's no way around that Brett Veach got worked right there, because there's no way in hell that the Washington Commanders or the New Orleans Saints were going to take Mansour Delane. They just weren't. They got Sonny Styles and Jordan Tyson, guys. Do you think they were even thinking about Mansour Delane when they got Sonny Styles and Jordan Tyson? They absolutely weren't. So Brett Veach gave away draft capital for no reason at all, and then took a player that should not have been taken in the top 10, in my opinion. But once again, opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one. That just happens to be mine. Appreciate the 5, Chris Wright. You're awesome, brother. Guys, appreciate everybody being here. Mike's off, making a quick short to get posted up about our number 1 pick, the trade up and get Mansour Delane. While he's working on that, I'm chilling with you guys. I appreciate all of you being here. Hit the like button. Share this out with friends that are NFL fans. Have them come in, hang out with us, and finish this draft up. I really hope the Chiefs finish this strong, but we'll see how it goes. The Jets pick is in, by the way. The Lions, I think, are officially on the clock at the moment. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to see if I can dig around here and see what the Jets have done. All right, guys. So this is another really bad scenario for the Kansas City Chiefs. The New York Jets, with pick number 16, have selected tight end Kenyon Sadiq from Oregon. The first tight end off the board, no surprises there. Dude is built like an action figure. He's a dynamic weapon. He can stretch the seam. He can turn short throws into big plays. He's a generational athlete. Look at those numbers. He tested off the charts. He's the best testing tight end of all time in the NFL Combine. Kenyon Sadiq is an offensive weapon. He's not just a tight end. This is a guy that can come in and create mismatch hell for defenders and for defensive coordinators. Kenyon Sadiq is a piece that could have been insane for someone like the Kansas City Chiefs and the way that they run their offense. Now, the New York Jets, they have a lot of other holes to fill. I think it's quite peculiar and weird that they decided to take a tight end in the first round, because they have a lot of holes to fill there. But I think this is just one of those things. You have a generational type player right here, and I know the production wasn't quite there in college, but I think that was more on the way Oregon ran their offense than Kenyon Sadiq. But I think they saw too much value. There's just too much value. There's too much upside. This kid's a fantastic athlete, and we're going to take it. And that's what the New York Jets have done. So far, the New York Jets have drafted David Bailey and Kenyon Sadiq. If you don't think athleticism was the number one word floating around in the New York Jets war room, then you're crazy, because that's exactly what they're trying to do right now is get the best athletes they can get. That sucks, man. That really does suck for the Chiefs. A lot of the fans out here, I mean, we have now seen players that a lot of you guys really, really wanted, really, really been pounding the table for, go after our first pick. I mean, right there with Kenyon Sadiq, that's one of them. I mean, Reuben Bain, that's another one. I mean, I've seen people that wanted Caleb Downs. Naturally, he was the number one player on our draft board. He went after that. Jordan Tyson, the best receiver in the draft, after Mansour Delane. Sonny Styles, after Mansour Delane. So, yeah, it's wild. I know everybody's probably a little bit bummed out about it, but we've got to see what the Chiefs do here at the end of the first round. Do I expect them to come up into this, a little further in and make a pick? I don't, after giving away draft capital for Mansour Delane. I think they hamstrung themselves. I think they tied their hands behind their back by giving away our draft capital for a corner that was going to be there 2 picks later. So now I think the Chiefs have to sit at 29, and we'll see what they decide to do with that, whether it's hit that offensive lineman that Brett Veach said they had to get the first 35 picks, or maybe they try to go ahead and get their edge rusher, or maybe they dip into a receiver a little earlier than people think after you miss that first subset of wide receivers that were going to go in the first round. But yeah, Kenyon Sadiq gone to the Jets. The Lions are on the clock officially, and that's just how it is, man. We got Mikey Like stuff with the 5 bomb, says McCoy's still on the board. Let's just double up and be done with our DBs for 5 years. I mean, at this point, I don't know how mad I could be about that, other than the fact that you completely ignored every other hole in your lineup other than cornerback. And I think that it's kind of gross considering the fact that the Chiefs have had a ton of success drafting mid to late round cornerbacks, and they're just spending early draft capital on cornerbacks. But yeah, I don't know. I think the only reason that you see Jermod McCoy still out there is that knee. They're reporting that he might have to have another knee surgery. So I think it's scaring people. Chief KT, been a member for 29 months, says that Veach needs to get fired. Okay, I'm not going to argue with you right now unless he absolutely recovers in this draft. I think he's putting himself into some bad territory. When you look at what happened last season, and this is how you followed it up, this is not a good look for Mr. Veach. I'm just going to say that right now. He better hope to God that he hits the rest of this draft out of the park and Mansour Delane becomes a beast in the league. Because if those two things don't happen, we already had a lot of the fan base that was down on Brett Veach. I think we're going to have a lot more that are going to get in that Brett Veach needs to be fired bucket. I just do. Because that was a hell of a polarizing first pick, and the way he went about it was not smart, in my opinion. Mateo with the 5 bomb says this keeps getting worse. Mansour better have 7 to 10 interceptions. He better do something. He better do something. That's all I got to say, man. I appreciate the love, guys. Thanks for the 5, Mateo. But yeah, just so many good players still on the board too. The Lions pick is in, ladies and gentlemen. That would effectively put, the Minnesota Vikings on the clock. So let's see here. Oh, God bless. It just keeps getting worse, doesn't it, guys? It just keeps getting worse. With the number 17 pick in the NFL draft, the Lions have selected offensive tackle Blake Miller from Clemson, another player that the Chiefs really could have used. This was a plug-and-play right tackle, right there where the Chiefs needed something on that offensive line. Blake Miller was that guy. He plays with a nasty attitude. He's a big dude, 6 foot, almost 6'7", 317 pounds. He's a former wrestler. He has great technique, great movement. He started in 54 games at right tackle. He set Clemson's all-time mark with 3,778 snaps. So he's an Iron Man. He's always out there, always available. And like I said, he plays with a nasty attitude. He finishes strong. He was, to me, the best, just solid right tackle prospect in this entire draft. That's who I was really hoping the Chiefs were going to target at the end of the first round or move up to get, and he is now off the board. The Lions got a good pick here with Blake Miller. They filled a need. They needed that lineman. Blake Miller is a solid pick, even if he looks like Ron Weasley a bit in this picture. He looks like a fat Ron Weasley, but that's okay because Blake Miller is a dog. If you're a Lions fan, be happy with this pick. I think that's a solid pick from the Detroit Lions there. Really love Blake Miller, a big Blake Miller fan. That would have been an excellent pick for the Chiefs. I was really hoping that if they were going to go offensive line, that was going to be the one. So, man, my plans have been absolutely shot out the window because I had Tyson and Blake Miller in the first round. Brett Beach missed the mark here a little bit. And that's all right. You guys let me know in the chat, were any of you guys hoping that the Chiefs were going to nab Blake Miller? Because, that was a guy that I think fits that right tackle need. Keeter, you can turn around, bend over, stick your head up your own ass, and don't hit it on the way out. No one cares about you, so you can just go away. If you think Mansour Delane trading up for a corner at number 6 was a great idea, you don't know ball. Sorry. Veach got fleeced. Deal with it. I don't know if you're his nephew or something, but
I'm back.
It is what it is.
What in the hell's happening in here? I come back in and you're kicking somebody out to the pit.
Yeah.
What the hell?
I didn't pit him. He can sit in here and cry all he wants and act like he knows anything, but no one cares.
What are we doing though? What are we fighting about?
Hey, I'm just being an idiot saying that we cry about everything. We cry. You cried about it.
There's no crying.
Ain't no crying in baseball.
I don't even think. I mean, I don't know. I can't speak for Steve, but I don't even think Mansour Delane's a bad pick. I just think maybe
Mikey,
moving up to 6 wasn't.
Bain ain't on the board, brother. Bain's long gone. Appreciate the 2 though, man.
Bain
Mike,
went 15.
Some crazy things happened while you were gone, brother. Kenyon
Sadiq is the one that hurts my heart just a little bit.
Bain and Kenyon Sadiq back to back, and then Blake Miller back to back. Great prospects for the Kansas City Chiefs off the board. Just off the board, dude.
Yeah, I mean, what are you going to do?
I mean, don't be crying about it like Keeter said. Old Slapnut Keeter.
It's Keeter.
An idiot. That's what he is.
The Vikings are going to take. Okay, hold up. You guys are going to love this one.
Oh my God,
dude! Wait, hold up, because
it's here. Disgusting.
This one kind of surprises
Mike,
me.
I told you he was going to go early.
Okay, well, let's calm down a little bit.
I can't be calm.
Calm down.
I can't be calm at this moment.
I don't even have it. I gotta run out and grab this bad boy. What are we doing at this juncture?
Mike, I told you he was a first rounder. I told you.
I don't know how or why that this would happen, but they have taken Caleb Banks. Look, it had to be the memo that they sent out saying that his foot was good. Caleb Banks for me didn't move the needle because he might be a giant human, but the dude never hardly played. He couldn't stay on the field. He didn't string 5 good plays together ever. This is all off projection. I would have considered the Chiefs taking him at 29. If he was there at 40, I thought for sure. In no way in the world did I think this guy was going to be a top 20 pick.
Tall, athletic, 85
I don't care.
and a 7/8 inch wingspan. He
He
flashed in 2024. He showed what he could do. He was limited to 3 games because of the foot surgery, but he can't help that. He can't help that.
So how's that not injury prone?
Dude, I don't care.
We said this about Tyson.
There's a lot of people. I did not say that. I don't care about that.
But I'm just saying everybody said that about Tyson. So I'm just saying like this. I don't understand how this guy got in the top 20. I'll never get it.
Mike,
29, maybe. Tell me all you want. But 29, possibly I'd have considered it. 40 was better. This is a reach. This is 100% a reach.
It's not. It
It's
might be a bit of
100%
a
a
reach,
reach.
but I told you he was a first rounder. I knew he was a first rounder. The fact that he went in front of Peter Woods.
Nobody said this dude is a top
little
20,
wild.
and he went in front of Peter Woods, and he went in front of Caden McDonald, and he went in front of Lee Hunter. You're out of your mind.
Mike, you like stuff with the 2 bomb, letting us know what happened with Banks. Appreciate you, brother. Here's the thing, dude. You could say that all you want, but when it really boils down to it, as far as prospect, a defensive tackle prospect. I think he was best one in the draft. I would have took him if I was going off pure ceiling. I'm taking him over Peter Woods. And that's exactly what they've done here. They've went straight high ceiling because Caleb Banks has the highest ceiling out of any DT in this class. He's a monster. He showed flashes that he could be a Chris Jones type disruptor. And that's what people want nowadays, man. Chris Jones kind of changed the league to where, well, I take that back. Aaron Donald changed the league to where you want interior pass rush. Like a lot of, edge rusher used to be the name of the game, and it still is. But I think the league emphasizes on getting pressure from the inside now, and you see that trend totally. And I think that's what they're doing. They're putting a lot of, I guess, faith in a guy that has a high ceiling. That's all I could say about it.
Well, yeah. I mean, cool. That may have been the worst pick since the Chiefs picked Delane.
I could say I won't say it was a bad pick, but I will say it was probably the biggest reach.
I take it back. Maybe Ty Simpson at 13. That was a really stupid pick.
But other than that, one.
Other than that, I feel like it's just a little bit of a reach. But he's a good player. I'm not going to say he's not a good player, but that's the kind of move that I told you this. Caleb Banks is the kind of move that will get your GM fired.
No, Monsoor Delane is the type of trading up for Monsoor Delane is worse than drafting Caleb Banks.
Look, I'm going to tell you right now.
There's no way that you're telling me that.
Brett Veach could have drafted a janitor in a closet this weekend, and his job is safe. I think he feels like his job is so safe, and so does Andy. They all feel like it's safe because all offseason, all everybody said was they were untouchable.
I mean, they are for now, but they're literally working on not being. And here's the thing. Are you going to tell me right now, are you going to tell me that you would rather trade up and lose 2 draft picks to take Monsoor Delane, who was going to be there at 9 to begin with? You'd rather that scenario than taking Caleb Banks at number 18?
Monsoor Delane's the better player. He's the better prospect by a mile.
I said scenario.
Prospect. Yeah, I think I'd rather have Delane.
I don't think you're right on that one.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I didn't just get literally, they're not even close in my rankings.
I'm not saying best player because, yes, Monsoor Delane's going to be ahead, but just the way that they went about it. Like, you traded up 2 picks when you didn't have to.
I don't like the trade up.
Right. Yeah, that's my point. I'm just saying being able to sit there at 18 and take Banks might have felt better to me than trading up for Delane,
They didn't lose more draft capital. So I guess they win, but as a player, it's not even close.
Yeah. Mikey likes stuff. I think you doubled up one of your super chats, unless my end's being weird, but I appreciate the support, brother. Adam says, Delane train, baby. Cheer up, fellas, with the 2 bomb. Hey, man, it is what it is. We'll see. Appreciate that, though. We got What's Up with the 2 bombs. Says Young Falk, Parker R. Mason, Thomas, Lawrence.
Hey, hold up. Are we going to do this thing where everybody literally rages for like an hour about how bad the Chiefs picked and everything, and then we're going to change the mind and then come back and attack us for saying anything negative about it? Is that the trend we're going to see?
No. I think Adam's been a Delane guy from the beginning.
No, I don't think Adam's saying it, but I'm just saying, is this going to be the trend? Because we hear this every year. Like, we'll be disappointed just like everybody, but then everybody comes back and then they say, "How dare you guys be negative?"
That was old little Peter Keeter that did that. He got that needle on him. He got that needle on him.
There's going to be one random dude on X that everybody falls in love with and wants to date, and they're going to say it was a great pick, and then everybody's going to change their mind tomorrow, and you watch. Within a week, everybody will have changed their mind.
There's been a trade, ladies and gentlemen. The Eagles have moved up, received picks number 20 and a 7th rounder.
Who are they coming up for?
To the Cowboys for
Mekhi
pick
Lemon?
number 23, 114, and 137. Mekhi Lemon is still on the board.
Right. There's nobody really available. Like, that's wild that Mekhi Lemon's on the board right now.
Malachi Lawrence is what. It's going to be something crazy like that. You wait and see. No, I don't know, but there is a trade. So the Eagles are on the clock, ladies and gentlemen.
What is the deal with the Eagles and the Cowboys? Interdivisional, and they're helping each other?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if they're helping each other. I think they both probably thought they got the best of the trade.
Yeah, but are we trying to but you're helping the team that you have to go against. It's just kind of weird. I wouldn't have expected those two to be trade partners here.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird. Usually, any kind of inter-division trade partner is a little strange.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, the Panthers pick has still have I not seen the pick for the Panthers? Did I miss
Panthers
it?
took Blake Miller. You've already talked about
No,
that.
no, they didn't, Mike. That was not them. That was
Oh, my bad. My bad.
the
That
Panthers
was
selected with the number 19 pick overall. The Panthers selected tackle Monroe Freeling from Georgia. Which
Okay, so Monroe Freeling.
That probably upset the Eagles so bad that they took the first Georgia player off the board that they went ahead and traded up.
This is coming true exactly like we said. You are not getting a tackle to come down. It wouldn't surprise me if the Eagles have jumped now to get Max Ahanichor. There is going to be a run, and once these tackles are done, they're done.
Right. Monroe Freeling, though, guys, sensational athlete for a guy his size, 9.99 RAS score. I liked this kid a lot. The Chiefs actually showed a lot of interest in Monroe Freeling. Mike, I think that if the Chiefs were going to take one at 9, we talked about that.
Monroe Freeling may have been my choice.
I said that was the guy over Caden Proctor. He did end up being, off the board after Proctor, but I don't know. I like Monroe Freeling, actually. I think he's a good player. He only had one full season as a starter, though, but he did flash that he could be a franchise left tackle for somebody. He earned second team all SEC honors last year. He's a unit. He's a unit, brother. Very athletic. He doesn't have all the experience in the world, but I think he's a great prospect.
Yeah, I like Monroe Freeling. I think he does a lot of things well. He tested very well. He was a legit left tackle. I think he's got enough NFL strength. I liked him. I preferred him as a Chiefs-type player. Him, Proctor, Blake Miller. After that, I really didn't love too many. I don't know. Maybe the Chiefs like Caleb Lomu. I can't get on Lomu even being a first-round pick. So.
Yeah, you know what, though? That's Peter Schrager.
That is a Utah guy.
Peter Schrager said that he thinks they're going to take Lomu. So we'll see.
Lomu.
He also thought they were going to go Tyson, so he doesn't say anything. Mike,
Yeah,
the Eagles have traded up at this number 20 because they have made their selection, and you kind of hit the nail on the head.
Did I?
Yeah, you did. And I want to play the little thing just because I want to.
Ooh. Did Mike
number
win?
20 pick in NFL draft.
Ma-
The Eagles have selected
Oh.
Mekhi Lemon.
Okay.
And this is a great value for them. This is a top 3 receiver. That's not even arguable in this draft. I think as far as short area quickness, start and stop, even with contested catches, Mekhi Lemon is a dog, brother. Very good. Now, there are some red flags with a little bit of the attitude or just the way he acts, just like mental.
I mean, that's projection,
overall.
though, right?
It is. It's just people like, oh, he's weird, so I don't like him. I still think Mekhi Lemon was the best Chiefs fit as far as wide receiver goes in this draft, if they go by their usual standards. Mekhi Lemon is a great player for the Eagles, and I'll tell you why. They don't have A.J. Brown's out of there. He's likely gone. They have to do something at receiver, and I think they saw their opportunity here to go up and get a guy that's fell a little bit. I think that Mekhi Lemon was probably good enough to be in top 10 conversations, and you saw the other 2 top wide receivers go in the top 10. So the fact that he was still hanging around there, I think the Eagles thought it was too good to pass up. They move up. They get their guy, Mekhi Lemon. How do you feel about that one, Mike, for the Eagles?
I like Mekhi Lemon. I think he does decently well for the Eagles. They've tried to get that like slot receiver down for the last few years. I like the pick here. I think it's a good pick. I think this is a good value, honestly, for Mekhi Lemon at pick 20. I don't know if a lot of people thought Mekhi Lemon, like he was literally considered the Chiefs pick at 9 by most people for the majority of the off season. So, yeah, I like the pick. I think it's decent here. I'm very surprised that they didn't go with a Georgia kid. Maybe Monroe Freeling might have been their guy.
I told you, dude. Monroe Freeling went off, and they got so pissed.
So like, maybe they just didn't want to take Christian Miller. They're like, no, we ain't doing it. We're not taking C.J. Allen. We're just going to go ahead and go to the USC.
Yeah. They were like, you know what? We'll just take Mekhi Lemon off the board.
He said, F it, we ain't doing it.
One of the top 3 receivers in the draft. So, I mean, it is what it is. We got Matthew, been a member for 17 months. Says, I remember Veach got crushed moving up to get Mahomes. That move alone brought him a lot of rope. 100%. And that's technically John Dorsey, though, Matt. Veach just was, I think, what was he, a scout at the time or something? And he was just like, that was his guy. So he takes the claim to fame on Mahomes, but that was actually John Dorsey. But yeah, I do think that does give him a lot of rope. Trade up to get Patrick Mahomes, a franchise quarterback, is a lot different than trading up to get a corner that you're not going to have after 4 or 5 years from now. It's still questionable. I know a lot of people. You have a couple of people in chats like, oh, you guys are, you're tripping. He's a great player. Delane's awesome. Blah blah blah. We never said Delane was a bad football player. Delane's a great football player. He's a great corner.
Let's not do that.
Yeah.
And try to put words in people's mouths.
Exactly. He was actually the number 1 corner on Mike's board.
Yeah.
The problem is positional value. And if you don't know what I mean by positional value, I don't think that corner, the position, had the value to be a top 10 pick in this draft. I know we needed a corner, but I personally believe that corner is fairly deep in this draft, where there's a lot of other positions that are not. So you don't want to take a position that's deep in the draft when you could get a good guy in, say, round 3 or 4 in a top 10 pick when there's, say, edge rushers or offensive linemen that you needed to grab then. Because we've already seen a lot of these starting to go. Mike, there's actually been less edge rushers taken in this top, the top 20 picks than I thought, to be quite honest about it. I thought maybe some other guys would sneak in there.
Yeah, it's been kind of wild, but I think that there's a lot of edge rushers around that Malachi Lawrence mark, Zion Young, Gabe Akers. There's a lot of those right there at that late 20s, early 30s, and 40s that I do think there's a pocket. So maybe Brett Veach decided that, look, corner falls off a cliff a little more. We're not as comfortable at corner back in that back range. Maybe they're not as comfortable with Cisse and all them.
Yeah,
so they did it.
I mean, I'm kind of with Sam. I think corner was one of the deepest positions.
I think it is too, but maybe Delane just was head and shoulders above what they wanted. Or maybe, like I said this, remember, I'd said this a long time ago, probably a couple months ago, when I was talking about is corner off the board at number 9, because people always think, well, we develop, we do this, we do that. But what you've seen that year, back in 2022, when McDuffie slid and we were able to go up and get him, and he was a top 5, top 6 talent in this draft, or in that 2022 draft, you've seen what he was able to do on the back end of that defense. And maybe Brett Veach and them said, look, let's just get a guy like McDuffie that we don't have to worry about if they develop or not. More than likely they come in and they're going to be good, and we're just going to be solid for 4 or 5 years, and then we don't have to pay them. We move on.
Right. With the 5 bomb, says Monsour's going to be a stud. Veach has to answer the mail. Shallow draft means number of picks isn't needed. Parker, Boston next. We'll see. We'll see about it. Appreciate the 5, brother. Here's the thing. A lot of people are like, I think it's obnoxious gas in the chat. It's like, you can get some number 1 picks for Delane in a trade after his rookie contract's up. That's projection, right? Like, what's the chances? And I'm being dead serious. What's the chances that Mansour Delane is as successful in his rookie contract as Trent McDuffie?
Yeah, that's kind of my point.
Because
do we think he's really going to be Trent McDuffie part-time? Like, we think he's going to be a top 3 corner in the NFL in 4 years?
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's possible, but
never say never, but the odds aren't great.
The odds are not great for that. Trent McDuffie got you 1 late round number 1 draft.
Right. And this guy is essentially Trent McDuffie. Like, he gets bullied against bigger-bodied wide receivers. He gets physically beaten by bigger-bodied wide receivers. He'll come up and hit, but he ain't the biggest guy in the world. Like, he's got a lot of McDuffie traits.
I think the only corner I even know that's got more than 1 first-rounder was Sauce Gardner. And, I mean, let's be honest here. The chances of Delane being Sauce Gardner is,
Well, Sauce Gardner
he's been a bit of a bust, in my opinion.
Yeah.
For what people thought, but I don't even see Delane being a Sauce Gardner, to be honest. I don't know. I could be dead wrong. Night Flyer with 5 says, F those picks, Rams GM, everyone calm down, everything's fine. And you're not down with that. I got 2 words for you. Wait, what 2 words would that be, Night Flyer? Would it happen to be these words?
For the thousands here in attendance tonight and for the millions watching at home on TV. Oh, let's get ready to suck it!
Appreciate the 5 bomb, brother. Let's go. Mike, we got who's on the board right now? Who's on the clock? The old Steelers are on the clock here.
Yep.
As the Eagles just took Mekhi Lemon off the board. The Steelers needed a QB, but that's kind of out the window at the moment. They need offensive line, wide receiver, tight end, linebacker, and they have got their pick in. Let's see what they've decided to go with here. Mike, you couldn't have been more right about this, okay? And I'm just going to go ahead and tell you right now.
Oh, am I right about something? That's a surprise.
You would never be right about something. Would you?
No. What happened?
They have taken Max Ionachor.
Oh, makes sense. Huh?
I was trying to find the graphic, but I'm trying to do it all by myself, and I can't find it. Boom, there he is, Max
Sorry, you got
Ionachor.
him. Oh, Max Ionachor. Who'd have thought?
Yeah, exactly. There's that run of tackles you were talking about. He's right off the board, one pick after Monroe Freeling. So, I mean,
Yeah.
all the tackles essentially that Brett Veach said that were draftable in the top 35 are gone.
They're gone.
They're gone. This was the last one. Max Ionachor, absolute dog. Look at all the measurables. Look at all of his testing. A great prospect. Now, this is another guy kind of like Freeling that hasn't showed you a whole lot. But this is even more of a project than Monroe Freeling. This guy has only played football for like a year or two, right?
Yeah.
But he showed a lot. Was it the Senior Bowl or the Shrine Bowl? I can't remember. He went out there and really kind of set the world on fire by throwing some guys around. He looked really good. He flashed. He showed what he could be. This is kind of a Caleb Banks type pick where he is a lot projection. Like you're just looking at how high that ceiling is, and you're taking a shot on it. Max Ionachor, he plays mean. He plays nasty. I mean, he's kind of took a unique path here, Mike. He's getting picked number 21 overall in the draft, which is higher than a lot of people thought he was going to be.
Yeah.
He was born in Nigeria, moved to the U.S. at age 13, and he only started playing football in his junior year of college, as I just mentioned. He literally surged up the boards after that Senior Bowl performance. Like, he wasn't even thought of as a second-round pick back then, and all of a sudden, here he is getting picked at number 21. I think it's an excellent pick by the Steelers. A lot of promise with Max Ionachor there. I think he could really turn into something for them.
Yeah, I like Ionachor. He didn't play football in high school. He was a soccer player. He played, a lot of soccer. You can see it in his footwork. He's mean. He's nasty. He started off at East Los Angeles College back in 2021. Ended up at Arizona State. I like him. I think he's got a lot of traits that could be good in the NFL. But the thing about it is if you needed him this year, he might get worked a few times. Like, it's going to take him a few years.
That's true.
But
I
the
mean,
Steelers can develop.
Steelers still haven't even got their quarterback put together, brother.
Right.
So, I mean, they have a lot of things to get into place. And I've noticed this is the second team that have a lot of boxes to check that have decided to go offensive line. Because, I mean, why not start there? You know, you got to get a solid front and then go from there. Max Ionachor off the board at pick number 21 to the Pittsburgh Steelers. So if you're a Steelers fan, let us know down in the chat how you feeling about that one, man. Let's see here. What do we got going on?
Can I say something?
Yeah, you can.
We have over 800 likes, so let's do another giveaway.
Absolutely.
Hashtag ACU in the chat. Hashtag ACU. We're gonna do another giveaway. We're still over 1,000 people. There's been over 22,000 people already tuned into the stream tonight.
Let's go,
Great
baby.
stream. Appreciate you guys. Keep it going. Keep liking. Keep sharing. Keep subscribing if you haven't already. Hashtag ACU. We're giving away something else, and we're already at 882 likes. So once that gets to 1,000 likes, that would be insane, but we're going to give away something else. And the 1,000th like, we're going to give away something cool. I'm going to find something really,
nice.
really cool for the 1,000th like.
Something nice for you. Mike, we got Phil McCamus in that house with the 5-bomb. He's still not driving. He's still watching. He said we absolutely have to pick an edge at 29. Lawrence would be perfect. I like Malachi Lawrence to the Chiefs. I don't think we're going to get him where I thought we could get him, somewhere closer to the pick 40. At this point, there's no way. So if they take him at 29, I'm not going to be mad. I really fell in love with his tape late in the draft process when I really sit down and got to watch him. He has an arsenal of pass rush moves. He knows how to work a tackle. He's fast. He's strong. He's long. He can play the run. I love Malachi Lawrence, so I wouldn't be mad at that, Phil. Got a 2-bomb from Chief KT. Said Veach needs to leave or Mahomes will leave. Ooh.
Whoa.
Hot take there, Chief KT. I don't know about that. You think they might be a combo? I don't know. But he definitely needs to do something. I think this is another year where he could have got Mahomes a top-tier weapon and passed it up.
Yeah, I
So
think so.
I mean, Chief KT might not be far from Patrick Mahomes being like, "Come on, dude."
It is kind of annoying
Jordan
that
Tyson's on the board. Kenyon Sadiq's on the board. I need some help. I'm tired of doing this all by myself. My knee's shot because you all made me run around do everything by myself. And you went and drafted a corner. Corner. When our offense is the reason that we lost so many games last year, you went and drafted a corner with
And
the top
honestly,
10 pick.
corner's not the reason you couldn't get off the field. It was the pass rush not getting home.
Exactly. We got Bird Banger with the 2 bombs. Says Mike Sour Delay is what the pick name sounds.
What?
Is this some kind of cryptic message, Bird Banger? I don't know what you're trying to say.
My sour delay.
If you can get it
What's
in the
sour
chat, if you
delay?
can, maybe you got auto corrected or something. You know. Hey, our boy Justin's in the house, baby. 3-putt golf. With
Appreciate
the
you, brother.
membership. Thanks for giving that away. If you got that, make sure to thank him in the chat. Thanks for the support, my man. Tony Bone with the 2 bombs says, I hope I don't get pissed again when pick 20. Fully expect to be pissed.
Oh,
I'm already there. The fact that they traded up to take Monster Delane makes me think that I have to be pissed at the next pick because they're going to do something crazy. All right, guys, at pick number 22, the freaking Los Angeles Chargers have got themselves a good one. They've selected edge rusher Akeem Mesidor from Miami. That's an excellent pick for the Bolts. I'll just say it, man. I hate to see it. I'm sure if you're a Bolts fan, you love to see it. Akeem Mesidor is a great prospect here. Here's the thing with Akeem Mesidor. He's ready to go. Akeem Mesidor comes into this league ready to go as an edge rusher. He's going to have immediate impact for you. Yes, I know he's going to be 26 years old, but you don't have to sign him to a second contract. We're not going to sign our number 6 pick overall to a second contract.
Yeah, there you go.
So that does not matter that he's 26. The fact that they just got a top edge rusher in this class who maybe was overshadowed by his counterpart in Ruben Bain. Akeem Mesidor's tape stuck out to me when I was watching Ruben Bain. I was like, well, hell, the other side's just as good. He's 25, like I said, but he's got a relentless motor. He had 52.5 total tackles for loss and 35.5 sacks over his college career. This guy gets after it, and he gets it done. He's going to put pressure on the quarterbacks, and I hate to see him in our division, to be quite honest about it.
Me too. I think it's a great pick. I think that I don't like it that he's coming to the AFC West and he's going to be chasing Patrick Mahomes. That's not good. It's just not good. And there's no tackles now to help block him. They're not on the board because we took a corner at number 6. I don't know what to do right now. I'm getting a little scared, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a little scared, guys. Let's put it that way.
That's great. Somebody asked in the chat, let's see here. We got a 2 bomb from Trey. He said, is there a reaction from Mahomes yet? Let's see.
He went to sleep, maybe.
He just said, let's get it.
I mean, what was he going to say? He ain't going to come out and be like, F this.
He said, let's get it with a little strong arm. And that might have been before we took Delane, brother. It might have been the beginning of the draft.
That might have been when the draft started.
Because I think it was when they drafted Delane. He was trying to show his support for such a bad pick, you know?
Yeah, he's like,
I don't know. But yeah, there has been a Patrick reaction. So yeah.
He said, hey.
Appreciate the 2, my man. Mike, let's give something away, man. We got all these hashtag ACUs. Let's give something away.
Yeah, I want to give some stuff away. Let's do it. I'll just choose a winner right now. Let's go. Scott TGMO. Scott TGMO. If I can find it, I'll put it on the screen for you. There you go. Scott TGMO. Appreciate you, brother.
Congrats.
Our 4th winner of the night. I'm going to be broke sending out stuff, but you know what? I had a good time with it. We still got over 1,000 people here. Appreciate everybody tuning in, watching this draft. And look, it may not have fell the way we've wanted it so far, but heads up. We got 914 people that have liked. When we get to 1,000, we're giving away something even cooler. Okay, I might even dig into I don't even know what I'll do, but it's going to be awesome. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Appreciate all you guys being with us.
Absolutely. You guys are awesome. Keep hitting that like button, baby. Let's give something else away. Why not? We got Tony Bone with another 5 bombs. Says, please pick Omar Cooper Jr. Would that make you a little happier?
Yes, I'd be pumped with it.
Would that make you a little happier, Mike?
I'd be a little horned with it, you know?
Yeah. Who's on the clock right now? Let me see.
I don't even know.
We got the Cowboys are on the clock with pick number 23 because of that trade with the Eagles. So Cowboys are on the clock at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. We'll let you know as soon as we hear something about that pick. Right now, we got a freaking 20 bomb from our girl Kim.
Kim.
Let's go. She says that thank you for all your effort. Appreciate that. She says Mansoor is Arabic for victorious or triumphant. So let his name be a premonition. Positive vibes.
Hey, let's go.
Let's hope so, baby. Let's hope so. Hey, Kim, appreciate the 20 bomb. Thanks for your support. It's good to see you, by the way. It's been a minute. Chris Wright with a 2 says, hot take, Veach's ass rode 15 since 2017. Chris Wright, I don't know how hot of a take that is at the moment. Everyone's so mad at what just happened, at what they just witnessed after all the build up to this draft. This has been the most hyped up draft of the Kansas City Chiefs in the last 20 years, or maybe ever. And that's what Veach served us up. So I think right now, I don't know if that's a hot take. I think a lot of the fan base is probably right there with you, brother. But we'll see. We'll see what he manages to pull off the rest of this draft. If he can pull his head out of his butt or not, we'll see. Johnson Robinson Jr. with the 2 bombs. It's kind of crazy. No other corner has been drafted yet. Exactly.
Because there's a lot of them
Because
out
the corners
there.
are so deep in this draft, no one gives a shit. And here Brett Veach is trying to trade up.
And it's possible you may have got Jermon McCoy to fall through at 29. And at the worst, you were going to get, like, what, Colton Hood?
Dude, if Jermod McCoy is on the board at pick 29, Brett Veach failed this draft so hard that he might just need to pack his bags.
I just don't know, man.
That would be gross. That would be awful. I'm just going to have to throw that out there. Appreciate the 2, man. Let's see. Cowboys still on the board here. I think they've made the selection, ladies and gentlemen.
They've got it.
They got it?
They've got it. We've got it on the board. With the number 23 pick in the NFL draft, they have taken Malachi Lawrence. Defensive end.
Told you.
Steve, I've been telling people, though, watch Malachi Lawrence as a first-round sleeper possibility, and here it is.
Yeah, I didn't want it to happen. I was trying to not put that in the air. I really wanted Malachi Lawrence. I think he might have been one of my favorite edge rushers in this class. He's a high upside defender, top 10 in a history of sacks at UCF.
Yeah, 100%.
He did have a couple surgeries, both on his shoulders, so it created a little bit of medical concerns for some teams, and I think that's why he was kind of more in the conversation for second round. But the Cowboys took a calculated risk here. The Cowboys are knocking this draft out of the park, and it's weird to say Jerry Jones.
Caleb Downs, Malachi Lawrence, that's wild.
Absolutely sick. I mean, look at this, guys. Look at his testing.
Steve,
off the charts.
Caleb Downs, Malachi Lawrence is what some Chiefs fans wanted at like 929.
Yeah.
And Dallas has pulled it off. They've pulled off the draft that a lot of Chiefs fans have wanted.
Yeah, man. I mean, this is a nasty pick here. Malachi Lawrence would have been a great pick for us at the end of the first round. I think it was Phil that just said that in a super chat. Like, hey, let's get Lawrence. There is no Lawrence. He gone. He's gone to the Cowboys. Excellent pick by the Cowboys. So far, the Cowboys are killing this draft.
Also, is this the run? Is this the run on defensive ends we're getting ready to see right now? Because we know that's coming too.
Gosh, get ready to get Keldrick Falk, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my God, Keldrick Falk is
it's
still
shaping
on
up
the
for
board,
a Mansour
guys.
Lane Keldrick Falk draft, and we're all going to collectively throw up in our own mouths.
You may literally see not only Chiefs fans, but I myself might pass out if that is what our first round ends up being tonight.
Hey, the world's setting it up for Brett Veach to fail right now, and he's taking the bait.
Guys, a trade up for Delane and then a Kelvin Falk. And will they really trade up for him too?
Keldrick. It's not even Kelvin.
Keldrick. I wanted to call him Kelvin. I always call him Kelvin. That's his name. That's his government name.
Keldrick.
Yeah, Keldrick.
Hey, 10 bomb from Matt Coughlin says everyone trashing Veach, but we got 3 Super Bowls from having some of the picks he chose. Maybe he didn't pick Mahomes and he's had a few duds, but pretty solid in the drafts. I think Veach has had like a couple of decent drafts. He's had a lot of bad draft picks. I do think that the 3 Super Bowls are a direct result of Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid combo. Not so much to do with Brett Veach, but you do have to give him some flowers for that. He has made some good selections. I'm not talking too much trash on Veach. I've never been a hate Veach kind of guy. I'm not a trust in Veach person where I think he can do no wrong because we've seen him do wrong, right? We've seen him make some bad picks. We've seen Breland Speaks. We've seen Clyde Edwards-Helaire. We've seen Sky Moore. So we know that when he's bad, he's bad. We've seen McCole Hardman over DK Metcalf. I mean, we've seen some blunders from Brett
Yeah.
Veach. But I'm still not a hate Brett Veach guy. I still think he's one of the best GMs in the NFL. I'm starting to question his ways. Like, this might be the first time where I'm like, I don't know about it.
Yeah. Steve, this is a guy that snuck into the first round. I thought he had a chance. I didn't think he's actually going to get there, but he did.
I figured he would.
The Browns at pick 24 have taken KC Concepcion, another guy that a lot of people like the Chiefs to take at wide receiver at 29. He's not on the board. Look, I like KC Concepcion. I think he can get open at the NFL level. He's got great hair. I mean,
Yeah,
there's a
look at
lot
that.
of things about
Look at that.
Concepcion that I like. I think he's a good kid all around. I like his football character. I like his personal character. I think he's a good kid. I'm rooting for him right here at number 24 to the Browns, but again, it's the Browns. I don't know what's going to happen here, but I'll say I'm surprised that the Browns didn't go ahead and just take another offensive lineman here because they need offensive line bad.
Hey, I don't know if this is real or if it's just because of the pick, but there's a tornado warning in North Kansas City right now. Sirens are going off because everybody's losing their minds about this Mansour Delane. Casey Concepcion, Mike, I like the pick of Casey Concepcion. I think he's a very good receiver. A lot of people were overlooking him in this draft as a first rounder, like you said, but I kind of thought he would sneak into the back of the first round. He could line up inside or outside. He had 919 yards, 10 total touchdowns last year. He did have a bit of a drop issue, and that's the only thing that made me questionable about Casey Concepcion. I actually thought he'd be kind of a good fit for the Chiefs. Didn't really want him to take him, so it's not like I'm upset about this, but I think for the Browns, who needed a wide receiver, it's not a bad pick. I think it's a pretty solid pick. I think pretty decent value, Casey Concepcion. I know there were a lot of our viewers that did like him a lot. So he gone. He is gone, guys. So far, it looks like the wide receivers came off about as heavy as I expected, to be quite honest about it. We still haven't seen Omar Cooper, who I thought maybe should go before Casey Concepcion.
Yeah.
But, I mean, right now it's kind of par for the course, I think. But decent pick for the Browns. That's got the Bears on the clock at pick number 25. So we'll see what they decide to do. Hopefully they take Keldrick Falk. Cross your fingers, ladies and gentlemen. Cross your damn fingers.
Yeah, we'll see.
That's all I got to say. Mike, we got Godflower with the 2 bombs. His pick 29 is a corner. If he goes corner in round 1, when he is notorious for hitting corners mid to late draft, and this is a mid-round deep corner class, I think that tornado is going to land. The tornado's going to touch down.
Oh, no.
That's all I got to say. Mikey likes stuff with the 2. Says, Mike, your boy, Boston. They're going to get Denzel Boston, you think?
I wouldn't love it. I don't love it, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, geez, I really don't like it at all.
Not a big fan. Wynn says Hal at 29. Hey, if we take Cassius Hal, I would be happy with that. I actually told Mike today that I think Cassius Hal could be a steal in this draft. That I think that there's no way he should get outside the first round. He's undersized, but he's an absolute dog, brother. Cassius
I
Hal's
like
a
Cassius
monster.
Howe. I do think he's falling out of the first round. Now, I will say this. If there's a big run on
I think the Bears
edges-
take Omar Cooper right here. I'd almost bet it. They've been getting weapons for Caleb Williams. I bet you anything they're like, hey, did y'all just hand us Omar Cooper Jr.?
Well, they do need a safety, and they need a little bit of edge work. So, I mean, they could still take maybe a T.J. Parker. They could still take maybe a Zion Young. You've got McNeil Warren's on the board right now. Maybe Trey Dan Stukes sneaks up to this one. Who knows?
Jaron says happy with Hal. WTF. Yeah, I mean, at this point, does it matter? Hal at 29 would be a much better pick than Mansour Delane at 6. Hal's a dog, man. Yeah, I think the Bears are probably going to snatch up Omar Cooper Jr. If we have any Bears fans in the chat, throw down there who you think they're going to grab. But I think they've been consistent. They've been the opposite of Brett Veach. Ever since they got Caleb Williams, they've been doing nothing but trying to get him weapons and make him comfortable. They pulled over Big Head from the Chargers right off the rip to give him a security blanket. What's his name? Keenan Allen. They drafted Colston Loveland. They've tried to put pieces in place. They had what's the other? They drafted another wide receiver too. I can't remember his name. Sorry, but they've put pieces around him. And then you look at like Patrick Mahomes, who came in as a franchise quarterback. What weapons have they got him besides Rasheed Rice, Sky Moore, McCall
Right.
Hardman.
Just a bunch of mids.
Yeah, it's a bunch of mids.
Xavier Worthy.
This was the year to take a swing, and they didn't do it. So that just shows you right there. The Chiefs have no interest. Like I said, they have zero interest in making their pass rush elite. They have zero interest in getting Patrick Mahomes weapons. End of story. They just don't. They're never going to do it. Not with Brett Veach there.
It's kind of sad because Patrick Mahomes deserves to not always have to play at
Carry
such
the
an
whole
elite
load?
level.
Yeah,
but yes,
absolutely.
they force him to carry everything. And
You also have his number one security blanket, his go-to, retiring after this year. And you had a chance to get him somebody like Jordan Tyson. You had a chance to get him a Kenyon Sadiq. You had a chance to try to replace that, and you didn't. You also got Rasheed Rice coming up on a contract year. I mean, I don't know what they were thinking. I'm not real sure. But, hey, trust in Veach we trust, baby.
yeah.
Mikey likes stuff with another 5-bomb. Says, I'm sitting here munching on a bag of chocolate chips because I can't hit up Qdoba. Ooh. Little Qdoba don't sound
sounds
too
good.
bad. Get you a little burrito or nacho action. Guys, appreciate y'all being here. Do us a favor. Hit the like button if you haven't. If you just came into the stream, every 200 likes, we're doing a giveaway. We do a drawing. The winner of that is going to win a mystery gift. All you got to do is email us your shipping address if you win, and we're going to ship you something out in the mail. So, yeah, hit the like button if you haven't. Share it out with friends, family, any NFL fans you know. Let's get it going, baby. We're on the back run here of this draft. The Bears have made their selection, Mike. So,
yeah, I'm getting nervous because at this point they need to be taking
it's
Falk
actually
off the board.
I'm okay with this pick because I think I think it's solid, I guess, but I still don't think he should have been a first rounder. But he was the second best in his position.
It makes
Hopefully
sense.
I could find him here. They have selected with pick number 25, Dylan Tiedemann, the safety from Oregon, 9.71 RAS score, very good athlete. Like I said, he's the second best safety in the class behind Caleb Downs. A lot of people had this cat going way up the board. I've seen mocks of him even up to number 12, but he's here at number 25. He was first team all Big Ten selection. He's a versatile defensive back. He can impact the run game in the box, in the slot. He's a big addition for their defense. I thought they would go offense, still try to cater to Caleb Williams, but I think they're trying to get that defense on lock. I think he's a valuable little chess piece, somebody you can move around, do a lot of things with in the defense. So I think it's a good pick for the Bears.
Yeah, I like the pick. I think it's a good pick. His tape all the way back at Purdue was really, really good. I think a lot of times he does take bad angles. He wants to hit people so bad, and he plays at such a high level. He will take a lot of bad angles and give up some big plays. But I do like the pick. I think it's a good pick for the Bears.
Yeah, absolutely. So Dylan Tiedemann off the board at pick 25 to the Chicago Bears. Da Bears.
Da Bears.
If you're a Bears fan, let us know what you think in the chat. How do you like it? What you think about it? Texans are on the clock, brother. Texans need offensive line. They need defensive line. They need linebacker. They need cornerback. They need edge rushers. What do you think they do? What do you think they do here? Now, look at your big board. Take a quick peek-see at your big board. What do you think they do here? Texans notoriously go defense.
The Texans, I think the Texans could look at defensive tackle. They could look at
Lee Hunter.
No, he's not the number one defensive tackle on my board. It'd be Peter Woods.
Yep.
Also, Caden McDonald could be a pick here. I'm surprised he hasn't win at this point. But I've heard they really like Christian Miller. That's where I would maybe look. And to get him off the board so the Chiefs don't get tempted, I'm kind of hoping Kendrick Falk.
Take
Keldrick Falk.
You can't get that guy's name right to save your life. And that tells you a lot. That tells you a lot.
Did I call him Keldrick last time and you told me it was Kendrick?
No, you called him Kelvin, and then you've called him everything but Keldrick.
I don't like to say his name fully because I'm afraid I'm going to put it in the universe.
Chief KT with the 2 bomb says, if I'm Mahomes, I'm done taking pay cuts. Yeah, brother, they're putting him in a bad spot. They really
You got to
are.
realize, though, Mahomes isn't really taking pay cuts on those. He's just getting the cash up front.
Yeah, that's true, too.
He's not really losing nothing.
But he did set up the most team-friendly quarterback
Right.
contract
He helps
out
them,
there.
but he ain't really losing nothing.
Well, no, but they definitely need to start treating him a little bit better with this kind of stuff, I think. My Sexy with the 5 bomb says, I actually wouldn't be mad if we picked Jermod McCoy. I know 2 DBs, but that would be lockdown city. Then pick 40 has to be a defensive end or a defensive tackle. I mean, at this point, if that's the route you were going to take, if you were okay with trading up to take Mansour Delane at pick number 6, then I don't care either. I'm right there with you because obviously you're so horned up over cornerback you could pass out. So you might as well take Jermod McCoy if he falls to 29.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, at this point, I wouldn't even care.
So Houston has traded up with Buffalo. So has Buffalo traded down twice now? They're literally sitting right in front of the Chiefs. Are they trying to come down and snipe whoever we want just to try to, get us back for all those times?
I don't know. Did they trade back twice or just once?
I was thinking they did trade back another time already, but maybe not. Maybe not. I could just be, I was thinking maybe they traded with Cleveland at 24. Was that not a trade too for Cleveland? Or I'm not for sure.
No, Cleveland traded back. Right?
I know they did, but I didn't know
With
if they
us.
traded. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think
So,
Buffalo's traded twice.
Houston's picking right now.
I think the pick's in. I'm just trying to find it.
Yeah. You've got the 49ers at 27, who's on the clock already. The Bills at 28 and the Chiefs at 29. So we literally picked now in 2 more picks, and Brett Veach and them could not trade up from 29. They couldn't do it because you lost all your draft capital to get a corner that would have been there at 9. Jermod McCoy is going to fall to 29, is he not?
If he does, that makes that first pick so much
You know
more
who else is
gross.
on the board?
Avion Terrell.
Chris Johnson.
Chris Johnson.
I thought Chris Johnson was going to go in the top 25.
Guys.
I had a hunch that he was going to go between 20 and 25, and it didn't happen. So I was wrong about that. But look at all these corners on the board.
Hey, Mikey likes stuff with a 5 bomb. Says called it earlier, sticking with it, going to take McCoy at 29 if he's there. At this point, I do not care. Like, I don't care what they do. Like, I said that before the draft because I didn't think that what they did was a possibility. So I didn't realize how weird and odd it could get.
Right.
But, I mean, honestly, at this point, it really doesn't matter. Like, you put all your stock in Mansour Delane in a cornerback. So, I mean, at this point, you do what you do, man. I'm gonna let you cook and see what happens, I guess.
Yeah, let's see what you can do. The pick's in. The Texans traded up with the Bills to select a guard.
Oh, wow.
They took Keelan Rutledge out of Georgia Tech. And look, I didn't think he was going to go before Chase Basantis or Emmanuel Pregnon, but he did. And that's weird because this dude had blood clots in his leg just like
Trey
Smith. And there was actually times that they thought they were going to have to amputate this guy's foot. So I thought there was going to be enough medical concern there that he may slip right out of the first round, but he didn't. So I hope he has a good career, but this is wild because they had been talking about wanting a big defensive tackle this entire offseason, and then they go ahead and take a guard here. So taking him over Pregnon is kind of wild to me. Taking him over maybe, there's just a couple other guards that I thought, but I think Keelan Rutledge was my guard number 3. So, okay. Okay. I had him rated right above Basantis, but I actually thought Basantis could have get drafted more because of the red flag.
He's a physical, like high-intensity guard. He seeks contact. When you watch his tape, he's always looking for it. He shows the ability to fight through injuries, which you just talked about. I think he's a plug-and-play type starter for the Houston Texans. I think he'll get right in there. So I think it's a good pick. But, yeah, the medicals did kind of scare me off of him a little bit too. So I had him a little bit further down my board. But I don't think it's a bad pick by the Texans. If they needed interior offensive line, I think he'll do the job just fine. If you're a Texans fan, get down in the chat. Let us know how you feel about Keelan Rutledge because that's your new guard, baby. That's what you got.
It's pretty wild, dude. I don't know really what's happening here. I can't tell you where the Chiefs are going. There's already been another trade. The Dolphins have now traded up. So, geez, I don't know who they're coming to get. The Dolphins need a corner. Maybe the Dolphins are going to come up and get. Maybe the Dolphins were concerned that the Chiefs would take McCoy, and the Dolphins are going to take him at 27. Or maybe they come get Chris Johnson. I don't know. Did they already address wide receiver? No, they got Caden Proctor.
Chief Kelsey made an appearance. Check this out. I seen a ghost. He said Mahomes never said he wanted CEH. Well, the whole story was they asked Mahomes who he wanted, and he said Clyde. So, I mean, I don't know. Is that story fake? I think Andy actually said that. Did Andy make it up?
I don't know. Maybe he just said he preferred or something. I don't know.
I think Andy actually said they asked Mahomes who he wanted, and he said Clyde. So, I mean, maybe Andy's lying to everybody's face. I'm not for sure. It's a possibility.
I mean, yeah, he kind of hum-hoes around everything,
What
don't
do
he?
you think the Dolphins are going to do here, brother? It looks like they need a wide receiver, obviously. Traded Jalen Waddle away.
Jermon McCoy would make sense if they
went
feel
offensive.
okay.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. They did take offensive line earlier in the draft with Caden Proctor. I think maybe McCoy makes a lot of sense here. Otherwise, they need an edge rusher and a safety. And, I mean, Tineman just came off. So
Chris Johnson, Jermon McCoy, Keldrick Falk, Zion Young. Let's hope they take Falk off the board. I'm telling you, if Falk is our number 29 pick, Chiefs fans are going to riot. They did not like Keldrick Falk this entire offseason, and they didn't want a quarter at number 9. So I think you may have got them the worst draft they can possibly conceive if that's what you pull off tonight.
yeah.
There may be a riot in the streets.
Told you that tornado was going to touch you down.
Man, there may be some problems, some trouble in paradise. Have we picked the new giveaway yet? Because if not, I'm going to go ahead and choose a winner. I think we're ready to go.
Are we to 1,000 likes?
No, I don't think we picked 800 yet.
I thought you did. I thought it was that Scott guy.
No, I don't think we picked.
We've picked 4 winners, so that would make total sense.
Oh, did we pick it? Okay.
Yeah. Mike.
Are you sure?
You're doing too much.
Sorry.
Yeah, we did. Well, it'll be the next one at 1,000 likes.
Okay.
But if you're just coming into
So
the
we're
chat,
close.
if you're just coming in, hit the like button. When we get to 1,000 likes, we're going to give something else away. We've been doing a giveaway at every 200 likes, and yeah, it's a mystery gift. So if you get a chance and you get it, then you'll just send your mailing address and we'll ship you out something. Yeah, man, hurry up, Dolphins. Make your pick. You traded up. You seemed confident. Tell me who you want. I hate when people trade up and then they take forever to pick. It's like you already had a guy in mind, or you wouldn't trade it up. You think they come up here and take like an edge rusher, like a Zion Young, or a?
I'm hoping Falk's coming off the
Maybe
board.
they decide to go like a Cassius Hal the type. I don't know. They like the bigger guys though. Usually they're kind of like Spags in a sense, where they always want like the heavy guys.
Hey, what are you talking about? Chill. I'm not unchill.
Hey, it's not all good if they take Keldrick Falk, brother.
Why is everybody acting like we're just like, guys, come on. You cannot tell me that you're going to be pumped for Delane and Falk.
Nobody would be.
With all these good players on the board, like we had a chance to get Tyson or Bain, and we had all these good chances. Like you could get Jermon McCoy.
Peter Woods is still on the board, bro.
Think about this. You could get Peter Woods and Tyson, or Bain and Tyson, or Bain and McCoy, or just give me all different kinds of things. That's good night. What are we doing?
Hey, Mike, you called it, brother. You called it. You called it in a couple different ways, and you don't even know it. But they did trade up to get a corner. But they took your boy, who you said would make the first
Chris
round. They
Johnson.
have selected Chris Johnson.
Because
Chris Johnson,
he's good.
athletic freak, big, long, physical corner. I love the pick, man. He's pretty sticky. I think he does a lot of different things for you. He's pretty versatile, right? Like he's good in both zone and man. And I mean, he was a beast for San Diego State, right? You've been saying that he was going to hit the first round, no doubt about it. And here it is. So good call on that. It's kind of crazy that he went before Jermod McCoy. I will say that. But I think you're right. If you're talking about him having to have another knee surgery, it makes total sense that they decided to go Chris Johnson over McCoy.
Yeah. I'd moved McCoy down to number 3 on my board. I'd moved Johnson above him to number 2, not off pure traits, but because of the knee injury thing. So it's played out the right way. I just didn't think you would take one at number 6. I didn't think you needed to.
Son. Hey, good pick. Good pick by the Dolphins, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Way to come up there and get your guy. Chris Johnson's a solid football player, and I think they got a good one, man. Dude, the Keldrick Falk stuff's starting to get real.
It is.
I'm going to throw up in my own mouth.
You guys, look, prepare yourself now because this is what the Chiefs do. Just prepare it. I'm sad for you.
Omar Cooper Jr. is still out there. Maybe they could save themselves a little bit and get Mahomes a little weapon. But I'll tell you, Omar Cooper Jr. is not Jordan Tyson. He's not that level. So they're still kind of just throwing another Rashee Rice at him, in a sense.
Yeah, that's what it is. He would be a Rashee Rice kind of thing, but man, I don't know. You got to
Michael,
get scared about it.
Michael been a member for 6 months, says disappointed with the lane. We could be having Bain Parker duo.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, there's lots of different possibilities. They really put a wrench in the gears with that pick. Guillermo with a 10 says Veach, Reed do not understand Mahomes is the only reason they win. I don't know how they don't know that. So Chiefs win, and they don't bother to change a bit. They do the same shit year after year. It's going to cost some Mahomes prime years. It already cost us 110%. And if they do not invest in this offense, if they don't start right now and invest in this offense heavily, you're going to probably see another year of the offense being stagnant and the Chiefs losing a lot.
I don't know who they invest right now.
How
number 29 that makes as much of an impact as a Kenyon Sadiq or a Jordan Tyson would have made.
Well, that's my point, dude. Here's the thing. We lost so many games last year because our offense sucked ass. They have been stagnant and bad for 2 years now. Patrick Mahomes has been running around. He was the leading rusher on the team to the point to where this kid's running around until he gets his knee shredded, trying to save the team and get to the playoffs because we couldn't score any damn points other than Harrison Butker. And he was missing a lot of his field goals. So it's like we are not putting points up. Our defense, for better or for worse, they couldn't stop a lot on third down, but they were still a top 10 defense in the league for the last 2 years. Like, why are you not investing in the offense right now? Like, I feel like you are literally – I know they went and got Kenneth Walker, which was a huge move, and I totally respect it. They got to get the run game going. But, guys, they have to get this offense rolling. They got to put points on the board to win. That's been the Chiefs' MO for 10 years now. They're going to score 30 points, so just have a good enough defense. When did we turn into, hey, we have to be the number one defense in the league and hope to God that we win with 13 points on the board?
Yeah.
When did that happen?
I don't know, man. I'm looking at the board. I'm looking at our top 30s. Do you realize the only players left that we know that have taken a top 30 that is an offensive pick at number 29 would be if you reached on Chris Bell or Chris Brazel or Ted Hurst. That's it. Oscar Delp is not worth the number 29 pick in the draft. Justin Jolie, Kevin Coleman, Malik Benson, those are not worth the 29
They could go
picks.
outside the box and grab it. I did say that they might try to get Eli Stowers at the back end of the first round. You did hear some smoke about that. He's still
Stowers
around.
could be something. I actually think at this point, Stowers would make me a little more happy as to where I am right now.
Anything other than Keldrick Falk, brother.
Now, again, he covers the slot, but is Trey Dan Stukes in play?
The Patriots pick is in, and the Chiefs are officially on the clock, ladies
The Patriots,
and
did
gentlemen.
they trade up? Did the Bills trade again?
Yeah.
The Bills have traded literally like twice.
The Bills like
tonight.
no one in this draft.
Dude, the Bills ain't having nothing. They're like, forget this.
Yeah.
And the Bills traded with Buffalo and New England.
Brandon Bean has now traded down twice. They traded with, they did number 28 to the Patriots for 31 and 125.
What is the deal with interdivisional trades right now?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what what New England was coming up for, but
They need an
guys,
edge rusher. Please be Falk.
Look, guys, the Chiefs are officially on the clock. We are going to see right now if Brett Veach can salvage night one. Because he's got some work to do.
Guys, I'm scared.
I'm scared too.
I'm going to put up a poll. If I can get it to work. Who do you want at 29 if the Patriots take the pick, it's fine. It's not a big deal. But I'm going to put Falk, McCoy, Cooper Jr. and Peter Woods. I think that might be a good one to start with. I'm going to put it up.
So the Patriots traded up to grab tackle.
The last
Caleb
tackle.
Lomu.
The last tackle, ladies and gents, which means the Chiefs don't even have a tackle on the board.
Caleb Lomu is a guy that I think is going to get kicked into guard, but he is a tackle. He did test quite high. 2025, he allowed 0 sacks. So he was first team all Big 12. He started 24 games at left tackle in the last 2 years. Caleb Lomu is a good offensive lineman. I just have a hunch that he might end up being a guard in the league. Maybe I'm wrong. But Lomu is the last tackle on that board that would have even made sense for the Chiefs at this point. So I think they're completely out on offensive tackle at 29. Must have been more smoke by Brett Veach to get every corner in the draft.
Lomu was not worth the first-round pick, but you've seen Lomu was not worth the first-round pick. I did not think Lomu was a first-round pick. I had Lomu rated on my big board. Bear with me. I had him 40. So it was a reach to get him in. But you've seen what happened because there are no tackles. And they knew the Chiefs possibly could have taken Lomu, and that was the last shot, and they come up and took him. So now the Chiefs are in trouble, but they've already got their pick in.
Pick is in, baby.
The pick is in, which means they were sitting there waiting. They wanted this. This seems like it's got Keldrick Falk all
Tony
over
Bone with the 2-bomb. Appreciate you, brother. Better draft right.
Yeah, appreciate you, man.
But I tell you, if I see Keldrick
this has
Falk
Falk
up here,
all over it right now, and I am literally terrified that our night is going to be a trade up for Mansour Delane, Keldrick Falk, and losing 2 day 2 picks, or a day 2 and a day 3 pick. So losing 2 picks.
that's when you pass on guys like Reuben Bain, Jordan Tyson, and even at this juncture, you'd be passing on some dogs like Peter Woods. You'd be passing on.
Dude, does Peter Woods have to be the pick? You've got to help the defensive
Omar
line.
Cooper Jr. is available.
I get that, but you got to help the defensive line at this point. You can't just take,
Well, I think they've helped the defense enough by investing
but they didn't
the whole
help the right
farm in
thing.
Mansour Delane. Yeah.
I think it's wild. Look, I think it's either got to be, for me, you got to be Peter Woods. You have to be maybe Omar Cooper Jr. I would love that pick. It wouldn't surprise me if
Check
it's
this
not
out. Check this
Falk.
out. The Steelers were on the phone with Mekhi Lemon at number 21, planning to pick him. Then the Eagles traded up to number 20 and snaked him from him. Oh, that's rough.
Hey, it is what it is,
He
man.
seemed like a Steeler, honestly. Didn't he? All right, man. What are we going to do, guys? Cross your fingers, pray, do whatever you got to do. Come on now. Let's go.
I'm half like literally scared right now.
Dude, come
Like,
on,
look,
brother.
look, here's my thing, guys. And please hear me out on this. I don't want anything that you think that you're hearing tonight is just us being like super negative. This is complete and utter like shock coming from people that have followed the Chiefs and followed our draft and to follow this draft like this. I didn't expect the first corner to come off the board no earlier than pick 10 or 11. And I thought we could sit at 9 and take Delane if we wanted. Maybe I was wrong. I don't know. But there was a lot of things here. I knew there was going to be a run on tackles, and you had to get one early. Oh, my God. What have we done?
Chiefs pick is in, brother. The Chiefs pick is in. And I think it might make you a little happier. I still don't know if this makes me over the moon about day one. But there are reports that the Chiefs pick is in. Let's see what they've done.
There's reports, huh?
Yeah.
Peter Woods. It's got to be Peter Woods, right? Like, you can't not pass on him.
I mean, I guess you could.
It doesn't make sense. We got to have some pass rush.
Where's this dude's player card at? Does it even exist? Oh, there he is.
He does.
The Chiefs have selected Clemson defensive
Let's
tackle
go.
Peter Woods.
Let's go.
Look at that RAS score, baby, 7.45.
Let's go.
Peter Woods is a dog. This is a good pick for the Chiefs. You had to invest in defensive line. This is a much better pick than what they did at the beginning of the draft. I think now you kind of pair it up. They've decided to go straight defense in the first round. I don't know if Peter Woods was necessarily what they were planning on doing, but the fact that he fell to pick 29, the value's too good to pass up. His name's also not Keldrick Falk, but he's compact, powerful defensive tackle, guys. We've all seen it. He's quick. He's violent. He's not always been the most consistent guy in the world. He does disappear a lot on tape. This is almost this. I mean, there's shades of Caleb Banks to where it's like you are kind of getting a lot of projection with Peter Woods, but I do think overall he had better tape out there than a Caleb Banks. But I mean, there's a lot of people who thought this was a top 15 guy, and you're getting him to pick 29. I like this pick by the Chiefs. I actually think this is a great pick for them. Great value. It does make me feel a little bit better about day one, but it's still, I don't think it gets all the salt out of my mouth from Mansour Delane.
No, but it definitely helps. Peter Woods was a guy that I had on my short list for the Chiefs. I almost put him in my final mock draft, but I honestly thought that there was enough hype on Peter Woods. He was going to go in the early 20s, and I didn't want to trade up because I was considering maybe the Chiefs may trade up from 9, which they did. Now, here's the thing. I was thinking they were going to trade up maybe from 9 to 6 to get Reuben Bain. That didn't pan out. They took the different guy, so I didn't think they were going to trade up twice. But getting Peter Woods here is a win, in my opinion. It's a win because Chris Jones ain't getting any younger. He's got a lot of Chris Jones traits. He immediately helps now knowing that Kyrus Tonga's here. He's going to learn behind him. He's going to learn behind Chris Jones. Omar Norman Lott should hopefully be coming back from that knee injury. But look, this dude's got rare fluidity and explosiveness for his size. He's even played off the edge before. He can go up and down the defensive line. It's perfect for what Spags wants. He was on the Bruce Feldman's freak list in 2025 for a combination of speed and power, not just one. He was voted team captain at Clemson. The dude is very good. He can play wide 9. He can play nose. I like this guy. Now, look, he's got to clean up his missed tackles. He's had an 18% missed tackle rate because he doesn't wrap up all that well inside. So I really like the pick, man. I think this is a good pick for the Chiefs.
The Jets have traded back up into round 1, and at pick 30 have selected wide receiver Omar Cooper Jr. The fall was there, and they had to come up and take the value. Once they saw that the Chiefs didn't take him, I think it was, hey, let's go get him. Second team all Big Ten, 69 catches for 937 yards, 13 touchdowns last year for the national champion Indiana Hoosiers. Mike, a lot of people were saying a lot about Elijah Surratt and stuff like that, and you came out very early in the draft process and said, no. Omar Cooper Jr. is that guy. I went and checked him out, and I was instantly fell in love with his game. I think that he's a great player. I think that they got an absolute dog with this pick. I like Omar Cooper Jr. The Jets, the thing about it is that they don't even have a quarterback situation in place, so it's odd, but I do think that it was kind of a value thing for them. Like, hey, he's there. Let's go grab him. Omar Cooper Jr. off the board.
This is another telling thing. If you didn't grab Omar Cooper Jr. there as the Chiefs when he fell, he literally slid to 29. Now, look, I know that you probably couldn't pass up Peter Woods because they had to work on the pass rush. But did they like Peter Woods better than they like Zion Young? They had to have. So there was a lot of defensive ends they passed up to get Peter Woods, and I'm guessing because he can play a little bit along the lines. But passing up Omar Cooper Jr. tends to let you believe that if Rashee Rice has a good year this year, they're going to sign him long term. They're not worried about his off-the-field stuff. And I think that also rubs Chiefs fans the wrong way.
Yeah, potentially. Shout out New York Jets and their fans if there's any of you here. Check out this draft so far for them. In the first round, they were able to nab defensive end David Bailey, tight end Kenyon Sadiq, and wide receiver Omar Cooper Jr.
Yeah, you guys are the winner of the draft tonight.
Haul, son.
Yeah, you guys are the clear winners of day one is the Jets.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, but the Chiefs.
I'd say Dallas is close.
So the Chiefs are done in round 1, guys. Mansour Delane with a trade up to pick 6. We all know about it. Gave away 2 picks to go get him. And then they selected Peter Woods, which I think was a great value pick for them. Brett Veach plainly said that we're taking 2 defensive tackles in this draft. We need 2 defensive tackles. One of them off the board now. Now we're just waiting for them to pick Renee Conga in round 5. But either way, here's the thing. I feel a little bit better about it because I think the second pick was a great pick.
Yeah.
Like getting Peter Woods at pick 29 is good. That's great value. Peter Woods has a lot of promise there to come in the league and maybe be a guy that could replace Chris Jones. Maybe not to the extent of what Chris Jones offers you, but he can be right there behind him learning for the last few years of Chris Jones' career. And we'll still have that defensive tackle that can get pressure from the inside. And like you said, Mike, it's kind of odd they still haven't touched on defensive end because we still have to have an edge on that other side. It's the only thing that makes sense. Unless you're going to go pay Cam Jordan to come in and play at 38 years old.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what else they could be doing. But, yeah, I don't know. The Bills are on the clock now, finally. I wonder if they'll trade back for a third time. But they're on the clock.
The Bills don't like nobody. Like, it's plain to see the Bills don't give a rip about these players.
There's so many players that are still available that the Bills could take at 31 after 2 trade backs and look like geniuses.
No, the Bills need an edge. They can still very much get a Zion Young here or a Cassius Howe or whoever they want to get.
They traded back again with the they like no one in this draft. They don't want to draft anybody in this draft.
I think whoever they're wanting or whoever that the position they want, which might be edge, they may be thinking that edge is just deep enough they can keep moving back.
The
Nobody's
Titans are
taking them.
now officially on the clock. They've traded back up into the first round to grab somebody that they see they want to get their hands on. And obviously the Bills have no interest in drafting anyone from this shitty draft class. Brandon Beans done wrote it off.
Yeah, he's done with it.
Yeah, man. The Titans on the clock here. They already took Carnell Tate, so they're probably trying to get their edge rusher. They passed up on David Bailey. They passed up on Ruben, or they couldn't get David Bailey. They passed up on Arvell Reese. They passed up on Ruben Bain. I think they still want to edge. Maybe they're coming up here to get a Zion Young or someone like that. I'm not for sure. TJ Parker potentially. There's a couple of guys there at the end, and then yeah.
Dude, who knows where they're going?
They also need a running back. They're not going to take a running back right here because there's not one worth it. Jeremiah Love is the only first round, maybe even second round.
No, Jadarian Price is not. Look, you got to be looking at maybe linebacker. They could be coming up for like a C.J. Allen or Jacob Rodriguez. Wouldn't surprise me too much.
Yep.
If it's an edge, you're looking at T.J. Parker still on the board, which is kind of crazy.
Yep.
You're looking at maybe Keldrick Falk even. I mean, this was a Spags guy. Borgonzi went over, right? Like Borgonzi worked with the Chiefs. I think it would be more of an edge rusher, though, like a speed guy. So maybe Zion Young. Maybe they're coming up for an Eli Stowers. You never know.
Yep.
You really don't know if that's edge. Now, wide receiver, not a lot of good wide receivers here unless it's Denzel Boston. That could be something you could consider here would be Denzel Boston. I think it's a little too early for
They took Carnell Tate. Why would they even do that?
Oh, yeah, you're right. They did take Carnell Tate, so they don't need the receiver then.
What's up, PD, with the 2 bombs says my chest hurts. Yeah. That was a tough one to sit through. I'm not going to lie. For all the excitement and the hype of this draft, what the Chiefs decided to do and the way they decided to kick the night off kind of put
the Chiefs made everyone unhorned. They flushed our Blue Chew down the toilet is what they've done today.
They did, man. They saw us all about to pass out, and they said, nah.
They said, look, we ain't having
Take a cold shower, sir.
Yeah, they said, you bunch of losers. Get out of here. We're taking who we want. I'm Brett Veach.
Oh, Brett Veach. All right, guys. Appreciate y'all being here, by the way. If we get to 1,000 likes, we're going to do another giveaway. I'm not sure what we're at right now.
We're at 989, so we're only 11 likes away from doing our 5th giveaway of the night. Get us to 1,000 if you guys don't care. We would very much appreciate that. Also, could I just say, we're going to be over 23,000 views tonight. That is insane for the first night of the draft, especially competing against all the big boys, all the people that have all the teams. We are 100% independent. Just me and this guy. We're the only independent channel right now that is being able to compete like this, and it's pretty crazy. What's happened? What have they taken?
The Titans couldn't pass up on him, man. They said he fell too far, and the Chiefs did take him. So we better get back up in there.
They're going to take Keldrick Falk, huh?
Keldrick Falk,
there it is.
That's who they decided to take, edge rusher from Auburn. Here's the thing. We've gave Keldrick Falk a lot of shit tonight.
Yeah, we give him hell tonight.
And let me tell you this. I don't think Keldrick Falk's a bad football player.
He's not bad.
The reason why we were so big on the Chiefs not taking him because he is the prototypical. If you went in a lab and you were able to like design a person that would be an edge rusher for Steve Spagnuolo, it's Keldrick Falk. This kid's 20 years old. He's got a lot of upside. He's an excellent run defender. He's quick. He's long. He's fast. He can do a lot of things. He's got to work on that pass rush arsenal. He's got to figure out how to get pressure on that quarterback and get to the quarterback. But if Keldrick Falk could put that together and do that, he's going to be an absolute dog in the league, brother. He's 20 years old. A lot of upside with this kid. It just wasn't who we wanted for the Chiefs because we didn't want, we have PTSD from the Joshua Kandos of the world,
Yeah, we do, and we've had enough negativity for the night. Like, we couldn't do it again, guys. We just couldn't do it. I don't know who Seattle's going to take here. It's too early for Jadarian Price. A corner. Seattle is in shape. They could take Jermod McCoy here, not let him fall out of the first. They could do it. They could very well take a Zion Young. Did the Seahawks lose a Boye Mafe in
No.
Or did they re-sign Boye Mafe?
But they re-signed Mafe, I'm pretty sure. Maybe I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, tell me in the chat. I'm pretty sure they did, though. Man, guys, appreciate all y'all being here tonight. Like Mike was saying, been an excellent first night of the draft coverage. Hopefully we can top it tomorrow and have an even better night. We're going to be here for the entire NFL draft, so please keep choosing us. Like Mike said, it's just me and him. We do absolutely everything from the graphics you see to every little aspect. Me and him do everything for this channel. We have no team. We don't have money to pay editors.
We're even updating the ticker at the bottom of the screen.
I personally made every graphic for every player to be able to be like, hey, look, guys, look how cool Keldrick Falk is, and be able to pull up his picture. But like we do everything.
So your support's much appreciated.
Yeah, so you guys are awesome. We do appreciate that. Like I said, no teams here, no management, no nothing. Just me and Mike. You guys
no
have been
editors.
Awesome. No editors.
Just us. Just two slapnuts talking about the Chiefs, baby.
You didn't make us millionaires or anything like that, So, it's just me and him. What's Seahawks going to do here? Oh, and anyway, hit that like button, by the way. You guys are very, very close to another giveaway.
Are they really going to – I think they are going to take the guy that I said was a little too early to take, but they've snuck him into the first round. They're going to take
they did?
I think they're going to do it.
Wow. A first-round pick? No. This is mind-blowing, ladies and gentlemen.
It really is. It's pretty wild. I don't think he was worth the first-round pick.
Seattle Seahawks fans are going to be just as pissed as we are.
I don't know if they are, to be honest. At least you can find some traits about this fella. But anyways, they didn't give up half their draft. But here it is, Jadarian Price, ladies and gents.
That's wild, bro.
Yeah, Jadarian Price. Hey, look, round one's in the books. I like Jadarian Price.
Baby.
Jadarian Price offers the Seahawks a lot of instant speed. He's a one-cut-and-go kind of guy. I like Jadarian Price. He gives you a lot of special teams work, too. But that's a good way to wrap up the night, Steve. I love it. Look, we're going to be here for just a little bit longer, but do hashtag ACU. We got to 1,000 likes. I'm going to give away something else.
Baby.
So hashtag
Mike,
ACU.
you said you were going to do something cool. Give away one of them hats. Do we have a hat that we can give away?
Yeah, I'll definitely give away one of our hats. They kind of look like this.
Just pick. No. Just pick it out. Get over there and pick it.
Okay.
And show them what they're going to win.
Okay.
Okay. I'll let you do that right now while I'll take this 5-bomb from Mikey Like Stuff. Says I'll be here tomorrow. Pick my name on this next giveaway. How about those Chiefs, baby? Let's go. Mikey, I'm pulling for you, brother. We'll see if Nightbot loves you. Godplower with another 5-bomb says I might have just got the number 1 corner in DT in round 1 in love with the Woods pick. When you put it that way, Godplower, it doesn't seem as bad. You got number 1 corner, you got the number 1 defensive tackle. That's kind of a win. I don't like giving up the extra draft capital and taking corner, and I just don't. I'm not going to like it. I'm not going to act like I like it. But when you look at it from the lens of we got the number 1 corner and defensive tackle, you can't be extremely mad at that. You just can't. But, I mean, you can be disappointed because you saw a different path.
Absolutely. I appreciate that, Godplar. Here's the hat, man. It's from our boy, Elgin, from Hat House KC, the red and black KC hat.
I should have took that one.
That's what I'm giving away for the 1,000. No, you seen it.
No, you hid that one when I picked mine.
No, 100%. It was here.
You're lying.
Look, here it is, man. The black build, the red, the white, the
That's
KC.
sick. That's sick, brother.
From the Hat House. Look, we're giving it away from 1,000. You guys were great tonight. Appreciate you guys being here. We'll go to 11:05. We'll pick that, and then we're going to have to jump off for the night because why?
We're going to do a video.
We're going to do more work. We're going to do another video, and we're going to tell you what we think about these picks, and we'll try to get that out probably at 8 a.m. in the morning. That's probably our goal is maybe like 8, 9, 10 a.m. in the morning, and you'll have a few hours to watch that before we go live again tomorrow night.
Yep. Sexy with the 10 bomb says, love the pick. Having a top corner and a top DT can breathe a sigh of relief. It does help. That Peter Woods pick absolutely helps.
Yeah.
Because if they would have went with a Keldrick Falk or they would have just, pulled some random name out of their ass, you got the top defensive tackle and the top cornerback. That combination out of the first round doesn't seem as bad. And let me tell you why. If you got the top defensive tackle in the top 10, I wouldn't have been that mad. In any draft, like really, if you get the top defensive tackle in the draft in the top 10, you're not going to be that pissed at that. And then if you turn around and got the top corner at 29, that's a win.
Yeah.
It's just, they just reversed it, right? So, I mean, I do think we can all take a sigh of relief, look at it as a whole and be like, you know what, Brett Veach, we're going to see what you do tomorrow.
Yeah.
100%. We're going to see what you do tomorrow.
I appreciate you, brother.
Thank you.
And I agree. Honestly, you guys have been good tonight. You've been the man. I appreciate y'all. Y'all help supporting us and pushing us through this and like paying us. That is amazing because this is how we're able to go. We are independent. So here's the thing, man. Monster Delane, Peter Woods, like you said, that is a great combo. That's my number one corner and my number one DT.
Can't be that mad at that.
Now,
right?
look, you did have to give up 2 picks to get those. And I think that's just where it gets a little bit iffy is a lot of people's like, look, I don't want to give up the pick.
But, if someone told you, hey, you got to give up a 3rd-round pick and a 5th-round pick, but you'll get the number one corner and the number one defensive tackle.
You may have done it.
I think a lot of people would say yes,
So going into day two, Steve, a lot of big names still on the board. Jermon McCoy got out of the first round.
That would be a steal to get him.
Yeah, TJ Parker got out of the first round. Caden McDonald got out of the first round. I thought he was the first round lock. Denzel Boston got out of the first round. Emmanuel Pregnon got out. Christian Miller, Zion Young, Eli Stowers, Colton Hood, CJ Allen, Avion Terrell, Emmanuel McNeil Warren,
guys. There's some players.
Rodriguez, Bell, Akis, Cisse, Jeremy Bernard. It is going to be a loaded second round too, and we're picking right off the bat, man.
You think they continue to go defense and try to get Zion Young or something like that, and just be like, hey, dude, like
it's possible. Keep working it. Look, if every one of these guys were presumably on the board, which they're not going to be, but if I had my pick here, and you can get somebody at 40 and somebody at stfour, if you give me at pick 40, if you give me Zion Young or TJ Parker or Eli Stowers at 40, I'm going to be pretty excited. Maybe even Chris Bell. I'll give you that as well. At 74, I don't think none of these guys are making it to 74. But if one of them were to fall, maybe like a Jeremy Bernard, I would consider that as well.
Absolutely. Mike, let's run it, baby. Let's run it. Let's see who wins that hat.
Yeah. So here we go, guys.
Hey, cross your fingers. Hope Nightbot loves you.
Yeah, here we go. Drew Q.
Let's go, brother.
Q. Congratulations, Drew Q. I'll get you in a second. There it is. Drew Q, hit the hat, baby. Appreciate it. Message allchiefedup@gmail.com. Guys, have your address, and we'll get that out to you. And
congrats,
guys,
Drew. Hey, a round of applause for everybody. What a night. You guys have been amazing. Pat yourselves on the back in the chat. It's been a pretty long stream. I remember going on 4 hours now, but we truly appreciate you guys making it a good one. It's been fun. I mean, it was disappointing to an extent. It feels a little bit better now, doesn't it? But I mean,
okay, guys. I know we traded 74 away. I'm sorry.
What did you say? Something about 74?
Yeah, I was like, if one of them lasts to 74. I'm so sorry.
Hey, Mike, they traded 74, bro. What are you thinking?
I know.
Idiot.
What am I thinking?
What an idiot. What a dummy.
Fool.
You know nothing. This is why I don't watch your channel. You're
an idiot. Hey, listen, dude, it's been a long night. I don't give a shit.
Beak up with the 5 bomb. We lost 74 in the trade.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, because we appreciate
I'm so sorry.
you. Travis, we absolutely sell merch. You can go to merch.allchiefedup.com. You can get hats, you can get hoodies, you can get t-shirts, you can get coffee mugs, a lot of good stuff over there. Go to merch.allchiefedup.com. And I tell you what, if I can think about it, if you just hold tight on that, everybody hold tight on this merch, merch.allchiefedup.com. When I get off here tonight and I have a second, I'm going to put you all up a draft promo code.
Yeah,
okay?
And then we'll use it tomorrow. We'll release it tomorrow, the draft promo
that
code.
way you'll get a little bit of a discount or maybe some free shipping, whatever I can swing. That way I'll let you save a little bit of money before you get over there, okay? But yeah, merch.allchiefedup.com. Not a lot of people are going to do that. Be like, hey, don't go buy something yet.
Yeah. Especially two independent fools that don't make any money.
This is why we don't. This is why we're not millionaires with 15 studios and all that stuff, brother, because we're dumb. I think that's the problem here. We got a 10 bomb. Let's see, from Nikki. Says, thank y'all for everything. The graphics look badass. See y'all tomorrow night. I appreciate that, Nikki. We put in a lot of work to it. We'll try to continue this pace for the rest of the draft. I would have to make a lot more player graphics, but I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do my best. I'm glad that you enjoyed it, and thank you so much for that. We got a 2 bomb from our boy Justin. Says, I think we traded 74, LOL. We did. Mike.
Oh, my God.
Mike's getting raked out here.
Hey, look, let me tell you something. I think it's crazy we traded pick 74. I would have never done that.
It is. Best Chiefs channel in the kingdom. Appreciate you, Iron Price, baby. You know we are, and you know what you get for that.
Suck it! Suck it! We got 2 words for you! Suck it!
Let's freaking go, man. Yeah, guys, we are going to wrap this up. Like Mike said, we're going to put out a video for you where we give kind of some collected thoughts, because we've been throwing stuff out all night. Like, man, this sucks. You know, what the hell are they doing? But I want to let it marinate a little bit and give you y'all like an intelligent response instead of an emotional response. And you'll have that up in the morning. Mike, we got a 5-bomb from our boy Sam. Says odds Veach trades back tomorrow night to make up for the picks he gave away. That's a possibility.
It could be.
It could be a possibility, but I also think you can't give up top 50 picks in this draft. So I don't know. We'll see. You never really know. It's a possibility, though. Sean said, Mike, you're making me sick. Let's not mention lock 74 or pick 74.
Oh, pick
no
74.
more. Yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Mike was just trying to make you guys think Brett Veach didn't make a crazy trade earlier in the day. He said maybe you forgot.
I honestly, in my mind, I was like, there's no way we give up pick 74, but we did. Okay? It's a mistake. I made a mistake.
All right, guys. Once again, appreciate y'all being here. Shout out Prize Picks for sponsoring tonight's live stream. You can go down in the description, click that link, get Prize Picks, use code HMA, and once you get $5 on there and you make a play with $5, you're going to get $50. So make sure you use that promo code. Shout out Prize Picks for sponsoring us for this year, 2026, and helping with this NFL draft. Appreciate those guys. So definitely go check them out. Do us a favor if you haven't, which I think almost all of you have, but hit that like button on the way out if you have
subscribe
not. Subscribe to the channel. If you're a Chiefs fan and you're not subscribed to All Chiefed Up, you're dropping the damn ball. That's just all there is to it.
You're Brett Veachin.
You're Brett Veachin in the first round at pick number 6. That's what you're doing. No, seriously, guys. I appreciate you. Sub, like, all that fun stuff.
Yes, Justin,
Be back tomorrow. We're going to be on 1 hour before the draft starts, so about 6 p.m. We're going to be on to get prepped for second round. So you guys come join us. It's going to be fun. I think the second round could be kind of exciting. Might see some movement, maybe.
We'll see.
We'll see about it.
We're going to have an early night because we don't have a round 3 anymore.
You don't think he'll trade back up into it?
Oh, hell no. He's logged off.
Brett Veach logged off for the night, and so are we. We'll see you next time, guys. Go Chiefs.
Wow.